So now we're good to go. And again, it's the charm of the program. I don't know what to tell you. You don't know what you're going to get. That's how we come out of the gates here this morning with some gross, viral TikTok and finger into the bird poop. And so it begins. We're going to have mile markers on this journey. I keep finding myself saying, okay, this is officially it now. This is officially your Jags. This is officially free agency. The draft is over. This is what we got. Okay, the rookies are on the field. That's the next journey. Well, yesterday, another mile marker. Another mile marker yesterday with the Jaguars as a full squad taken to the field for their, allowed OTAs. They'll have a mini camp in June. First and foremost, I guess I see what limited means. Now, we weren't at yesterday's workout. I know there were those from 1010XL that were there, but being out at the GooGan all day yesterday. But from the videos that I've seen posted, including on 1010XL, limited looks like normal, doesn't it? I mean, Trevor Lawrence was out there throwing to, De'Ami Brown and Travis Hunter and others. And again, these are limited workouts as they're just naturally set up. So, perhaps there's your answer right there. But certainly a good. You want the timing. We got two new, important members of this passing attack, right? There. By the way, Trevor had some. You want to read between the lines on a couple of the comments yesterday. Let's just say he is refreshed by this new system. Look, as a young quarterback, all you know is what you've gotten. I mean, you may get to the NFL, and look, here's the nuts and bolts of it, E. Basically, what Doug Peterson was running and what the Jaguars have done and what your options are at the line of scrimmage have stayed about, at least this is what you read out of the comments, stayed basically the same from 2022 until the day he was fired. You didn't have a lot of options at the line of scrimmage. If the answer wasn't there to the play that was called, you were pretty much screwed, or at least that was how you felt pre-snap going into it. That's what I drew out of what Trevor said yesterday. Now, that's just kind of drawing out from what he's really saying about the new system and getting that now ingrained. But you'll hear for yourself, and you can make of it what you might. But it is, look, Evan Ingram, Christian Kirk, those dudes caught a lot of balls from Trevor Lawrence the last 3 years. A lot of balls. Those have been his main guys. And others have filtered in their places. He didn't get to play. He didn't get to spend a lot of time even with Brian Thomas Jr. last year. Let's not forget that. All this, the point being, having me out on the field for these OTAs rather than watching, even though the shoulder is healed, would seem silly to me. And I think it would also seem silly to this new group that's not going to play that game. They're going to get him out there and take every practice snap as important. So good. I got home from the GooGan yesterday just in time to click on my television, ET, in the early evening, and there was a program on ESPN called NFL Live. Heard of it?
Heard of it.
Sure. So I'm watching this NFL Live program, and, man, I have some good luck sometimes. The sports gods, little G, maybe they just shine on me because they know what my job is. So I turned it on right as they begin a discussion on the Jaguars. And a total discussion. I mean, it was 10, 15 minutes, round back and forth. I'll give them credit. Thought they were spot on. I thought they were fair. I thought they were still optimistic. I thought that they it was Peter Schrager, the guy who used to be on NFL Network. It was Hasselbeck, Tim Hasselbeck. It was Mia Kimes, and then I think the host is Laura Rutledge. But the overall impression that I took from them, and it included the yeah buts. The overall impression just from them, I think, is what the optimistic fan here in Jacksonville feels. There is one thing that is tried in look, we're again, I think it's obvious. If you're sitting in Topeka, Kansas watching SportsCenter or NFL Live and you're not following the Jaguars day to day and haven't watched every snap the last 3 years, it's we all know at any level, if Trevor Lawrence is going to be the Super Bowl winning quarterback that Tony Baselli and others, including myself, think he's going to be, major step has to come right now. No, I mean, there's no more, right? I mean, when you draft a guy number one, you expect that he will take all of the calamities that have surrounded the Jaguars and lift the team above it anyway. And that's a fair expectation for a, quote, generational quarterback. That obviously hasn't happened. There have been excuses / reasons that with this, with the weapons that he's gotten on offense, a rebuild of the offensive line, a total belief by his coach, his GM, and his EVP. Those guys are total Trevor Lawrence believers. There's not any yeah buts down there. They are raring to go. But the simple fact is, because of all that, there is nothing that can happen to this football team, excuse / reason, for Trevor Lawrence to not throw for 4,400 yards, 30-plus touchdowns, and low double-digit interceptions. There is no reason on earth that shouldn't happen this year. And if it doesn't, it's time then to start getting alarmed. That's basically the message. Now, the difference within the fan base is, where does your line draw in pessimism or optimism whether that will happen? And by the way, in my informal survey, ET, that I did of you and Dan and Daniel Murphy and myself, surpassed those numbers. You know, if we combine what we expect Trevor Lawrence to produce this year in this offense and added it up and divided by 4, it'd be better than 4,400 yards, 30 touchdowns, and low double-digit interceptions. So we shall see. And at least now we are seeing the beginning of the shaping of that product with the beginning of OTAs yesterday. And when we come back on the other side, we will dive into some training camp sound. Trevor Lawrence spoke yesterday. And I do think we can kind of use his opinion of this system and these coaches. It has a little bit of, shot would not be the right word. Criticism would not be the right word, but certainly there's a comparison there of kind of what it felt like before. And again, point I was going to make is, Trevor Lawrence, you don't know any different, man. You came here, your first year was just like, what the hell's going on with the whole Urban Bevel thing? Then Peterson came in, you started to find yourself, and all you know for what produces successful results in the NFL is what you had in 2022 or 1, right? Or 2, 2022. That's it. That's all you know. Okay, whatever we did that year, that's how you win in this league. But now with this, with this fresh start, and let's be honest, dude. I mean, that is tight end TBA, right? We'll see on the tight end. But when it comes to skill, the skill weapons around him, it's better than anything we've ever had. They're raving about Travis Hunter, though, in every single aspect of the whole product. They just rave about this kid, man. He is just so far beyond so good on and off the field, whether it's just a nice personal interaction with a lady on a plane, or it's whether dapping up every teammate and just bringing a juice. Trevor said yesterday, the dude's like just a toddler. He's full of energy. He doesn't stop. And boy, don't we need that here, ET.
Yes, we do.
Don't we need that energy? All right, so we'll get into some of the Jag sound from camp yesterday when we come back on the other side. We last night's kind of a off. Well, it wasn't kind. It was an off night in the NBA rather, in their playoffs. They get going tonight. It's kind of interesting because the West played their Game 7 on Sunday. The Knicks wrapped up their series with Boston on Friday. Yet it's the West that'll turn around and play Game 1 tonight, and the Knicks and Pacers don't start their series until Wednesday. I guess Hicken's off Friday, and he'll be at the game on Friday night. Is that what we learned yesterday?
So we were educated on.
I got the $25 here. I need to be two things. I need to remember things better. And second, when I make a bet that I should pay attention. Should think about what I'm doing. I mean, I've done nothing but give away thousands of free dollars here as a handicapping expert to the GooGans with some of these picks I've given them, right?
You have.
Last couple months, I've had 2 or 3 of them that's just been lock, stock, and barrel. You cashed in. I mean, now I'm going to turn around and give away $25? Huh?
Where they do that at?
I'd make that bet again. I would. Against the field? I'd make that bet again. Listen, I'll tell you this. God is my witness, E.T. I'd pay that 25 5 times over to avoid having reacted and made it a dime bet. Right. Put it on the wheel. Oh, I'd pay $25 to get off that wheel in a heartbeat. So, yeah, I brought in $25 worth of pennies, and we'll make that transaction coming up a little bit later this morning in the program. Oh, we kid because we care. We'll take our first time out. It's a Catlin Truck Accessories Tuesday. We're booming at you live. Back in studio here, the divorcemenonly.com studios. Back with Jag Sounds. More headlines from the sports world up and rolling here on a Tuesday morning.
The Drill.
From the divorcemenonly.com studios.
Every game is a story.
And the game is tied.
Every play is a moment waiting to happen.
We're going to overtime.
Your home for the most play-by-play is 1010XL.
Lauren Brooks here. At Hodges Mazda, they are proud of their solid reputation in the Jacksonville community. As your hometown Mazda dealer, their high customer service standards and their huge inventory of new and used cars provide their customers a consistently first-rate car buying experience. Their professional non-commissioned sales team puts your best interest first without exception. And all new vehicle purchases include the Hodges Mazda Protection Package. Visit them online at hodgesmazda.com or stop in today to learn more and discover the Hodges Mazda difference.
Ever wonder where your food comes from? Get back to the good old days with fresh produce delivered to you from local family farms. Subscribe today at doorbellfarms.com, connecting real people with real family farms.
Hey Jacksonville, it's Dan Hicken with a game changer. I've tested the field, and Checkmate Coatings is my new go-to for durable, jaw-dropping floor coatings. Better play, better results.
I'm Brendan from Checkmate Coatings. Our precision coatings make your floors the MVP of any space.
Slam dunk your floors at checkmatecoatings.com. Checkmate Coatings, your floor's missing piece.
Checkmate Coatings, your floor's missing piece.
Hey Jacksonville, I'm sure by now you've seen our bright green GFL trucks and containers throughout the greater Jacksonville area. We are an industry leader in solid waste and would love the opportunity to earn your business. We are committed to customer service, reliability, and have unwavering focus on safety. Whether commercial or construction, let us haul your waste away. Call 904-760-5880 to get a quote today. GFL, green for life.
All right, gentlemen, we've trained for this. We've battled the elements. But if there's one thing we can't afford, it's letting the heat take us out before the big game.
But coach, the AC at my house is busted. I barely got any sleep last night.
Well, Johnson, you should have called Cool Cats Heating and Cooling. They're the real MVPs. Now let's cue the cool music.
Cool Cats Heating and Cooling. The coolest cats in town.
What's the weekend in sports look like? I'm 1010XL's Dan Hicken, and I'll give you my takes and weekend updates on YouTube and Facebook. Musings with the media mogul. That's right, motivated by Tucker Equipment Rentals in Neptune Beach.
A lot of companies will tell you they're the best. At Custom Tree Surgeons, they show you every time. Custom Tree Surgeons has built an all-pro team. Every tree service professional has years of experience, continually trained and certified. They know what, when, and how to handle any job. It gets done efficiently and quickly by a team of experts. So for tree trimming, removal, stump grinding, and emergency services, forget any name other than Custom Tree Surgeons. There is no job they can't do better. Go to our website, CustomTreeSurgeons.com. That's CustomTreeSurgeons.com. And let them show you how the job is supposed to get done.
Ladies and gentlemen, boaters and landlubbers, friends, four-legged and two, this is Lisa the Botanista with a huge announcement. Freedom Boat Club is opening a brand new 4th location. That's right, Freedom Boat Club St. Augustine Shipyard is now open. Now members can enjoy unlimited access at Julington Creek, Jacksonville Beach, St. Augustine Comanche Cove, and St. Augustine Shipyard. Freedom Boat Club members also enjoy reciprocal access to over 400 locations across the world. There's never been a better time to join. We are offering our biggest discount ever to celebrate our brand new location. We own and maintain an entire fleet of boats. Join the club, and as often as you like, you can do water sports, inshore fishing, offshore fishing, sandbar hopping, dining on the water, or just cruising around town. Visit us at the St. Augustine Shipyard or stop by any of our locations to see what the Boatcierge experience is all about. Visit us at freedomboatclub.com.
DivorceMenOnly.com. This is Kenny Lay of Kenny Lay & Associates. Our firm specializes in representing men in family law. That's all we do. That's our only focus. We can help with all of your family law needs, such as divorce, custody, alimony, and child support. For over a decade, we have helped thousands of men with these types of issues. We even have an appellate division ready to challenge a judge's ruling. If you need a family law attorney, go to divorcemenonly.com. Divorcemenonly.com. Offices, Jacksonville.
This is Mark Nato. My sons and I have seen the doctors and PAs at Southeast Ortho for everything from lumbar spine stress to elbow tendonitis. Southeast has always been there, been truthful, and always been on point. Everything they say happens. We can't thank them enough for what they've done and the great care that they have taken of our sons.
Relieve pain and get back to life. Southeast Orthopedic Specialists.
Where can we go on Earth to get away from those pesky mosquitoes? The answer next.
Southern Oak Insurance is proud to continue offering coverage statewide. Financial stability makes Southern Oak Insurance a wise choice for your homeowner's insurance needs. Log on to southernoak.com.
Our family protecting yours. Southern Oak Insurance.
Iceland and the Faroe Islands are the only countries on Earth where there are no mosquitoes.
Southern Oak Insurance. Our family protecting yours.
Need fresh and flavorful lunch? Chicken Salad Chick has scratch-made Southern-style chicken salad in every bite. It's quick and delicious, so why wait? Come taste the best chicken salad today at Town Center, Durbin Park, or Butler Point at Chicken Salad Chick.
1010XL is presented by Farrah & Farrah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Protecting you and your family. Call 396-5555. Jacksonville.
All right, we're back on a Catlin Truck Accessories Tuesday. There's a train coming. You know who made out like a bandit yesterday, like a freight train at the GooGan Open, E.T.?
Who's that?
Good for him. Good. Couldn't have happened to a better dude. Holmes.
Yeah.
Holmes made out like a bandit. Here's what happened. All right, first of all, E.T., you did the chipping. I see what you did there.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, we had a chipping contest, ladies and gentlemen, and it's where the fine folks from Twin Peaks were set up to kind of help. It was like their area, so E.T. spent, 5 hours with the girls from Twin Peaks. Shocker. And by the time we got there, he integrated them into the chipping contest. I don't even know what happened. I got to be careful. My bad. All right. But they had a chipping contest. They had these Bernie grills, right? They were set up down the little chipping area there, and the guys went up and they chipped, and then the closest to the stack of Bernie grills wins a Bernie grill. I'm ineligible for the prizes. More on that in a second. But nonetheless, Holmes knocked it up there closest, so he grabs the Bernie grill. There was a hole out on the golf course, a par 3. In fact, it was the folks from the Chicken Salad Chick place.
Yeah.
Right? Well, they were set up. They had an interesting concept. They were out there with swag bags, and it was a par 3, and they weren't giving the swag bag to the best shot of the 4 players. They were giving the swag bag to the worst shot of the 4 players. So Holmes picked a good time to just top one in the water there in front of him. So he took home a big swag bag for that.
Like that.
Yeah. So big winner for Holmes at the GooGan. He's made 6. Well, not 16 of the 18. He wasn't here when it started. But since he's moved here, he's made them all but 2 now. 80 years old, Pops. He looks great, doesn't he?
Holmes don't look 80.
80. Doesn't look 80, does he? Oh, I like that. I like those jeans, buddy. Hear me? I like that. Anyway, big winner there. Golf standpoint, from this standpoint, I hit 2 really good shots yesterday.
One of them was caught on camera.
Oh yeah. How'd I do on that? How'd they rate my swing? That was a good one.
Yeah, you boomed that thing.
I hit a good one, too. Yeah, they came out, the social media team here at 1010XL caught up to me on a hole, and it's a hard driving hole at Hidden Hills. If y'all played Hidden Hills out there, it's, let's see, it's that first par 5 that does that, just that 90-degree turn, and if you hit it too far, it'll go through to the other side of the water. So you got to kind of hug it or hit a really good draw or whatever. So anyway, they catch me there. By the way, shout out the rest of my foursome all over the age of 60. They're playing a tee box up from me. So I'm back on the tee like a lone soldier. But so, yeah, anyway, they catch up with me, and I'm just, first I give a tricks of the trade. I'll go ahead and give this out publicly as well. But if you're ever in like a charity tournament somewhere, a celebrity tournament, and there's this TV cameras or the cameras show up and they're shooting you from the side, No matter what you do, act like you hit a good one. They're not
Every
following the
time.
ball. They're just looking at
Right.
you, so you just act like it.
Don't act like you.
Right, sure.
Right.
Or slam your club, or I'll pull it again. Just act like you hit it good. I don't care if you hit it 8 feet. Right. So anyway, so I'm explaining that and just going through it. And by the way, I'm striping the golf. I had a really good day hitting the golf ball yesterday, so I'm feeling pretty confident, right? I'm not at all juiced by what I'm about to do here. If I do hook it into the water, hey, we're right on brand. You're looking at a guy who caught the shanks on the one day we were going for a hole-in-one last year. A miss, a weakness that I have not really struggled with in millions of holes of golf in my life, but all morning I say, so you think I care if I put it in the water, E? But I rifled one, baby.
You boomed that thing.
I rifled it right where I told him I was going to hit it. There we go. Case closed. So that was fun. Yeah, so the swing got rated good. It should. That was a good swing. I should have got a good swing. Here's the problem. These things go to these social media formats that I can't get into, E.
Don't worry, your boy got you.
Yeah, you did. He did. He hooked me up there. But that's not the ones I'm talking about. But if you've golfed, this is for the golfers out there who played Hidden Hills. We, the par 3 there on the front that goes up the hill, and it was a hole-in-one contest yesterday, so it was not an easy hole. The pin was in the back on the hill. It was 170. And, buddy, I blistered a 6-iron right on it. It hit like right on the line, and then it kind of fed a little bit to the left, 6 feet, 1 inch. Would have won closer to the pin. Ineligible for the prizes. That's fine. But hit it up to 6 feet. So I'm just the kind of golf shot ET you hit, and you just want to come back and play it next time. And then we also, again, at Hidden Hills, if you know, number 11, it's that par 5 with an island green. And again, I got to ride the green tee, tee shots of my partners there, a couple of whom hit it further than I do to begin with. And so it was dead into the wind, and we were like 215 to the flag. And I just sweet spotted a 3-wood into the wind, just about perfect onto that tough target. There we are. Those are my 2 golf shots that make me want to play golf today, which I'm not doing, by the way. But those were the 2 that make you want to come back and play. You all have them. Every round you play. Every time you play, you do ET. Every time he plays golf, he comes in and tells me about some 7-iron he hit. And that's the beauty of the game. So anyway, go out and play today. Go over to the home course. Sign up for ET's deal. When's that coming up?
E to the Tee Time, June 27th.
And where are we going for that one? We're just caravanning all over the first coast here.
We in the Mags, baby, Magnolia Point Golf and Country Club.
You're going to keep it down there in the CC. I like what you're doing there. So
you see what I'm doing.
We're all set up there. We'll do the show. We'll play. Dan and I'll play the whole deal.
You know it.
Okay, good. Hadn't been down there in a while. We did a 10-10 skins game for a while, a few summers ago. Shout out Jim Lear. And the job that Oz did. Oz was big, and Jim Lear, a big part of the GooGan Open when we got that started, when he was the GM at Windsor and a champion. So I appreciate him, love him. But he also ran our skins game for a while, and we would go to these different courses and play these 2-man skins game. A lot of y'all out there in the listener land.
Don't give me no ideas.
Played those. It was fun though. It was a good time, but we went to Magnolia Point a couple times doing that. It's different. I'll tell you what, these 2 10-10 platformed events, I will say this, both Hidden Hills and Magnolia Point at this stage of golf in Jacksonville, probably the 2 most unique contours in town. We got a lot of beautiful golf courses.
We do.
That are flat with bulkheads and sand traps and palmettos and palms. Got a lot of those, ton of them. And I love them all. There are only a few that have been or are around that offer much as far as, elevation change and elevation. I'm using the word loosely. But, just to get what you get on, say, T-balls on 1 and 10 in Hidden Hills, what you used to get at ravines back in the old days.
Oh, the ravines.
Yeah, back in the day, would you make your way through that track? And Magnolia Point has a little bit of that. So, all right, well, we'll be back out on the golf course. We got brunch for the tour today, by the way. Rory's in the hot seat. Dan mentioned this a little bit yesterday. We didn't get real deep into it. But I'm starting to see the other side. Hicken gets a lot more offended when guys storm off and don't talk to the media than I do, especially in an individual sport. I think it means more in a team sport. But some compelling arguments were made from inside the golf world, how that it's more than that. And I don't disagree. So we'll kick that around, maybe with brunch with the tour coming up a little bit later this morning. The big week for Stewie and the tour. They pick Scotty Scheffler, so they get the big cash, and we'll sort it out and put the standings together. ET, you falling into the basement? Is that what I understand?
Yeah, I think so, man.
Barely.
I'm going to add them up here, sure.
All right. Well, we'll have a brunch of the tour coming up in just a little bit. All right, I got a couple of observations from camp, and then I lied to y'all. We'll come back and we'll get into some camp sound on the other side. I want to get on the same page with ET and the playbook here. I had we started the day with the finger and bird poop. I had a coffee mishap in the breakie. I overfilled my coffee cup, and it backed up all into the coffee machine. So I spent the entire break, playing, Hazel the maid. That was Florence from the Jeffersons, just blotting up, spilled coffee all over the place. At least I cleaned it, huh?
Right.
I wonder some of these people work around here at night wouldn't have just left it. That's all I'm saying. All right. Well, all right. A couple observations. Now, E tells me the internet is somehow deemed, real quick, man, a hot take that Travis Hunter, quote, can't run routes. So what's that all about, E.T.? What are these goons even talking about?
And it looks fine to me,
okay.
But it looks like he ran like a 10-yard out, but it's not as like sharp. And people are saying, oh, well, he can't run routes. Welcome to the NFL. This, that, and the third. Man, it's the very first day. Like, come on, y'all relax. The man won the Heisman Trophy. You think he would win the Heisman Trophy if he didn't know how to run routes?
Well, the only thing that the guy said in that entire post that made a lick of sense was welcome to the NFL. You're on the field for the first time in OTAs with a quarterback. Travis Hunter can't run routes is about the worst take we'll have all offseason. Travis Hunter didn't run routes well today. We'll talk. Travis Hunter's still picking up the route tree. Okay. Quote, Travis Hunter can't run routes.
Wild.
Is the coldest of freezing cold takes. And by the way, anybody in an argument just immediately backs off of that and says, yeah, I didn't think of it that way, and you move on. Do not double down on that one, boss. If they come back at you with what we just said here from the professional standpoint, that's idiotic. Just take that L and move on to your next one. Like, Bajal Tootin fumbles too much. That might be a different argument. Wasn't one of the questions about Tootin coming to the draft, wasn't he a fumbler at Virginia Tech? I don't want to get that wrong.
I want to look that up, yeah.
Yeah, we need to, let's go to this. All right, let me see here. Let me do a little bit of, producing on the fly here. I just feel like that was like the one, let's see, electrifying runner, top end speed, explosive, yada, yada, yada. They're giving me all the positives here. Reads outside coverage well, low center gravity, good reliable pass protector, dynamic kick return. However, ball security is a concern for Tootin, who had 9 fumbles since 2023. Factoring his physical running style, protecting the football will be paramount against physical and savvy NFL defenses. First play at minicamp yesterday, non-contact, Bajal Tootin put the ball on the ground. Back with camp chatter and more. It's a Catlin Truck Accessories Tuesday.
The Drill at the DivorceMenOnly.com studios.
This is Brent Musburger's Visa in Action update on 1010XL. Brought to you by Duck Duck Rooter Plumbing, Septic, and Air Conditioning. When you're stuck, call the Duck. Proud partner of the Jacksonville Jaguars.
Spencer Strider on the mound for the Atlanta Braves today. A $1.92 road favorite of the Washington Nationals, plus 160. Mitchell Parker on the hill for the Nationals, 8 over the total. Zach Littell on the hill for the Rays, a slight underdog at minus 105 at Steinbrenner Field against the Astros, minus 115, 9.5 flat, the total. The Florida Gators are 20-1 with the SEC baseball tournament. They open with South Carolina today. The Gators are the $3.30 favorite. South Carolina plus 240 on the money line. North Carolina, the plus 250 favorite with the ACC tournament title. Florida State 5-1. $250 bonus and you open up a GBank Visa signature card. Visa.com/GBank. With your action update, Mike Sennett, 1010XL.
Attention business owners and property managers. Hurricane season is right around the corner. Is your property ready? Call the pros at Duck Duck Rooter for expert storm drain cleaning and hydrojetting. Our powerful VACCON truck clears the way so your drains flow freely when the rain hits. Call 904-862-6769 today to schedule your service and protect your property before the storms start rolling in. Duck Duck Rooter, your trusted name in storm drain maintenance. Visit us at duckduckrooter.com. We are a proud partner of the Jacksonville Jaguars.
Hi, this is Dale Murray with Murray Automotive Group in Stark and Kingsland. Save yourself from those big city dealers and their fast-talking flim-flam tactics. No matter what your automotive need is, we've got you covered. Ford, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, and nobody beats our prices, and I mean nobody. Shazam! Plus our exclusive 15-year, 150,000-mile warranty included on every qualified vehicle. And we'll trade anything from AirPods to fishing rods. Compare our prices online at ShazamAuto.com. Then come see me, Dale Murray. I'll be waiting for you. Shazam!
Guys, your lawn's the home field. Now you can champion your St. Augustine grass. TopDressing.com just hit Jacksonville with a game-changing patented process. Aerate and transform your turf into a fairway-worthy masterpiece. Less water, shorter cuts, and the envy of every neighbor. No one else delivers a perfect 10 lawn like this. Visit TopDressing.com and dominate your block with the same process that golf courses use. Top dress your lawn like the pros with TopDressing.com.
Are you 18 years or older, just got married, just got divorced, or have children? Listen up. Have you done your last will and estate planning? If you have questions, call Matt Hinson with the Hinson Law Firm. Reach him at 527-1700, offices Jacksonville, Florida. And don't let the state decide your fate.
Elbow pain, whether acute or chronic, can make it difficult to do normal activities like playing sports, doing household chores, or even sleeping comfortably. Dr. George Barr here, and no one wants to deal with pain without solutions on how to feel better. We've all heard of tennis and golfer's elbow, but there's plenty more that can cause pain, like osteoarthritis, muscle tears, and nerve entrapment. All are treatable at Barr Orthopedics. Getting you back to full health is our mission, and there's a number of different treatment options we can offer. Call us today or visit BarrOrthopedics.com.
You don't think this would be a good moment to text somebody?
There's never a bad moment to share your opinion on the 1010XL text line. Designed by Lifetime Enclosures. Share your opinion
as soon as possible
at 641-1010.
Hacker here, taking you back exactly 1 year this week. I was only 9 weeks into Awaken 180 and had already dropped 54 pounds. Seriously, that's like shedding a first grader in just over 2 months. That's wild, right? Fast forward to today, 2 months into my maintenance, and I'm still down over 115 pounds. Not a pound put back on. It's like Awaken 180 gave my weight a permanent eviction notice. Now listen up. We all want to have goals, but sometimes they seem to be far-fetched. This one won't be. Dropping 40 pounds by the 4th with Awaken 180. It's doable when you have a proven program with an excellent coach by your side. Weekly weight loss, enjoying the ride, and reaching your goal. We all did it. No reason you can't. Set your goal, make the call, and reach 40 by the 4th with the solution for weight loss. Online at awaken180weightloss.com or call 844-346-1800.
This Memorial Day, Navy Mutual salutes Yogi Berra, an 18-time All-Star catcher for the Yankees. Berra was a member of the U.S. Navy during World War II. Berra served as a gunner's mate on the USS Bayfield during the D-Day invasion.
Committed to the mission. At Navy Mutual, we're committed to providing high-quality life insurance to members of the military and their families. Because at Navy Mutual, our highest commitment is to you. Visit NavyMutual.org.
The Golf Club of Southampton has plenty going on, from a great round to a round with your buds, soaking up some football and great grub. Every Saturday and Sunday at Southampton, enjoy their game day special. Wings tossed in your favorite sauce and a cold pitcher of beer. Membership opportunities to take advantage of, too. Join Southampton with a paid initiation, and you'll get a $500 gift card. Perfect for golf, pro shop purchases, or the clubhouse. Check it out. It's all happening at the Golf Club of Southampton.
Jumbo Shrimp Baseball is home this week at the newly renovated 5-Star Ballpark. The Jumbo Shrimp take on the AAA St. Louis Cardinals. Her in the Park tonight, followed by Wear It Home Wednesday t-shirt giveaway, presented by Renewal by Anderson and Better Health. Baseball all weekend. Tickets start at just $5. JackShrimp.com for tickets. Jumbo Shrimp Baseball, affordable, family fun.
David here with Royal Pest Services. Man, don't let your yard be torn up by that heavy aeration machine this spring. Visit RoyalPestServices.com to learn more about our granular aeration. Broadcast throughout the tree and shrubs to break up that compacted soil. Visit RoyalPestServices.com.
Here's Linda Beaver.
Mayday, mayday, mayday.
Come in, Linda. Over.
We got a sea of new vehicles and they're priced so low they're rocking the boat.
Come check out our biggest selection of inventory with prices that don't break the bank and our wow ya experience that will ensure smooth sailing for your next car purchase. Plus, take advantage of our peace of mind warranties, transparent pricing to provide you with a peace of mind. You better beat the surge and head to the all-new Beaver Toyota or Chevrolet for the car buying experience you deserve.
1010XL is presented by Farah & Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Protecting you and your family. Call 396-5555. Jacksonville.
I got a lot of juice. Like he can run all day. A lot of energy. I love it. Good energy. Always dapping guys up. Just bringing juice every day. And like I said, high motor, can just go. It's like a kid, just runs around all day. He doesn't get tired, it seems like. So you can't have enough of that. And then as far as just talent, I mean, kind of speaks for itself. Ball skills, run after the catch. He's very explosive. Just didn't realize how explosive he was in and out of cuts. You know, he's impressive to watch, and we've gotten to connect a couple times. It's only going to keep getting better and better. You know, we've only worked together for a couple days now, so we got some time to really dial in on the details.
That's Trevor Lawrence talking about Travis Hunter. I didn't hear him mention, man, he's just got to learn to run routes. Or we'll see what we do with a guy who, quote, can't run routes. All right. Look, another new system. So what? The number one pick in the draft, 6'6", 225 pounds. You make $55 million a year. I don't give a damn if they give you the middle school JV coach to come lead you this Sunday. It's put up or shut up time for Trevor Lawrence. I think that is here, there, and everywhere understands that. And the difference will lie with who thinks he'll put up, who thinks he'll shut up. And that's fine. That's sports. That's what we do. It is, however, a breath of fresh air for him. A new system, a new way of seeing things. The only success he had was in a Peterson offense that I think by just about all observations had gotten stale, to say the least. So after one rousing OTA workout, where he missed on a couple of throws, here's Trevor Lawrence on this new era.
I really like it. You know, it has a lot of answers. You know, it's great. I mean, it puts a lot on the players. You have to know your stuff, but it gives you all the answers. You know, you don't feel like you're stuck in a play that's not set up for success. You know, it gives us a lot of answers, and we change the presentation a lot. We make a lot of things look the same. You know, there's a whole lot of, without going into too much detail, you know, there's a lot of things that I like about it, and it's definitely unlike any system that I've learned before. So it's been cool to learn and just pick the coach's brains and try to get it down as fast as possible.
Do you have it? You have to take a test to pass it?
Yeah, I mean, we don't have everything in yet. You know, we build up to that, but from what we have in so far, yeah, I would hope so. You know, that's what I've been working to try to, you know, get it all down. I feel good about it. You know, just got to now take it from knowing it to second nature, you know, to where you don't think about it. You hear the play call, you spit it out, you go play, and you play fast and you're not thinking about it. You know, that's always kind of the transition when you learn a system. You got to get it down to where you can just react.
Working a lot on the footwork. We'll talk about that with a whisperer on Friday. Make a note of that, ET. Footwork, we hear. What does that mean for us? It just, to me, it seems like the one thing that will mess you up further is think about your feet while you're using your arm and your eyes. I don't know. It's amazing what they do, man. Everything they incorporate. It's a lot more of a ballet dance back there, I think, than we give it credit for with all the great quarterbacks, until it gets to a point where it's natural and you've been taught correctly. I mean, how are you 26 years old playing quarterback all these years and we haven't hit the magic dance formula yet? I don't know. We'll see. All right. The word competition feels more legitimate around here than it has in a while. It's the youth of the roster. It's the turnover of the roster. It's this new eyes and ears and evaluations and roster, you know, construction. Saying today who the starting 22 we're going to be. We talked about this a little bit yesterday when it comes to the offensive line. I mean, who knows if all 5 spots aren't ultimately up for grabs, depending on how the, quote, competition plays out. But there are going to be a lot of other areas here. We got 4 corners, 3 spots. Do we know who they are exactly? If you're counting, if you're counting Travis Hunter, even the interior of the offensive line, there's a lot of guys there competing. There's 5-6 guys for those 2 or 3 spots. So the question was asked of Liam Cohen here as he gets things going, gets his team out on the field. By the way, we learned they're going to do a dual workout with the Dolphins in the summer, so that's the team that we'll get good and angry with. But he was asked, how do you decide as you go into these practices through this evolving, quote, competition, just who gets the starting reps?
It's rep to rep, honestly. I mean, it's rack to rack is really kind of what we talk about is, hey, getting guys in with the ones in the first rack and then slide them in with the twos with the next rack and trying to give guys opportunities without, like I said, knowing they're not truly getting judged and graded on the, competition right now. It is. We always want to compete in everything that we're doing, but ultimately it's about trying to create that continuity at times within the system, within the offense and defense and the calls. So there's really no hey, these are the starters that are going to be out there first game against Carolina. Do you have some ideas? Sure, but ultimately there is a lot of competition that will occur, especially throughout this offseason and as we get into training camp.
E.T., real quick.
Sir?
Or maybe we'll actually, you ready to make another note for me?
Yep.
How many guys are you absolutely comfortable with as starters on this football? You would say today, yes, they'll be starting September blank.
Let's see.
Right. And again, let's kick this around with Hicken.
Yeah.
When he gets here a little bit later this morning. But let's note that away. And let how many truly and I mean, if there's a chance. Right? I mean, do you put the tackles in that? I don't know if I'm willing to do that or not. We'll see. But, how many, to his point, look, we have an idea. Certainly there are guys are starters on day one. Don't get me wrong. And it better be way more than half. But how many, as it speaks to competition and starter reps, how many are actually, do we feel up for grabs? Close to 50-50. This could go, or 33-33-33. This could go either way. I tell you what, there are worse situations to take over as offensive coordinator than that of newbie Grant Udinski. I'll remind you, 29 years old. 29-year-old offensive coordinator Grant Udinski steps into an offense where Liam Cohen has proven that the system produces. That's what happened in Tampa last year. He has a quarterback who certainly had his successful moments in the NFL. He has a wide receiver tandem that already people are talking about as, potentially one of the best in the league. Counting on Travis Hunter's impact there. He's got a stable of running backs. Let's hope they're healthy and still productive. It's natural to worry about ETN. He's just steadily gone down in production and explosiveness. But what a great spot to be in for Udinski, especially with this wide receiver group he gets. Just, starting at the top with Brian Thomas Jr. He was asked yesterday just how special those receivers can be.
It's probably too early to say right now how special it can be or where that metric is to measure that truly, but I know that that'll be a weapon for those guys individually and for us as a unit to do the things that we want to implement from a scheme standpoint or from a individual attacking routes, building route trees, those types of aspects for those guys.
All right, let's not forget where he comes from. The man will know a thing or two about what star receivers look like, having come from the Minnesota Vikings. All right, let's get one from the defensive side. And my response to this from Tyson Campbell would be, man, I love you. You better be right.
Of course not. I feel like, the sky's the limit for me. I'm just scratching the surface of my potential. And I'm just, me being on the field is what's going to allow me to reach my potential. So that's my focus.
Yeah. I mean, again, we'll see. We have a lot of players on this team, including the quarterback, that seem to have played their best football a couple years ago. Seemed natural to assume that once you start to play your best football, that track continues through it all. On this team, those two are kind of symbolic, Trevor and Campbell, kind of similar. Similar in their splash, their injury concerns, that being a part of production issues. So anyway, there's that. All right, we'll table the football fix for now. We'll do that a little bit later this morning. We got brunch with a tour coming up today and more on a Catlin Truck Accessories Tuesday. You're listening to The Drill.
Sometimes you make bad decisions.
Thompson, what's the charge? Disturbing the peace.
And sometimes you make good decisions.
It says here we should work in teams. Who wants to be my spotter?
1010XL. When you want to make a good decision.
I'm Frank Frangie with the Nimnik Nugget. I'm glad Pete Rose is going into the Hall of Fame. But shame on Rob Manfred and Major League Baseball for waiting till after he died to do it. All you had to do it was 2 years ago, and he'd had a year to enjoy it. Instead, we all enjoy it. We shake our heads. When I saw today that he's going to get in, I don't know if I was happy or sad. I'm Frank Frangie for the Nimnick family of dealerships.
Frank Frangie here. May is Military Appreciation Month, and Nimnick Buick GMC proudly salutes the brave men and women who serve and have served our country. As a thank you, we're offering an additional $500 off select new Buick and GMCs, and every vehicle purchased at Nimnick supports K9s for Warriors. Nimnick thanks you for your service and your sacrifice. Shop 24/7 online at NimnickBuickGMC.com. Value your trade and customize your payment options in seconds. Visit the showroom off Phillips Highway. GMC, we are professional grade.
The Drill. From the DivorceMenOnly.com studios.
Checkmate Coatings. Your floor's missing piece. Premium flooring. Take our advice. Home business, affordable price. Driveways, pool decks, garage doors, beautiful patios, and more to explore. Checkmate Coatings. Your floor's missing piece.
The flagship station of the Jacksonville Jaguars. WJXL AM Jacksonville Beach. WJXL FM Jacksonville Beach.
Chelsea here from Renewal by Anderson. Before you invite family and friends over for summer fun, treat yourself and your home to new windows and doors from Renewal by Anderson. Renewal by Anderson has a great deal to get you started. We're excited to offer our Window of Opportunity Savings Event. Buy 2 windows or patio doors and get the third 60% off. Plus 0 down, 0 payments, and 0 interest for 12 months. Restrictions apply. Visit bestwindowsflorida.com to schedule your free consultation today. License number CGC 1527613.
A chipped windshield can turn into a big problem fast. Lauren Brooks here. Trust Novus Glass of Jacksonville for expert repair and replacement. Call 904-289-2905 for Novus Glass in Orange Park. 904-289-2905.
When it comes to towing products, your safety is the priority at Cannons of Jacksonville. Cannons has decades of experience to ensure your towing setup is installed with precision and reliability. Visit cannonsofjacks.com, your trusted partner for a smoother tow.
Need fresh and flavorful lunch? Chicken Salad Chick has scratch-made Southern-style chicken salad in every bite. It's quick and delicious, so why wait? Come taste the best chicken salad today at Town Center, Durbin Park, or Butler Point at Chicken Salad Chick.
When it comes to your utility bill, JEA wants to help you use less so you can save more. We offer a variety of free programs, like efficiency and irrigation assessments that'll teach you ways to conserve energy and water around your home. Our alerts will let you know when your utility usage has reached a set amount, and our rebates can help you save when upgrading to more efficient appliances and equipment. Find even more ways to save at JEA.com.
Get this. Joey and me were supposed to go to this concert next week, right? But then something terrible happened. Joey was driving without a seatbelt. But he didn't wreck. No, he got pulled over. Now Joey has to pay for a seatbelt ticket instead of a concert ticket, and I have to go by myself. How lame is that? So Joey, if you're out there, you're an idiot. Wear your seatbelt or you'll get a ticket.
All across the country, cops are cracking down. Click it or ticket, day and night.
Funded by the Florida Department of Transportation.
This is Molly McDonald with your 1010XL Southeast Orthopedic Specialist Local Sports Update, brought to you by Duck Duck Rooter Septic Plumbing and Air Conditioning. The 15th ranked Florida Gators baseball team carries the SEC's longest series winning streak at 6, headed into the first round of the SEC tournament as the 10th seed, taking on the 15th seeded South Carolina Gamecocks today at the Hoover Metropolitan Stadium. Having already swept the Gamecocks this season, the Gators will look to do that again, putting themselves in the NCAA regional host discussion. Gators starting pitcher today will be right-handed pitcher Billy Barlow. First pitch tonight at 5:30. Hear the game live on 10:10 a.m. After a series loss to the Norfolk Tides, the Jacksonville Jumbo Shrimp will return home to Jacksonville to take on the Memphis Redbirds here at the VyStar Ballpark in a 6-game series, with the first game starting tonight at 7:05. It's 75 degrees at 6:56. Time and temp brought to you by Bueller Air and Plumbing. Stay cooler with Bueller.
1010XL is presented by Farrah & Farrah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Protecting you and your family. Call 396-5555. Jacksonville. Ladies and gents, please put your hands together as Dan Hicken enters the studio.
Bone Crusher. All right?
No!
Hey.
It's the Hot Boys. This is Juvenile. Juvie.
Call him Juvie. Little Juvie.
Can you do me a favor, please, and play Bone Crusher one morning?
I know, right?
So we can get it right one.
I was saving that for a big win during the season.
First things first, I want to get the blood money out of the way. I'm a lot of things. I have a lot of flaws. Greed isn't one of them, and I'm not a Welcher. Who is the Welch, by the way? Who started that? How would you like to be dubbed that?
Original Welcher?
Yeah, if you Welch on a bet. It's like some dude. I'm assuming
Bruce Welch.
Yeah, some dude in Scotland.
Timmy Welch
didn't pay off his bet. He
That's
Welched him.
Welcher.
You got Welched, huh?
Hold on.
So yeah, here's your 25. It's the last and only time I'll bet against Scotty Scheffler ever again.
At
this time. Again, I do think it's a safe bet. I was thinking this, Hick. If you took a $25 bet, this is the unfortunate part for me. And I'm not lucky. I don't win raffles or drawings or win. The math doesn't work my way if I'm a favorite, in those types of things.
All right.
But if you faded Scotty Scheffler, in fairness, as great as he is, if you've played the field against Scheffler in every tournament he played in, you'd win a lot of money.
Yeah.
He doesn't win half his tournaments.
No.
But he won this one.
Yeah.
And what I will term the forgettable bet because I literally forgot.
Scotty and
Which
Rory.
alarms me.
It was Scotty and Rory.
Oh, it was both of them.
Yeah.
Okay, I gave you both.
Yeah. It was Scotty and
I was
Rory
half right
versus
then.
the field.
Okay.
So
yeah. I think that started as we take Scotty and Rory against the field and started as a mild opinion, ultimately, because it involved me, ratcheted up to, I at least avoided the wheel spin. Thank God. I'd pay 25.
You said that.
I did, right off
We
the
said
CE. Yeah, that's in my soul now. First thing I said.
We said that right off the rip.
Yeah.
This ain't about a wheel spin.
Yeah. All right.
And we said, yeah.
All right, good. I've come over to your side a little bit on the whole Rory thing. I was compelled by those inside the golf world and their opinion on it. You're not doing a disservice to, a fan or an owner or a teammate, but you are to the world of golf. And every other sport sends their players out there to explain themselves.
I like,
so
me,
you're right.
I really
They're
like
going to make it a rule. They're going to make it a rule.
Yeah,
they are. And they should.
It was weak.
Yeah, it comes across as weak. And Morikawa comes across as weak as well. If Bryson DeChambeau can go there and be insightful into what went wrong, people want to know. It's good it's good for the game. Even if you don't feel great right now, it's good. People want to get inside your head after watching you.
I did a lot of interviews yesterday after the GooGan.
Yeah, did you?
Yeah. People wanted to
Was
know.
it rough for you or was it okay?
I mean, there are good moments, there are bad moments.
All right,
That's
I
the
got
GooGan,
you.
I
hear you.
I had to carry,
Sure, anybody take their shirt off?
It was disappointing, no.
Yeah. I didn't make the announcements. That's on me. I went up to the truck.
Yeah.
I came back down, and Jacko had wrapped it up, and I didn't feel like making a spectacle of myself.
But it was the shirt taking off group.
It was
for
hot.
Sure.
Yeah, and it was hot, too.
When the sun got through, when the haze was on and the sun was hiding, it was okay.
Yeah.
It's going to be like that today, too, by the way.
It's going to be like that for the next 3 months, by the way.
Well, it is, but
especially
today's
Friday,
like 97.
Friday looks nice. It's like low 80s, high 50s for the low. It's like one last little, that feels good.
Yeah. But yeah, it's.
I
was talking to the chief about this last night. I said, and I can't remember the answer, so I should have wrote them down. But I was talking about 90-degree plus days. I go from here on out. I go till like mid-October, and he goes, "Yes, there's some percentage, but it's a high percentage."
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
And the problem is, like you played the home course the same day I did one day last week, and you commented how hot it was for you guys. We never felt any heat that day. We went off about an hour and a half before you, but don't get me wrong, it was warm, but I was shocked when I got in my truck and it said 96 degrees, so I'm only assuming it probably wasn't as humid that day as it's going to be. That's what's coming.
Yeah.
It's at 92 degrees and the humidity. I mean, you walk outside and you sweat.
Appreciate all the folks who came out. It's a fun day.
Sure,
fun time out there, and the
the
food was great.
The staff here hustles so much to put this thing on, and so
E was terrific with. I had some really good lines with E that I can't repeat here. Maybe in the nasty I will. But, top of my head, I impressed the boys.
Sure.
That was good. That was good.
There's no surprise where he ended up calling home for the afternoon. That's all I said.
Well, I have a picture of that.
Yeah.
I forgot to post that, E.
Yeah, I was looking
I didn't
for
want
it.
to get you in
Who won the
trouble.
Bernie Grill in your group?
It's
on the chip
we
off.
won a gift certificate.
Oh, y'all were good.
They beat y'all.
Yeah. E beat us, and then
or one of the chipper girls,
Natalie or Natasha.
It would be Michelle, Olivia, or Nadia.
Nadia got us. Yeah.
You and me both, friend.
But anyway, so that was fun. And Charlton hit the ball as well as I've seen him hit it in years.
Well, good for him.
Yeah, it was
I saw
terrific.
him on the way out. I got to meet 5.0.
Oh, she there?
Yeah. I mean, it was through a car window, but nonetheless, that was nice to
5.0
see.
is terrific.
Oh, awesome. I called her the saint that she was. We dropped the line that we all drop on our friends' wives and move along.
All right, so this strikes me about the Jags, and as we try to glean information from running around on the grass, it's almost like there's good and there's bad, and yesterday I told E in the break, I go, well, you can't go 12-5 if you're fumbling and you're not in pads.
Oh, dear.
That's probably not.
And your quarterback's throwing picks. 12-5's not looking good, E. So, but then
That's that hot take overreaction we make fun of.
Right. But then in fairness, like I've even read this, and this wasn't from yesterday. This was from the rookie minicamp.
Okay.
Travis Hunter, overrated. He can't run routes. And he saw this too. And so it's not just one site. It's like,
it's all over.
You get video and look it up. So there's a play where Travis Hunter stumbles.
Mm-hmm.
He can't run routes. The coaching staff lauded him because he got back on point and made the catch. So it just depends on
Travis Hunter's a playmaker.
Beauty's in the eye of the beholder.
Whatever armchair quarterbacks and armchair evaluators and armchair bleacher reporters are saying that Travis Hunter, quote, can't run routes.
Yeah.
That's the most dumbass thing that I'll hear the rest of the football season.
Wow.
Nate, you're not just saying he didn't run routes or he needs to get better at running routes. You're saying, quote, Travis Hunter can't run routes.
Yeah.
You're an idiot.
Oh, dear.
That's the most idiotic thing. He just won the Heisman Trophy. I imagine he ran a route or two.
Yeah.
Just a guess.
Yeah. Well, anyway, it just struck me.
There's a pessimism within our fan base, which is well earned.
Well, it's not just
well
us.
earned.
Yeah, but it's not just us. I'll go back to J.J. McCarthy last year. I'll go to Shedeur Sanders this year. I've read both. He's the best quarterback on the roster. He has a noodle arm. You read and see for yourself. Like I said, I remember a guy recently said, look at this throw, 81 yards. What 81 yards? It's 40 yards. I don't know what you're talking about. So it's just, I don't know, man. It's just fascinating how everybody has their own.
Again, to each his own. And by the way, it can be a fun ride for you to live and die with every OTA camp. God bless you. Knock yourself out.
Yeah.
For me,
Yeah.
I'm not going to take anything from when the Dolphins push you around in the summer workout, or when so-and-so flashes in camp, or when so-and-so in the exhibition game finishes this way or that way.
Mm-hmm.
Talk to me in September when we're playing football games that matter with game plans and execution and points. That's all.
But you have to have observations.
For sure. Again, and I'm not denying them. I'm not closing up shop until then, but I'm not going to take too much from a missed kick in the 50 and over drill.
Yeah.
That's all.
All right. Well, yeah, it's let me get the Dream Finders Homes poll question because it's based on the Jaguars. We call that up, brought to you by our friends at Dreamfinders Homes, the official home builder of the Jacksonville Jaguars, the Gators, and the PGA Tour. And by the way, you can get an amazing 4.99% fixed interest rate at 15 different locations throughout Jacksonville.
15 different locations throughout Jacksonville.
Thank you.
Are Mets fans turning on Soto? Is this a New York media inflamed story? It's interesting to me. Where do you stand as a Mets fan on Soto?
I'll get to that.
Okay, good.
I just said we're doing the Dreamfinders poll question.
I'm an idiot. I was reading the.
Oh.
My bad. A couple have asked me on the text line, and I noted it myself. I'm sorry.
Yeah. No, it's a good topic, but it's worth
well, that
discussing.
was terrible to interrupt right in the middle of it, though. That should be like another. Do I have another $5?
Don't do it. Don't do it because I'll take it.
Yeah. Sure
Yeah. He said he'd give me $5.
You know what I remembered as I was going to my wallet to pull out the 25?
Uh-huh.
The 25 extra I'm going to order here with something else we need to get scheduled pretty soon.
What's that?
Football Fix ring a bell?
Football Fix?
I mean the Friday 5-pack.
Oh, yeah. I'm ready.
I know you are. I'm not saying that you aren't, but I just thought to myself, that's going to be can I get a triple, please? I'll have a triple.
Extra appetizer.
Yeah, there we go.
Dreamfinders Homes poll question of the day. What do you think the Jags' divisional record will be in the very mediocre AFC South, which is fact? I mean, the AFC South stinks.
I like it. Sure. Last year, weren't we 4-2? 3-3. 3-3.
Yeah, because we lost 2 to the Texans and 1 to the Colts.
That's right.
Perfect 6-0. Split with the Texans 5-1. 4-2. You win all the home games. 3-3 or worse is your last option. 3-3 or worse. 4-2 win home games. Split with the Texans 5-1. Perfect 6-0.
I think sometimes your own answer is what you think will be the most common answer.
Uh-huh.
I think the most common answer, and it's the one that I would go with, would be 4-2.
Okay, yeah. E, what say you?
5-1 split with the Texans.
You need that, E.
That's a
hey,
dub.
you really need 6-0.
By the way, he had it. If you go back to this is where it gets interesting. Because if we go back to 12-5, they beat them Texans twice.
Yeah.
You know who they lost to?
The Titans.
They lost to the Titans in the finale.
I didn't have that option.
Yeah.
We lost to the Titans because we're sitting down our starters, baby.
E, are you gonna ride or die with this 12-5? Like you have the option. No, we're just heading into the summer. You have the option to, bring that back.
Listen to
a
me.
little
Here's
bit.
what we should say as the OGs of the program. That's your schedule came out. Bright-eyed, bushy-tailed prediction. You can certainly change. Well, like when we get.
But I
time to
also don't want.
I'm not going to
change it
move
because Hick and berate
Right.
him.
Oh,
Hick and
yeah,
lean
no,
on
for
him.
sure, for sure.
I'm not. I don't care.
Yeah.
I have the right to reserve. I have
Listen,
the right to
Tony
change my mind.
Absolutely.
Tony Baselli with a straight face once predicted 15-1 for a miserable, probably went 5-11 football
Probably.
team.
Ugh.
Yeah, the Sunshine Pump, Zippity Doodah back in the day. Those were good times.
But anyway, right now, 4-2 win the home games, 54%.
Yeah, there you go. I think that's the common. And I think that's what they'll do.
Yeah,
I don't know if it'll mean. I don't know if it means win the home games, but I think they'll go 4-2.
3-3 or worse, 26.2.
That makes sense too. That'd be my
Split
second.
with the Texans, 11%. Perfect 6-0, 8.5.
Yeah, I'm down with that. There's no way I could predict 5-1 or 6-0. I just not with the track record of this football team.
I would implore you to go to dreamfindershomes.com for all your home building information, especially you first-time homeowners. Tell them Dreamfinders Danny sent you. All right, on to the Soto thing. Here's what annoys me about it, and then here's some truths to it. And again, trust me on this one. I keep it real. All right.
I will. I better be able to trust you.
When New York people, and everybody in New York is either a Yankee fan or a Met fan. Yankee fans had Juan Soto for 8 months, and as someone said, you thought he was in a foxhole with those guys. He played ball with them for 8 months, and they can't get over it. So first things first, Yankee fans, take your L, shut up, don't worry about our team, enjoy your successes. We beat your ass last year 4 straight.
Ow.
Okay? And nobody said anything, okay? You win 2 out of 3 in a very important series for you guys at the stadium, and all of a sudden, every trouble. Soto only got 1 hit, blah, blah, blah. All right.
Can I stop you 1 second?
Mm-hmm.
Is the New York media in general, are they pro or negative more one than the other? Are they more negative to both? Or
I think they're very mixed.
Are they okay?
But
do you feel like the New York media has a favorite between the two? Or are they pretty much they both get commended and they both get
from what I
torn
see
down?
and read, I'd say
pretty even.
I'd say lean to the Yankees, and rightfully
Yeah,
so.
sure.
They've earned it. They're a
Correct.
big brother.
Fair.
I also recognize that. It's not
Fair.
It's not stupid here. That's why when we beat the Yankees for Juan Soto, it's a great day for the Mets.
That's fair.
And
that's
how they
real.
can't understand
That's real
that is-
fandom. That's of course.
Ridiculous.
Right.
Okay, so with that said, they report that Juan Soto's not even traveling with the team. He's flying on his private plane.
Who is they? Just some parts of the media?
New York media.
Okay.
Jeff Passan has to come out and say that's just not true.
Well, why would they report that? How does it start?
And then
That's so
one guy
irresponsible.
reports it, and then Boomer will take it in the mornings, or he'll
Yeah.
read it, and nobody vet.
Yeah, I get it.
It's one thing if you say I hear.
Yeah. Okay.
When you report stuff like
I'd
that,
like to say we do that kind of thing sometimes, but it's usually we're saying so and so is saying.
And it's also sports talk radio
That's
to
right.
a point. But when you're reporting on it and certain, writing it and stuff, it has a little more. I don't know. Anyway, with all of that said, and if you look at the numbers, they're not great. They're not horrible. But there does seem to be, and I have never watched Juan Soto every day. This just might be who he is.
What I'm seeing with the Mets, to me, seems like what I've seen everywhere he's been. Not especially egregious, but not super engaged.
Where's the Soto shuffle? Where's
Okay.
I can't answer
Maybe
that.
grow out of some of those things, by the way.
Yeah, I don't know. Again, I listen to what my guys tell me, and but he's not. When you're making that kind of money, they want you to.
Sure.
And I get it. Like my son
It's not
goes,
like he's doing terror. He's not bombing, but he's not.
But
He's not giving you Ohtani.
And if you go back and look at Lindor, his first year with the Mets was not great.
But Soto's and the expectations for Soto are way higher than Lindor.
He's got to be an MVP candidate.
You got to be
every
a
year.
top. I mean, the thought is it's Ohtani, Acuna, and him, top three in the league.
Correct.
When healthy.
So anyway,
and Judge. I'm sorry, and Judge.
Yeah. Yeah. So anyway, that's kind of where it is. But overall, I think he's got to be better. He hasn't been better now, especially we're scuffling right now. We've lost 4 out of 5, and in the top 3 are three are not producing.
Well, what I saw too was that, like the latest iteration of is that the Mets are going to talk to him about not hustling. Did you see that headline this? I mean, because then when you start getting into that thing,
in fairness, that's the only thing that you can get him on as far as baseball, because
should they?
Yes.
Okay.
On Saturday night.
Didn't run out of...
No. On Saturday, he won the one game we won against the Yankees. He won it because he noticed nobody was paying attention to him, so he stole third. And then he scored on a sac fly. But on Sunday night, he hit sort of a check swing, looked like it was going through, and he jogged out of the box. And then the second baseman made a nice play on it, turned and whipped and got him out. You got to be running.
100%.
And he knows that.
Yeah.
And it happens.
Well, my guy
Murph will
does
tell
that.
you. Yeah, Murph will tell you.
That's Acuna's.
They all do.
Bugaboo.
But when it's Juan Soto, it's magnified.
Well, for sure.
And so I get it. It's fine. But the Yankee thing is just enough, dude.
Yeah. I was thinking more in line of the whole hustle thing, and that's
now,
right. I said the same thing with Acuna.
And the Yankees,
it is what it is.
The Yankees are going to refer all year to Plan B and Plan B and Plan B, and that's fine. But you wanted Soto too. It's not like you didn't want him and let him leave.
Sure.
So.
At the end of the day, the only one that wins this argument is the one that wins the World Series. The Yankees couldn't with Soto.
Yeah.
Can the Mets get out of the National League with him? It'll be hard.
And the lasting memory for Yankee fans is Juan Soto hitting a home run to put them into the World Series. So
that's right.
Right? So
Yeah.
that's the joy and that obviously is a great thing.
It feels a third of the way into the season that the National League is significantly better than the American League, that there are 5 or 6 teams in the National League. When the Atlanta Braves, still without Strider and Acuna, aren't even in the wild card at this point of the season.
Yeah.
And you look in the American League, it just seems like it's the Yankees and the Orioles have gotten so bad they fired their manager. I feel for that guy. They made him tank through everything. You have one bad stretch and you fire him.
Well, he got screwed. He's not the guy.
They got no arms.
He didn't construct the roster.
Right. They let Burns go. Just go, man.
Yeah,
It's like they tanked. They got it. They gave it like 2 years of trying. Oh, we'll just go back to the young guys and not spend any money.
They thought they were going to be the Astros.
Yeah.
They drafted all those dudes at the top.
Yeah.
And those dudes aren't performing either.
No, so then no. And they at times looked like they were gonna.
Yeah.
That makes it more frustrating.
Yeah, all those dudes. The only one is Gunner, right?
Right.
He's the all-star.
But so the Orioles look like they were up and coming. The Red Sox are what they are, and I know they beat the Mets last night, but they're okay. They don't have enough pitching. that Central's never going to scare you. I don't care if it's Kansas City up and coming. I don't care if it's Detroit. You don't feel like they're winning the World Series, those teams. Maybe they will. I don't know.
Those teams are pretty good.
I guess the Astros, and I guess it's so Astros, Rangers at full health would be the scariest. Astros because of their track record, and Rangers probably talent-wise, if everyone's healthy, are they the best in the American League? If they're healthy.
Who?
The Rangers. Talent-wise. Like player to player with the Yankees.
DeGrom is,
yeah, that's what I mean.
Well. Yeah,
you got to have him as one in your rotation for sure.
Yeah, yeah.
Did Fried win that game against you guys the other night, or did he left the game? Did he get the decision? I know the Yankees won that game.
No, it's 2-2.
Okay.
Yeah, it was 2-2. All right. Well, we're just warming up. We got a lot to do. By the way, the back page of speaking of the back page in New York today is Juan Slow-Mo.
There you go. There you go.
That's pretty good.
That's what they do. I mean. That's that part's okay. That's New York. So we got a lot to do today. Busy day.
We got brunch with a tour later.
Okay.
It's a Cal and Truck Accessories Tuesday. We still have the football fix. We're going to drop down a little bit later with some news notes around there. We're going to digest some Jags camp and some observations here from day one of the OTAs. I would rather and all of the happenings and goings on and some of the chatter that's coming out down there.
Jeff, you also had a question too. You wanted to know about
we'll get into that a little bit later this morning as well. And that's I heard Liam. I'll set it up this way. I heard Liam Cohen talk about we've heard him talk about competition the entire time, and what does that mean exactly? And so he was asked about, well, how do you determine who gets starting reps? And then he went through what is natural. Right now, look, we're still trying to figure it out. We have an idea for sure on some that are starters, which made me think, who are the guaranteed starters on this team? Okay. On the 22. So we'll get into that a little bit later this morning as well. It's Cal and Truck Accessories Tuesday. You're listening to 1010XL on 92.5 FM.
Downtime with Dan is serviced by the local family-owned company for home comfort and your statewide mechanical partner for the biggest projects, Lloyd's Heating and Air.
Tush push, yay or nay. The NFL owners set to vote on that. They're also voting, by the way, on the playoff reseeding, which seems to make sense. But if I was Shad Khan, I'd vote against it, because if I can win the AFC South and host a playoff game, I'm just doing it for this year. Maybe down the road, yeah. But right now, I'd rather not reseed. I'd rather the divisional champion Jacksonville Jaguars get a home playoff game if they slide in at 9-8. I'm sorry. That's the way I would go. That's a financial boon to any owner. But anyway, back to the tush push for just a second. And, what do you think? Should it pass? Should they outlaw it? I don't know. I mean, they're going to, but here's what they're going to do. The ones who want it banned are going to play on the health issues. They're going to play on they're going to bring in the doctors. They're going to bring in these people to say it's a dangerous play. So in the end, we shall see what happens. It's certainly a beneficial play to the Eagles.
The Drill.
From the DivorceMenOnly.com studios.
Feel the roar of the Jaguars.
It's Duval right now, man. DTWD Duval till we die.
On the home of the Jaguars. 1010XL. 92.5 FM.
As a contractor, finding reliable subcontractors is key to project success. Prosser here. Guys, that's where Lloyd's Heating and Air shines. Not just your mechanical HVAC experts, but your partner, understanding every facet of construction to keep your project on track. Lloyd's will spot issues early before they cause delays. If you're a contractor with a need for reliability, visit LloydsHeatingandAir.com. Lloyd's Heating and Air, keeping you comfortable in every season.
Hey, gang, Hickett here from my friends at Beaches Dermatology. You've heard me talk about Beaches Dermatology. You know I'm a big fan of Beaches Dermatology. Dr. Boudreaux, Dr. Metz, Dr. Fader with the Mohs surgery. May is Skin Cancer and Melanoma Awareness Month, man, and it's an important time, right? We were out there at the GooGan yesterday. It was hot. It was hot, and the oven is on, so got to protect that skin. I did. I had my hat on. I sunscreened up big time yesterday, man, when we played, and you should as well if you're going to be out there for a lengthy period of time. If you're working out there, just be careful, man, because that's what they want you to know. Great staff over there. I go to Solano Road. Shout out to all the folks over there. Terrific job. Listen, if something does show up, though, go get it checked out. Don't wait. Make an appointment. Best way to do it, beachesdermatology.com. That's beachesdermatology.com. They have a bunch of different locations to help you out, and they will take great care of you. I promise. Check them out at beachesdermatology.com.
Hi, this
this is Dale Murray with Murray Automotive Group in Stark and Kingsland. Save yourself from those big city dealers and their fast-talking flim-flam tactics. No matter what your automotive need is, we've got you covered. Ford, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, and nobody beats our prices, and I mean nobody. Shazam! Plus our exclusive 15-year, 150,000-mile warranty included on every qualified vehicle. And we'll trade anything from AirPods to fishing rods. Compare our prices online at ShazamAuto.com. Then come see me, Dale Murray. I'll be waiting for you. Shazam!
Hey, don't buy a diamond at one of those big box corporate jewelers in the town center until you see what Beard's Diamonds can offer. Hicken here. Beard's Diamonds will give you a better price on a better quality diamond. Beards, they're not beholden to Wall Street. They are beholden to the people of Jacksonville. Why? Because they're the only locally owned jeweler in the town center. Yes, Beards has the best diamond selection in the region. No middleman prices on hand-picked diamonds, all shapes, all sizes. They also have the top bridal designers like Tacori and Viraggio. And here's something else. Unlike the others, Beards doesn't have commissioned salespeople. Their experts get paid whether you buy something or not. So no pressure, ever. Their associates are diamond experts. They'll teach you how to buy a diamond the smart way. We're really lucky to have Beards here as a refreshing alternative. You get it all. No compromises, highest quality, personal service, no middleman pricing, and unbeatable guarantees. Beards Diamonds, the only locally owned jeweler. They're at the St. John's Town Center.
Are you thinking about a pool for your home? Blue Haven Pools is Jacksonville's largest pool builder. They've built pools for over 20,000 satisfied families since 2000. It's never been easier to design the perfect pool for your home, family, and budget. Call Blue Haven Pools today at 904-620-0090 to get a free in-home estimate for your in-ground pool, or visit bluehaven.com. Don't let another summer pass by without a pool. Join thousands of happy Jacksonville pool owners in a Blue Haven pool.
Hacker here with an opportunity. Drop 40 pounds by the 4th. You can do it. I dropped my first 40 in 6 weeks. Hayes did it, Dempsey, Ballou, and thousands of others have done it. 40 by the 4th with Awaken180weightloss.com.
Gang, it's one of life's most important decisions. If you're 18 years or older, you just got married, you just got divorced, you have children, you likely want to take care of your family. Of course you do. That's why I'm here to tell you about Matt Hinson and the Hinson Law Firm. I'm not the attorney, Matty is, but we both want to know, have you done your last will? Man, Dan, why you bring that up? That's depressing. No, it's not. Something you got to take care of, something you want to do because you work hard for your money. You want to get the money to the people that you choose. Planning also helps minimize income, gift, and estate taxes as well, right? You want to have as much money as you can for your loved ones. Matt Hinson will listen. He'll help you with your decisions. He'll provide you info needed so you're at ease with your choice. It's the Hinson Law Firm. Real easy to get a hold of Maddie. 527-1700, 904-527-1700. Office in Jacksonville, Florida. Gang, don't let the state decide your fate.
The best teal-colored coverage includes Mia's Quick Hits.
Get the latest news from inside the building and around the league. I'm Mia O'Brien, 1010XL's NFL Insider.
Driven by Arlington Toyota. Available on the video and social channels of 1010XL.
I'm here with Danny Van Sickle, Director of the Electrical Training Alliance. Danny, tell me about your program.
Hey, Rick. We're a 4-year electrical apprenticeship. Our students start out making over $40,000 a year, and right now make over $90,000 a year, including benefits. There is no tuition or student debt. You just have to apply and get accepted.
Did you say no tuition and no student debt?
You heard that right, Rick. Once you're accepted to the program, the only cost are the books and the course fees. About $800 a year.
That sounds like an amazing opportunity. How can I learn more?
Just go to etajax.org and you can apply there.
Apply by November 6th.
It's not too late for a deep spring cleaning on your home. Give my friends at Zero Res a call. Mayhem. 3-room special starting at $149, plus the 4th room is free. Visit ZeroResJacksonville.com and tell them 1010XL sent you.
Jumbo Shrimp Baseball is home this week at the newly renovated 5-Star Ballpark. The Jumbo Shrimp take on the AAA St. Louis Cardinals. Her in the park tonight, followed by Wear It Home Wednesday t-shirt giveaway, presented by Renewal by Anderson and Better Health. Baseball all weekend. Tickets start at just $5. JackShrimp.com for tickets. Jumbo Shrimp Baseball, affordable, family fun.
Skilled trade jobs are booming. So begin your high-pay, high-demand career today through the Northeast Florida Builders Association. Their apprenticeship program provides paid training in some of the most highly sought-after skilled trades. Get paid while you train full-time in carpentry, electrical, HVAC, or plumbing. Plus, earn a 10% raise every year, and the classes are 100% tuition-free. Start your new career today and apply this week at nefpaapprenticeship.org.
1010XL is presented by Farah & Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Protecting you and your family. Call 396-5555. Jacksonville. Now, the 10-minute drill.
This is a big one.
On 1010XL.
Let's go, let's go, let's go.
Pitching in is
that
what
helps
we
the
do.
score.
Oh, yeah.
Like I said, Dan was asking what we shoot yesterday. We played a shambles where everyone hits their tee shot and then you play your own ball in from there.
Yeah.
And I shot like 70 or 71, which sounds great, except for the fact I specifically know of 2 holes that I made a birdie playing our best drive.
Right.
That my drive went out of play.
Right.
So that 70 or 71 immediately is a 75, assuming everything else went according to plan. So you can't take much from your individual scores in that, but it was a good time. It was fun. And
yeah, well,
shirt stayed on in our group. I don't know about across the course.
Yeah. This is interesting. How would you like this to happen in baseball or the NFL and maybe it never happens. I don't know. NHL teams who finish the regular season with the overall ranking of first, second, third, fourth, 6, 7, 8 are all out.
So
we're in the final 4.
In the top 8 point scorers.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
So it seems like that happens in hockey. Usually there's somebody who still sticks around.
One team.
I'm surprised that that's the case because there's some good, solid programs that are still around. I mean, Carolina and Florida have both been good, haven't they?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
And isn't is it who is it? Is it Dallas and Colorado? Who is it out west?
It's Edmonton.
Oh,
and
Edmonton
Dallas.
and Dallas. Those both have been successful the last few years. So that's surprising that of these, only one of those 4 cracked the top 8. That surprises me.
Hey, real quick, no pop quiz or anything, but just rattle off to me, start this year and go back and name the NBA champions, you 2 guys.
Okay.
So we have 4 left this year, point being one of them, the Knicks haven't won in 50-plus years.
It's going to be
The other ones
it's going to be a new champion.
have never won.
All right.
24, who won?
I know I can. I may mess up the years.
Uh-huh.
But I could get the champions. But so we're gonna have to grind here. I think on some of the years. So the year before
23,
the year before Boston, ET was
Denver.
No, it was Golden. Wasn't it?
Denver.
No, it was Denver. Yeah, Denver.
Very good.
Yeah.
22.
That was probably Golden State, wasn't it?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then
21.
That's probably Milwaukee.
Mm-hmm. 20.
That's the Lakers in the bubble.
Yeah, bubble.
19.
It's another. Oh, that's Kawhi and Toronto.
Toronto.
Right.
Yep. The shot.
All different champs.
Oh, so we get to stop. We got them right.
Yeah, that's it.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, it was just easy. I just thought.
And
that
then what was 18 was what? Is that LeBron with the Lakers?
No, that was 17.
No. LeBron got his in 20. That's it.
Yeah, he got one in 7. Didn't he get one in 17 too?
I mean, with Cleveland, the one that he won with Cleveland before he left. What year was that?
I thought, ain't that 17?
That wasn't 18?
18 was Golden State.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
They
So
swept
Golden State
Cleveland.
won 2, then they lost 1, and then they
Golden
won
State.
another one.
Yeah.
Is that right?
LeBron's with
4 years in a row, Cleveland and Golden State played. Golden State won 2,
Right.
LeBron won 1, and then Golden State won 1, LeBron left.
Golden State won in 15, LeBron won in 16, then Golden State won 17, 18.
Okay, all right.
You just had it back.
That order, I got you, yeah.
And then before that, you go back to the Spurs beating the Heat.
And they won a bunch.
Yeah.
The interesting thing, I said this to E, we didn't really get into that deep into the conversation. We say this, it's odd setup that the Western Conference Finals will start tonight when those boys play it on Sunday.
Yeah.
And you don't play till tomorrow, and no one's played since Friday.
Yeah.
But I will say this. It'll be a 7th straight different NBA champion as ET and I just aced. I'm not sure that's great for the league. I'm not sure how the league feels about it. The NBA, more than any other sport that we follow, Dan, in our lifetime, is based. Its nucleus is a dynasty.
Yeah.
If our whole life there's been a dynasty, it was the Celtics, it was the Lakers, and it was the Celtics, the Bulls, the Pistons, the Lakers, the Spurs, the Warriors.
Yeah.
It's always built more than an individual star. It's built around a dynasty. Now, if the star lines up with the dynasty, then you have that supernova that is Magic's Lakers and Birds Celtics and down the line. But 7 straight different champions tells you that is no longer the case.
Can I ask you a question?
Yeah.
What do these players have in common?
Okay.
Nick Claxton.
Okay.
Tobias Harris.
Okay.
Jonathan Isaac. Devin Vassell. Jordan Poole. Jeremy Grant. Emmanuel Quickley. R.J. Barrett, John Collins, Andrew Wiggins, DeAndre Ayton, Miles Bridges, C.J. McCollum, and Ben Simmons. What do those players
they have a lot in common.
Okay.
Are you looking for like what's one team they've all played for in the last 5 years? Or
No.
are you looking? You gave me a mixture of a lot of all first round draft picks.
That's good. Nick Claxton, Tobias Harris, Jonathan Isaac, Devin Vassell, Jordan Poole, Jeremy Grant, Emmanuel Quickly, R.J. Barrett, John Collins, Andrew Wiggins, DeAndre Ayton, Miles Bridges, C.J. McCollum, and Ben Simmons all make more than Jalen Brunson this year.
Oh, okay, well there you go. Yeah, I would have never gotten that. I would have needed a context clue.
I was definitely thinking someone money.
Well, there you go.
The NBA is chock full of money, and no team is prohibited with paying a max star from still filling in the rest of their roster. Jalen Brunson was a big misstep on his part, not taking that cash. Didn't hurt the team. The Knicks have as much money as they need. Every NBA team with stars just adds more. So, they need to do the right thing. Pay that man, Dan Hicken.
No, he's doing just fine. You'll like this.
Get a loan from Purdy.
This is for you as I give you some sports concepts and rationalizations here in the 10-minute drill. We have a prize pack to give away after this. And yesterday it was at Blockbuster. I don't know if it's the same one, but I might want to ask you to quickly say what we're handing out today.
Oh, it's another Blockbuster with a pair of tickets to see Styx and REO Speedwagon.
Welcome to the Grand Illusion.
Live at Daly's Place on June 2nd. Tickets on sale now at Ticketmasters.com, but one lucky winner will win a pair. Oh yeah, that's it.
I've seen both those groups at Daly's separate. And in fact, REO Speedwagon played in the worst ordering of appearances. They opened for Chicago, but I now see why organizers did it. If Chicago ever opened
Everybody
for
would've
anyone, by the time the main act shows up, everyone would have left. I hate Chicago with a passion.
You do
more than I dislike any other music band in history.
You hate Chicago.
I hate Chicago. If Chicago was playing music in my kitchen, I'd go out to eat for dinner. Hate them.
Yeah.
They're the worst. They're the most narcissistic, terrible band ever created. And the reason ET says Chicago comes to town, you go to hear their 58,000 hits, and they decide they're going to spend an hour and a half just ad-libbing, showing you what they can do on the horns. Bleep you, Chicago. Play something.
Oh, dear.
Yeah, we weren't the only ones to walk out of that one. The text line now is going to fill up with, Chicago sucks. You watch.
I know. I remember.
I can't get over it. I'm bitter.
Very bitter.
Yeah.
That's all right.
That'll happen. REO Speedwagon saved the evening, though. As the opener, they were terrific.
We all have things that we're bitter about. But this is, speaking of, Jason Shawver's a little bit bitter.
Shawver?
Yeah, Jason Shawver.
Okay.
Jason is the daddy of
Smith
Braves
Shawver?
pitcher A.J. Smith Shawver.
Okay, what's wrong?
Well, and it's okay, but I mean, so Jason.
He doesn't like the Smith in there?
He went to, and he didn't say that. He went to Twitter.
Oh, no.
He voices his pleasure.
I don't need my helicopter dads on Twitter.
And he's been saving this one, so he went and got him. So he posts 4 shots of A.J. Smith Shawver, one of your starting pitchers, who's, I guess, pitched very well.
Dude, he's red hot. 3 games.
8 innings, 1 hit. 6 innings, 2 hits.
0.64.
5 2/3, 5 hits.
0.64 ERA his last 3 starts.
Okay, yeah. So he's rolling.
He's our best pitcher right now.
And Jason Shawver said, parents, if this travel ball coach at Chris Birdsall 75 has evaluated your kid's talent like he has mine, get a second opinion.
Good for him.
So Chris Birdsall,
I'm actually okay with that.
back on October of 2024, tweeted out, won't ever be a major league pitcher. Mark my words, either wild or throws balls straight over the plate. That's what he said about A.J. Smith.
So hold on a second then. So he is just sniping somebody who trolled his son. That's not somebody who coached his kid.
No.
Oh, I was thinking as a travel ball coach, he said, you're not going to amount to anything. Go play soccer, kid. But no, this is just some guy weighing in because he's an expert.
Yeah, Chris.
Go get him. That's fair.
Birdsall is a
Where's
travel baseball coach, beverage merchandiser, United States traveler, been to all 50 states.
Well, good for you.
Yeah.
Do we know where he coaches travel ball? I'm saying, we don't know where he's from. Like here in Florida, he's like not out on the south side, is he?
I don't know. I hope.
Yeah.
If he is, it's the way it goes.
Yeah.
Don't worry about it. I say things all the time, Chris.
Well, I was going to say this, by the way, Mr. Shawver, that comes with the territory.
Yeah, just enjoy
that
it.
comes with the territory.
Enjoy the fact that your kid is
in
well.
a way, that was part of his enjoyment, to at least take note of one who was so emphatic in his, dismissal of his kid's abilities that he at least said, this guy didn't know what he's talking about.
All right, we got one more thing. It's I'm going to have to put you on it. It's driving me crazy, and I need to know the solution to the puzzle.
Okay.
It's a kids game in China. It's trending and driving people crazy. Have you seen it?
I have not.
I know you haven't.
What was it?
It's a puzzle.
Okay.
On the ground, it's a circle.
Okay.
With a line to the middle of the circle, then two lines, like a piece.
Okay. Like a peace sign?
Yeah. And the idea is you walk around it however you want to walk around it.
Oh, without breaking or
But you can't repeat
a line?
Like if you're walking to the middle, then the steps behind you can't go back.
Can't retrace. Right.
But you got to get the whole puzzle.
I got you.
And I'm watching all these kids try to do it.
Is anyone doing it?
No.
Is it possible? It's not a prank, is it?
I think it is possible.
Yeah.
I haven't looked
I'm
yet.
usually pretty good at that stuff, so you can do it with pen and paper.
Yes.
Right? You don't have to. So
Yeah.
basically,
So
you
draw the circle.
Yeah, you draw a circle and then
Straight down
you're
halfway and
doing
then
this.
2 out. That's it.
And the idea is once you start walking,
start
you
wherever
can't
you
repeat
want.
anything, but you got to fill everything in.
Yeah. Yeah, you can start wherever you want.
Yeah,
you point to where you're going to start.
I think the key to this puzzle before I start is that you better start in the middle. I think that's going to end up being the key. I could be wrong.
Okay.
But I don't think I don't think it's possible starting on the edge to not backtrack one of these lines.
Okay.
It may not be possible. Yeah, it is. You start here.
I'd like you to work on that during the break as you do that and get me an answer.
You think I could do it? What do y'all think?
I mean,
There's no hope. Are we doing it? Yes or no? Am I going to figure this out or not?
Of course
And
you're gonna figure it
I
out.
don't have a strong feeling. I feel 50-50.
He was valedictorian of his high school.
Yeah,
He
but
should
this
be able to
is
figure it out.
this is conceptual geometry, though.
It's
This
geometry, baby.
doesn't have anything to do with being valedictorian in English as a second language country.
Wait, you
I mean,
took-
I had a big head start. I was playing the green tees. I spoke English.
You
It
didn't
helped.
take geometry in high school,
Hey,
bro.
I got a C in honors geometry. All right. And I had the valedictorian of the high school sitting right next to me.
I do
okay?
think-
You know what I mean?
I made it run by Q by octahedron in high school. Geometry.
Yeah. So you go ahead and take care of that. And we'll tell you right now, 641-1010. Come kind, come
I'm
courteous.
already frustrated. It's only taking 30 seconds. Like my ideas towards a solution have already been smashed back. So I'm already
Googans, I need you to solve that
frustrated.
for me.
Yeah.
So I
Again,
don't want to
draw
work
a
that hard.
circle, put a peace sign,
and
then start your jaunt through that diagram without repeating, without doubling your line anywhere.
Yeah. So we'll do that and come back with more. 641-1010. Come kind, come courteous, come correct. E, welcome to the Grand Illusion. E, I want to keep on loving you. E, what do you got?
Pair of tickets to see Styx and Oreo Speedwagon live at Daly's Place on June 2nd. Tickets on sale now at Ticketmaster.com, but one lucky winner going to win a pair of tickets right now. Holla at your boy.
The Drill at the DivorceMenOnly.com studios. Perfect passes. Great pass. Thrilling moments. Did that just happen? Winning plays. Your radio home for play-by-play. 1010XL.
Just when you thought we couldn't bring you more, Keon Atlantic is here with a brand new store. We have the same great team to treat you well. With new savings during our grand opening sale. Keon Atlantic is here with the new store. Shop our best offers and largest selection yet. Save big during our grand opening sale. Is there something for everyone on our lot? You bet. If you're ready to experience something new, the all-new Keon Atlantic is ready for you. Your perfect ride is a visit away. Online at KeonAtlantic.com. Keon Atlantic, your coastal Kia connection.
It's Mike Dempsey, and now's the time to get your roof hurricane ready with Apex Roofing and Contracting of Jax Beach. Look, our rainy season is no joke, and if your roof's got damage, leaks, or it's just plain worn out, don't wait. Apex is local, dependable, and will show up on time using only premium materials with ironclad warranties. No shortcuts, no stress, just quality work you can trust. Skip the storm season scramble. Reach for the peak with Apex Roofing and Contracting in Jax Beach or visit apexroofingfl.com.
It's Work Zone Awareness Week, Florida. Every year, lives are lost in work zones because of speeding and distractions. When you see orange cones, remember, slow down, follow the signs, and stay focused. Workers are counting on you to get home safely, and so are their families. Let's work together to prevent crashes and save lives. A safety reminder from the Florida Department of Transportation. Slow your roll. Safety's the goal.
Jacksonville, you know a good defense wins games, and a good fence protects your home. Frank Frangie here. Coil Fencing has been around the block since 1927. Literally, they probably fenced it too. From tough chain link to sleek aluminum fences your HOA will love, Coil is the name to trust. Nearly a century strong and still standing tall. Call Coil today. You can trust them. Call 904-356-4821 or visit coiljacks.com. That's COYLE Jacks.com.
You know, spring season is selling season, and it's here if you're trying to sell your home. Now, if you have delayed selling it because you're worried about problems you'll have, or you just expect that you will, or perhaps it won't sell, you're dead wrong. Activity is up, rates are down. It's the best time in years to sell your home. Some homes are sitting on the market. Why? Hiring the experts who can maximize equity and minimize hassle. That's the key. Of those experts I'm recommending to sell your home are Chad and Sandy Newman. Maybe you want guaranteed no hassle home sale, or perhaps you're worried about market conditions, not being able to get what your home is worth. Think again. Chad and Sandy guarantee this: your home sold at an agreed upon price and deadline, or they will buy it. David and Heather were out in Orange Park. We wanted to move to Keystone, get closer to family, away from the city. Heard Chad and Sandy on the radio and called. What you hear is true. Got multiple offers, sold in 3 days, $15,000 above asking price. Go to ChadandSandy.com. That's ChadandSandy.com, or call them today at 904-414-6200.
Are you an experienced chiller technician and looking for a role where your skills are truly valued? It's time to make the move to Local 234, plumbers, pipe fitters, and HVAC technicians. You'll get top pay, comprehensive health and welfare benefits for your family, and a pension that doesn't come out of your pocket. Join the team that's got your back. Local 234, proud partner of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Visit UA234.com to send your resume today.
Equal opportunity employer.
Hey, certainly facing interesting economic times. The Dow is up, the Dow is down, the Dow is up, the Dow is up, the Dow is down, the Dow is down. What do these tariffs mean? I don't know. So I stay the course with my guys at ITP Partners because they have the experience, the expertise, and the knowledge to answer any and all of my questions, and they'll answer any and all of yours as well. Why? Because it's what they do, right? I have something I call Chris Bryant, Jeff Hartman, Reagan Wright, Dan Abel, Janice Cobb, Reed Wingate. They got all the answers, man. And they do a terrific job for us. They're ITP Partners, man, and they'll sit with you. They'll listen to you. They'll strategize with you. Your goals become their priority. It's a great time to get started, right? Anytime is a time to get started. Get started. Chris at ITPPartners.com or call 312-9751, 312-9751. They're ITP Partners, and they're my financial partners for life.
Discuss the beautiful game. The Coaches Show presented by Sporting Jacks. Cole Pepper, Sporting Jacks head of soccer Mark Warburton, and Sporting Jacks women's coach Stacey Baylor. Get an hour of soccer talk Tuesday evenings at 6 on 1010 a.m.
Brian and Angela Wall here with Window World. By now, everyone has heard about saving money on their energy bills. There are all sorts of things you can do to cut energy costs, but most people don't think about their windows.
But Window World knows that the biggest energy loss in almost every home is the windows. There is more energy loss from old builder-grade windows than just about anything else in your home.
You can upgrade your heating and air, your appliances. That's good too. But before you do all that, upgrade your windows to Window World's energy-efficient windows.
Window World's windows are easy to clean, energy efficient, and have the best guarantee in the business.
Window World's slogan is simply the best for less, and we mean it. You get great American-made windows, and you get to keep more of your money when you buy from Window World. Need any more reasons to buy your windows from Window World? Call them today and set up your free in-home estimate, or go online to windowworldneflorida.com.
Window World,
simply the best for less. Thank you for your business.
Window World also offers energy-efficient doors.
Hello, I'm attorney Malcolm Anthony. Being charged with domestic violence can turn your life upside down. If you're in trouble, call me, Malcolm Anthony, at 285-4LAW. That's 285-4LAW.
Mia here for my friends at Closets by Design. It's been a few months since they built my custom closet. Even my family is obsessed. And with Father's Day right around the corner, why not surprise Dad with his own custom garage workspace? Tool storage, workbenches, the whole works. Closets by Design creates custom solutions for every space, lifestyle, and budget. That includes Dad's. Call to schedule your free in-home consultation and receive 40% off plus an additional 15% off. Visit closetsbydesign.com.
It's your go-to for golf talk. The Edwin Watts Golf Hour.
All we need to do is develop the rest of your game. Then you'll be unstoppable, son.
Get local updates, gear reviews, and all things golf talk. Saturday mornings at 10 on 1010XL. 1010XL is presented by Farah and Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Protecting you and your family. Call 396-5555. Jacksonville.
right, let's clear up a couple things before you go crazy trying to solve the Peace Mercedes-Benz logo challenge. We asked Grok, and Grok told us it's impossible.
Yeah, it's impossible. So I feel like it's a win, ET. Very early, I said, you can't do that. You can't. The way this logo is set up, it's impossible to never lift your pin without retracing. It's
That's
just
the
impossible.
dub.
I found that out within 30 seconds. It presented as frustration.
Yes.
And then that emerged within the next 15 seconds into a realization, well, this is unsolvable. This is just those poor little Chinese kids.
Yeah, that's not right.
The teachers take them out in the field, make them march around a logo that's impossible to figure out.
Then they get hit. They get hit with a big soft block.
No, they're not hitting them.
Yes, they are.
Oh, with a soft block?
Yeah, in the game. That's what they
Are they
do.
literally giving them an unwinnable challenge and then hitting them?
I don't know enough about the video, but that's what I'm watching with
Wow.
my own eyes. Blue Ox,
That's a bit scary.
Blue Ox, who's an NFL expert, said Travis Hunter stumbles on his brakes and slow on the comeback. I'm not impressed. To which Des Bryant said, "Bruh,
Yeah,
it's BRUHE,
bruh."
Thank you, E. I promise Travis Hunter routes on air are meaningless. Watch him with the football in his hand.
No,
Thank you, Des.
here's beyond. This is where this just gets into the ridiculous. Do you really think that football evaluators across the board, after looking at every piece of tape that Travis Hunter has on film, every snap the dude's ever played, you don't think if he, quote, couldn't stumble or run routes, maybe he wouldn't be viewed as this unbelievable, undeniable talent?
Yeah.
Have you ever thought about that there, Blue Ox? Does that ever come into your tools of evaluation that maybe the 32 teams that evaluated and came to a consensus that he's a top prospect, and maybe they know a little more than you, Blue Ox. And so perhaps your film expertise on stumbling out of the blocks and, not timing your brakes are, quote, asinine. Maybe that's what the problem is.
This is tough for any team to go through, but I'll read you this one. You can tell me your thoughts about it. It's NCAA golf tournament. It's been going on. The women's championships are going on this week. Maybe the most gutted team headed home at the NCAA golf women's championship is Florida.
Okay.
The Gators qualified for nationals this year. The first team they'd done so since 2019.
First time the ladies have been to the nationals since 2019. That's a bit surprising.
During that drought, they had twice missed at regionals by a single shot.
Oof. And by the way it works, you have 5 girls go out and you combine all their 5, maybe it's 6 in college, and you combine all their scores, and that's your team score.
Fast forward to Friday, they opened an even part. La Costa tied for the third best round of the day.
This is nationals or regionals?
I'm
sorry.
This is, I think it's regionals, but we'll see. We'll read on.
Okay.
But then a bizarre mistake happened. Sophomore Paula Francisco, Florida's best player this season, finished warming up Saturday morning and then hopped in the player shuttle to the 10th tee, which is on the far end of the property. The van ride takes about 10 minutes and goes out of the resort 2 blocks north before dropping the players off near the 7th hole, which they must cross to get to the 10th tee. Now, NCAA rules state as long as players board the shuttle 20 minutes before their starting time, they will not be penalized if late.
Okay.
So
seems pretty clear.
Looks like she did that.
She was on 20 minutes before?
Looks like it.
Okay, well then...
Francisco boarded the shuttle in plenty of time.
Well, then protest.
There was just one problem. The Gators were teeing off on the first hole.
Oh, that's her fault.
Francisco was then rushed on a golf cart through the course and back to the first tee, which is a few hundred yards from the driving range.
Yeah, that's on you.
But she was late to her tee time.
Okay, so what does that mean? Do you get a penalty?
Luckily, she was within the 5-minute window, so she was penalized 2 shots instead of being DQ'd.
Okay.
She doubled the first hole with the penalty, carded 77, counting for the Gators, who shot 13 over in round 2.
70, she shot 7. Think about that. She started 4 over.
Yeah.
So she went 1 over the rest of the way.
2 saving graces. However, Florida ended up missing the 54-hole cut by 3 shots and not fewer. So
that 4 was the difference.
And the Gators have 8 freshmen, sophomores, and just 1 senior on this year's roster. The team will be back.
Yeah, that's a tough way to end the year.
It's a tough way to end.
And it's your best player who will probably now come back with a vengeance and rip everyone a new one next year.
So
Yeah, it's interesting. Yeah, so I'm coming around, and we'll maybe talk about this on Brushes or maybe one, but I'm coming around a little bit on the Rory deal. And just you have an obligation as the best in the world to be the spokesperson for the game, even at times where you don't feel like it.
Right.
And these guys can look, and the golfers more than anyone, you can look awful petulant when you guys are making an awful lot of money for playing the queen sport.
Yeah, not a good
You're not
look.
out there busting A. No one's punching you in the mouth.
Right.
You're not tearing ACLs. You guys got a lot of nerve, man. Every time you try and get people on your side, you turn around and you show your A with your entitled privilege nonsense.
I just had a hard time.
They just can't get away from the silver spoon, Dan. They just can't spit it out.
Well, ask Stewie about it, but I just had a hard time with a guy should be on top of the world.
And that
right
part
now.
is a different story to me.
I mean, should be as happy and gracious and beloved, and he's one of the most popular internationals in all of Americana. Folks love Roars. I would say if Rory and Scotty were in a showdown at Quail Hollow, I think it'd be 50-50.
Think so?
Yeah, I do.
It seemed like that at one point.
Rory and DeChambeau at the U.S. Open was 50-50, wasn't it?
I don't recall it if it was quite that much. I think if it's right now, and part of this is showman. You know, I would like to think most of it's genuine. I've learned firsthand that with a lot of people, what you see is not always what you get. But I'm not sure that right now Bryson DeChambeau has not passed Rory McIlroy in popularity here at an event in America.
Yeah.
If you're playing like at the U.S. Open this year, or at the PGA or the Masters, I'm not sure he isn't just as popular. Bryson's popularity right now because of this social media presence is through the roof.
Yeah.
It's higher than it would have ever gotten without that. The irony is this is a guy who went to live and became more popular.
I feel like
that's hard to do.
At Pinehurst last year, it was.
And you might be right. I don't recall. I don't.
Yeah.
I'm not disagreeing.
I don't remember
he had the most unbelievable bunker shot. I do remember that.
Yeah. I don't remember screams of USA it could get brutal out there for the.
Yeah.
You know.
Oh no, Rory's. I'm not questioning Rory's popularity. I'm saying that, but I say now. I think DeChambeau just continues. Think about what I said before, though. He's the only one and will be the only one. I'm not talking about didn't lose popularity. Bryson DeChambeau went to live and got more popular. But he did it by at least being the only one of the dudes to follow through on, quote, growing the game. Growing the game isn't growing your bank book and playing tournaments in places you've never played before. That's not growing the game. Growing the game is what DeChambeau has done via social media, where, like it or not, the PGA Tour, the golf world, is confronted with a reality that more people are consuming the sport of golf on social media than they are any of the, established hierarchy sources, which includes, weekend TV coverage.
Nets owner Mikhail Prokhorov.
Is he still the owner?
Prokhorov? I don't know.
Okay, I think he gave that up a while ago. But anyway.
What was his famous quote?
Don't let the door hit you in the ass.
No, don't let the door hit you where the good Lord split you.
That's what it was. That's what it was.
He also said this at his introductory press conference on this day 15 years ago. It's very simple. We're going to turn Knicks fans into Nets fans.
That didn't happen. Yeah, not so much.
No. So,
yeah, they're weighing in, by the way, on the Chicago hate. Feel you guys out there. Thank you.
Are they?
Oh, yeah. They're right. Yeah, Chicago sucks. The band. Not the city. Great city. Fun city.
Great city.
I'll tell you the most boring. I think I've told this before. We'll do this before we go to break. The most boring, the thing that I would smack me in the face is the most boring. Like I told you before, I told y'all I'd rather mow the yard than go to the opera. So taking like a downtown architectural boat tour isn't the kind of thing that juices me before I do it. But then I get on it in downtown Chicago, and the boat's got a little floating bar, and you're going. I mean,
that changes the whole vibe.
Yeah, you're taking this tour all through city. I didn't realize like the water comes right up to the buildings in large parts of Chicago. You go through the lock system. It was cool as heck. I guess is what I'm saying. If you're ever in Chicago, you're looking for something to do, take one of those little river architecture cruises. Cool.
Before we head to break, have you seen the little back and forth? I don't think you have, Jeff, but I'll ask the little back and forth between Cam Ward and Travis Hunter.
Yes.
That's why we love Travis Hunter.
Yes.
Is this at the rookie, rookie card deal?
Yeah, they're getting dressed and putting on their jerseys, and Cam Ward's getting ready, and he says, and I quote, "I would hate to be a Jacksonville Jaguar." Travis Hunter.
Is this staged or they're having a conversation that's overheard?
No, that's Cam Ward's personality.
This is what they're doing. Okay.
And Travis Hunter, without missing a beat, said, "We didn't want you." Shout out, Travis.
Yeah.
You can play that for him later when we come
Travis
back.
is bringing it on all levels. He's impressive, despite apparently the route running experts that are coming out of the woodwork from all corners of the internet. Yeah, we trust you, jackasses.
And maybe when we come back, we'll talk about the 2 interceptions that our guy threw yesterday.
12 and 5.
You can't 2 in the air practice. Oh, boy.
You're so much better than this. You're the father of a quarterback. You should know better.
We'll stoke it a little bit.
You think if the boy King threw 2 against there wouldn't be no problems.
Right.
No issues. Stuff happens, right?
Threw 4 in middle school in a game.
Did he? Well, that'll happen too. Trevor's had thrown 5,
Trevor's 4.5
in the playoffs.
Yeah.
So he's in good company. Back with more next. The Catlin Junk Accessories Tuesday.
The Drill. From the DivorceMenOnly.com studios. 1010XL. Perfect Sports Radio.
It was perfectly planned, but it was executed with Neolithic incompetence.
1010XL.
Buying a diamond, wedding band, or piece of fashion jewelry in Jacksonville? You have 2 choices. You can go to locally owned Beard's Diamonds, or you can go to one of those mega national chain jewelry stores. The national chains are pretty much all the same. In fact, did you know that some of them are owned by the same conglomerate? Yes, the same Wall Street company owns all the big names. So if you're looking for extreme value with genuine personal attention, come experience the Beard's Diamond difference. At Beard's, our diamonds come straight from the source. We hand select each one for maximum brilliance. We don't have to apply corporate markups and tack on salespeople commissions, so we beat the chains on price every single day. Beard's has the strongest warranties, not gotcha clauses in fine print. Beard's has all the top designers, including Tacori and Viraggio. Beard's doesn't have out-of-state regional managers calling about sales quotas. We are all local, family-owned with total freedom to do what's right for our customers. Beard's Diamonds, all the selection, quality, value, and service you want from local people, accountable only to you. Beard's in the St. John's Town Center.
Hey, I think we all think alike when it comes to insurance. We pay a lot of money. Those monthly premiums get up there. So if something happens and we need you need to be there. That's what the Kaproskis do. Craig and Chris Kaproski from Goosehead have teamed up to take care of all of our insurance needs. And when I say take care of, I mean it. 2 words for the Kaproskis. 2 words they live by: customer service. They know it's important. Something happens, you call them, they get you the answers right away. It's called peace of mind, right? They don't answer, they call you right back. Again, customer service. They don't take it lightly. So whether it's homeowners, auto, flood, boat, small business, Kaproskis will be there for you in your time of need. I speak from experience. I know many of you have checked in with the Kaproskis, and they'll tell you if they can help you. If they can't, they'll tell you that. Get an insurance checkup today. Easy to get a hold of. Craig.Kaproski at Goosehead.com. Craig.Kaproski, K-O-P-R-O-S-K-I at Goosehead.com, or call them 478-8422. 478-8422. They're Craig, Chris Kaproski, part of the Goosehead Church family, part of our family as well.
The Summer Starts Here sales event is back at Arlington Toyota. Why does Northeast Florida buy from Arlington Toyota? Because Arlington is the place to go for big selection. I'm talking over 800 vehicles, 1 location, and 60-day exchange. Plus, during Summer Starts Here, get financing as low as 0% on select new Toyota models. Or how about no payments until January 2026? Shop in person on Atlantic Boulevard, just a quarter-mile east of 295, or online at arlingtontoyota.com.
Okay, here we go with our final lightning round on Potty Talk. Top 3 answers on the board. Ready? Okay. The best way to save money when your faucets or pipes are leaking.
Roland Reese Plumbing?
Something to help you avoid clogged sewers and drains.
Roland Reese Plumbing.
The technical term for that ba-whoosh sound when a toilet flushes correctly.
Roland Reese Plumbing.
Roland Reese Plumbing is always the right answer. Roland Reese Plumbing, 260-7059.
Home of the Jaguars. WJXL AM Jacksonville Beach. WJXL FM Jacksonville Beach.
Big Chief Tire offers affordable quality tires for every type of vehicle. Frank Frangie here. Whether you're looking for all-season tires, high-performance options, or something more budget-friendly, Big Chief has the perfect set to keep you rolling. Their expert technicians ensure your tires are installed quickly and safely so you can drive with confidence. Visit WeKeepJacksRollin.com or call 904-932-0950 to schedule your appointment and check out their unbeatable tire deals today. Big Chief Tire keeps Jacks rolling.
Jimerson Burr is a full-service, Florida-based commercial law firm that has experience and capabilities to handle any legal issue a business is confronted with. Learn more about what they can do for you at jimersonfirm.com.
PRP treatment is kind of the thing these days, and in many cases, it eliminates the need for surgery. This is Sheridan Tootin, and my experience with PRP from Southeast Orthopedic Specialist has been nothing short of great. I'm really feeling much better now. Ask your Southeast Orthopedic Specialist doctor about PRP treatment.
This is Dr. Kevin Murphy with Southeast Orthopedic Specialists, where athletes are treated like pros.
Relieve pain and get back to life. Southeast Orthopedic Specialists.
As down payments get bigger, millions of renters across America feel like they'll never be able to buy a home. So instead of lowering expectations, Rocket Mortgage is lowering down payments to 1% for eligible home buyers with One Plus, helping more renters become owners. Call 800-4ROCKET or visit rocket.com to get a head start on your starter home.
Rocket Mortgage, LLC, licensed in all 50 states. NMLSconsumeraccess.org, number 3030.
Spring has sprung, and so have the bugs. It's Hayes Carline and my friends at Kingfish Pest Control offer an exclusive $99 spring special. That's right, your initial pest control service is just $99. And if you call today, they'll include a free one-time mosquito treatment. Kingfish Pest Control is family-owned, 5-star rated with no binding contracts, and 100% satisfaction guarantee. Call them now to book your service. Only at Kingfish Pest Control, proud partner of the Jacksonville Jaguars.
Hacker here, and let's talk sincerity. You know, there's a big difference between someone tossing you a casual, hey, how you doing, and genuinely asking, no, really, how are you doing? At Awaken 180, I felt that sincerity every single week while dropping 122 pounds, and I still feel it every month in free maintenance for life. Sure, seeing that number plunge on the scale was incredible, but what truly pushed me across the goal line? My amazing Awaken 180 coaches. They coached me up like I was prepping for draft day, always in my corner, sincerely invested in my success, and check this out. I'm going on a cruise in a couple of weeks, complete with formal night. Now, normally, cameras and I have a strained relationship. I hated taking pictures, but thanks to Awaken 180, the camera and I have made peace. No more ducking photos. Want results you can actually keep? Do what we all did and call 844-346-1800 or book online at awaken180weightloss.com.
Attention golfers, Hidden Hills Golf Club is an attractive destination for golfers all over the Southeast. You too will enjoy our classic Arnold Palmer design that will test your game and keep you coming back. Book a tee time at hiddenhillsgc.com.
This is Molly McDonald with your 1010XL Southeast Orthopedic Specialist local sports update brought to you by TopDressing.com. The Jaguars' first-round draft pick Travis Hunter continues to impress as the Jags have started their OTAs. Hunter has still been working on the receiver side and building the chemistry now with starting quarterback Trevor Lawrence. Lawrence praised Hunter for his energy and athleticism after the practice.
He got a lot of juice. Like he can run all day, good energy, always dapping guys up, just bringing juice every day. And like I said, high motor, can just go. It's like a kid, just runs around all day. He doesn't get tired, it seems like. So you can't have enough of that. And then as far as just talent, I mean, kind of speaks for himself. Ball skills, run after the catch. He's very explosive. Just didn't realize how explosive he was in and out of cuts. You know, he's impressive to watch. And we've gotten to connect a couple times. It's only going to keep getting better and better. You know, we've only worked together for a couple days now, so we got some time to really dial in on the details.
Trevor Lawrence from OTAs. It's 75 degrees at 8:04. Time and temp brought to you by Bueller Air and Plumbing. Stay cooler with Bueller.
1010XL is presented by Farah and Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Protecting you and your family. Call 396-5555. Jacksonville.
So, Molly, as we know, is like an uber athlete, something we long ago weren't. I mean, for Pete's sake, I tried to do the river run 3 months ago. My back still hurts. I mean, I don't know what to tell you. But, you know, when she first joined us, I think she was coming off, or maybe as an industry, doing that mutter event. Remember that deal at Texas Mud Race or whatever?
Mutter.
And I don't know what the hell that's all about. Mm-hmm. But she went away this past weekend. She's been training all year to do this triathlon. She's never done a triathlon before. And you know, a big one, a 13-mile swim and a whatever bike race. I don't even know how long they all go. It's way beyond my, capabilities. And so she went up to Chicago to do the event. And then they had to cancel the swimming portion. And that stinks. That's all I'm saying. That's too bad.
I think that is more common than you think. One of my neighbors in the Bay is a triathlete.
Okay.
And I like to ask him, what are we training for? Because we'll see him out there running all the time. And he's
This isn't Benji, I take it.
No, he's throwing his bike on the
I love you, Benji.
He's throwing his bike on the back of his vehicle.
Okay.
And he was doing one, I think it was in Panama City, and it got canceled. And, you train for it for like 6 months.
Right. That's what Molly did, yeah.
It was like a week away, but the weather sometimes, there was something I can't remember. It was either a year or two ago.
Well, it could be a beach swim there in Panama City, and that could, maybe the water's too rough.
I'm not an expert, but I do think it occurs, and I think that stinks, though. And
the one guys. And now, Molly's like some sort of champion athlete. I'll just race the race I could race kind of deal. But they canceled the swimming part of it, and it just takes away from the whole weekend, right? You look forward to, you go all the way up to Chattanooga to do the deal. And the swimming I thought was kind of cool. I guess they do it in a river. That's why they canceled the swimming part, because do
you take a van to get there?
Down by the river. It stays there. You leave.
Okay.
Yeah.
Shout out to a couple college baseball notes. Shout out to Alex Lodis.
Okay.
Bartram Trail High School. He is the ACC Player of the Year and had a fantastic year for FSU.
I was going to say he's a Knoll, right? Yeah. And he's the one did he throw a no-hitter here? What did he do to the Gators?
No, he had a walk-off.
That's what it was.
He does not pitch.
He doesn't pitch.
But he is also the ACC Defensive Player of the Year.
Wow.
He is I don't know if it's finalist, semifinalist. I don't know what the term is for the Golden Spikes. I mean, he's up for everything. He hit 422 this year, 17 home runs, 63 RBI, and was just, again, I don't know specific. I would have to talk to somebody who was at Bartram Trail with him. Or I don't remember. I don't think he was a all-star in high school. But he was good. He went to UNF, right?
That was the tie-in, too, that he had transferred over.
So he went to UNF, had a terrific freshman year.
Yeah.
But, I mean, raked like he had never raked. And then FSU came in and scooped him up. Off he went to FSU, and he has gotten even better. So, really, I mean, great job.
That's a good baseball conference.
Yeah.
So you take home Player of the Year in the SEC, the ACC, Big 12. You're doing something. Big 10 even.
Yes, 7 all-ACC selections from FSU. Also, Max Williams, who's from here as well, was second team all-ACC.
I saw Big Pat Young at the GooGan yesterday.
Yeah.
And he told me he took and I saw Mr. 10 as he was leaving. I got to meet 5.0. She's a lovely lady, a saint to be with Mr. 10.
Mm-hmm.
And but Mr. 10 told me that BPY took a shot at him. He said, you know what? You know what you'll never hear at the Final Four? Rocky Top playing. They took a shot at him. I love that.
I heard
just
it
out of
too.
nowhere. He just took it.
Hey, we were there.
He put it right on. And so then I went upstairs and I talked to Patrick for a little while.
Yeah.
And now you're just starting to talk about.
Patrick is a great Gator. You got to remember that.
God, yeah. I said, buddy, you're already at the top of the ladder, and you just added a couple more rungs. So I said that was awesome. So anyway, the point I was going to make is, and BPY was just referencing Tennessee, as amazing as it sounds, has never been to a basketball Final Four. Now you're talking about FSU baseball, and I'm kind of positioning them as a true contender this year. Which of the two stats is more unbelievable? That Tennessee's never been to a Final Four in basketball, or that FSU's never won a natty in baseball? Which of those is more surprising?
I would think FSU.
Yeah, me too.
Honestly.
And believe that. I mean, you got to say, and a lot more teams go to the Final Four than win a national championship. You're 4-1 every year, right? 1 wins the natty, 4 go to the 4. So
FSU would have punched their ticket
year after year. 0 for 2 in a barbecue with Mike Martin.
Yeah.
That's what's
every year.
The mean-spirited cliche around the
Gators play ball today at 5:30. They're not going with they're going with a midweek guy.
Okay.
So
those are ESPN Plus games. You can find those streaming. What time is that?
It's probably SEC
you know
Network.
me. This is where I now start watching, and in a week and a half, I'll know more about Gator baseball than you. Just ask me. That's coming. Get the first names wrong.
I think I know
positions. It'll be a wreck, but he'll be here to clean it up for me. I get to just watch ball.
Yeah,
I'll start texting him. Who's this guy? This guy runs like Soto, I'll tell him.
Wasn't he from Jacksonville? No, Orlando.
Yeah, right.
Was he a pitcher?
Yes.
No, he's a third base.
Exactly. 100%. Guilty as charged.
You cut. I think I know the answer to this.
Okay.
In fact, I'm going to be O's the Mentalist. And I'm going to do this for both of you. I want you to both write your answer down.
All right.
You took my pen, so that'll be hard. Now I'm going to intentionally write opposite of what I'm going to know. I'm mentalist in knowing what you expect the answer to be. So I'm going to triple mind freak you.
Yeah, I'm O's the mentalist.
All right, what's the question?
I'm going to give you 6 NBA stars.
Okay.
You must cut one to complete your starting lineup.
Okay.
All right, you ready? Don't say it. Write it. Both write it down. Okay. Shaq, Jordan, KD, Curry, Kobe, LeBron. I will repeat, 6 stars. Shaq, Jordan, KD, Curry, Kobe, LeBron. Have you written down?
Yeah, I know what you wrote down.
Have you written down?
I think you wrote down because there's one obvious answer on there.
I am the mentalist. Write down the answer, please.
Oh, that's easy.
Well, I'm going to write the wrong answer just to screw the mentalist. That's what I'm going to have to do. I'll write Shaq, I guess, or somebody who's obviously on there. So here, mentalist, I want you, since you're a mentalist, write down the wrong. Tell me which wrong answer I'm writing down. How about that? You ready? Let me. What are my choices again? What are my? No, I'm just kidding. I'm going to write down Durant.
Okay. And E?
Durant got to go.
I am O's the mentalist. Ladies and gentlemen, KD.
Yes, of course. Right.
Thank you very much.
I gotcha.
Yeah. Kevin Durant is in no way thought of on any way, shape, or form at that level of those other 5.
No.
Yeah, I agree.
No way.
And that's probably not fair.
It might not be.
He's got the title. He's got as many titles as some of those dudes, or he's close. What did he win? 2 with Golden State or 3?
2.
Scoring-wise.
He's probably a better scorer than all of those guys, other than Jordan.
Kevin Durant is very, very – he's as good as those guys. He's as good as Kobe. He's as good as – he is. He is. He's different.
Yeah.
Now, the one thing about him, these guys, they ultimately, here's the other side of ring chasing. If it doesn't work, you devalue yourself. You no longer look like the alpha that you were positioned to be. And the bottom line at the end of it, we judge our NBA superstars by their alpha level. Are they the ones that are responsible for the championship? And at the end of the day, Durant is never going to get that credit. He came up short in Oklahoma City. He came up short bouncing around other locations. The only time he won was with already a proven winner in Steph and Golden State. And so Kobe suffered from that a little bit, but unlike KD, he stayed the course and then won with his own guys. And so he shoots past him.
KD's 8th all-time in scoring.
Yeah.
Points-wise.
Yeah. Where's Kobe in scoring?
He's ahead of him.
Is he 3rd?
Kobe is 4th.
4th. Jordan 3rd?
No, Jordan is 5th.
Gotcha.
LeBron, Kareem,
right.
The mailman.
Karl
Malone is the one that you forget.
Yeah. Kobe, Jordan, Nowitzki.
Okay, we talked. I like that. We're cutting one of those guys from our starting. Sorry, KD. By the way, I'll go ahead and start the beauty of basketball. The reality is I'll start with KD and put together another 4, and we'll play all even up.
No, you won't.
You'll find him. I'll go get Wilt. I'll go find. Yeah. I'll go get 6, and there's been a lot of. I asked you before, okay? Mm-hmm. Liam Cohen keeps talking about competition, Gladstone competition, our friend Tony Baselli competition, and we've talked about it. It feels like that word means a little more now.
Hopefully.
With the turnover of the roster, the age of the roster, the new eyes and ears, It feels like literally there are spots up for grabs, and there's going to be some sorting out. Don't make too much of what you see until the actual starting lineup gets handed to us on our flip card with the Panthers in town.
All right.
But right now, if you would, unequivocally, you guarantee the following starters.
Okay.
Right?
Brian Thomas Jr.
Travis Hunter.
Trevor Lawrence. De'Ami Brown is the 3rd receiver. I will guarantee.
Okay, we're not putting that'd get us past the left. Well, no, we'll only do one back. So De'Ami Brown, you're going to guarantee. Not sure it could be Parker Washington, but yeah, okay.
I'll guarantee it.
Okay, so that's
guarantee it.
Okay, no competition for that spot then.
No,
that competition that we're looking for. It's not playing into Parker Washington v. De'Ami Brown. Okay,
no. I will guarantee Robert Hainsey as a starter,
center. Okay.
I will guarantee Patrick McCarry as a starter somewhere.
Okay.
I will.
Is that it on off? Strange?
No, Strange, definitely.
I think that's it for me. But you can offer up another lineman.
Yeah, I would put at least. I would put.
Well, you have to say which one. That's the problem.
I would put Anton Harrison in as a starter.
You would?
Yeah.
And it might be.
Yeah.
At the end of the day,
I feel very confident that.
Yeah.
And listen, you can sell me all you want, and maybe Fred Johnson or Chumadoga
I think Milam is the wild card. The guy was a
rounder,
he was a tackle in college. He has the ability to move inside. That's what they've said. Is he lining up at guard in OTAs? Is that what we've seen?
Well,
for sure. That's what we know.
He's going to be a guard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, if he's again, this is the one thing that I heard in the post-draft analysis that I can't get away from, and it annoys me a little bit about that instant decision. And again, I'm not the expert that the guys making the decisions are.
Mm-hmm.
But when the coach came on and said this guy faced 5 first-rounder in his college career and he didn't give up a sack to any of them, that means something to me.
Yeah. I think they think he's not, again, I'm not an expert.
Like athletic enough?
Yeah.
More of a mauler?
Yeah. Trayvon Walker will guarantee to start.
So that leaves us with you left with 3 then on offense. Couple of offensive linemen, and the running back position for sure is wide open.
Yeah, I would say running backs.
Shout out Bashul Tootin fumbles the first snap yesterday. No contact. Shout out quarterback Trevor Lawrence, 2 interceptions yesterday against air.
I
guess it's not against air because you wouldn't.
That's not a dub.
When you're playing Carolina and you pitch it to Bashul and he drops it on the 20, that's not going to be good.
No, it's not.
No, we can't.
That's what your boy Bigsby has still not overcome that from that Indy game.
Oh, good Lord.
Making a mess of it.
Oh,
we haven't seen Travis Etienne till he upchucked it into the end zone in Miami. He retired after that game, I think, last year. Oh.
Walker, Hines Allen.
Okay. These are guarantees. These are Dan's guaranteed starters on opening day. We had 8 on offense.
Foyer.
Okay. He just skipped that interior D-line. He doesn't know which 2 will be.
Right. You know one of them.
Campbell.
Tyson Campbell, yeah.
I can't unequivocally say that Eric Armstead is going to be starting.
That's fine. Let's move past. You got Jordan Lewis is starting. That's for the same ring De'Ami Brown.
Jordan Lewis.
Yeah, Jordan Lewis is starting.
I think those 3 for 2. I can tell you those 3 for 2 spots.
But that's where competition comes in. You can't tell me the guarantee. That's why it's competition.
I'm not willing to throw in Jordan Jefferson like some are.
No. It's Mason Smith.
What did I see from Jordan Jefferson?
It's Mason Smith, Devon Hamilton, Eric Armstead.
Right.
So those 3, the best 2 win.
Yeah.
But
and Hunter's
that means they're not guaranteed starters.
Hunter's a wild card on defense.
Yeah, for sure.
Armstead starting.
You think?
I would think so. With the money. If De'Ami
Yeah.
Brown's going to start because of the money, then you would think Armstead would too.
Yeah.
But start or not, I don't think that will matter. I think the competition is what will decide if Armstead starts, and that's the point.
I'll say this, though.
That's the point,
You might
Dan.
say that, but Armstead was not.
That's the competition part. That's
good
what I
for
mean.
us last year,
And,
bro.
and last year, there was nothing going to be done about it. There was no competition. We'll just move into a worse position.
Yeah.
That's where when he talks about competition, it matters. There's 3 guys, and Mason Smith and Devon Hamilton are playing better than Armstead. Then the Walter Payton Man of the Year is going to start the game from the sidelines.
Now, I think he'll start the season off, and then it's his job to lose.
Well, the hope is that he's
That's
the
fair.
all-pro that these guys will never be. I mean, hopefully they will be. But point is, let's not make a mistake. He's by a million miles the most accomplished, maybe defensive player on the roster. Definitely interior defensive lineman. So what are we settling on then? 4 guaranteed starters on defense? Is that all you're at?
Dang.
You got the 2 ends. You got Foyer. You got Tyson Campbell. You got Jordan Lewis. That's 5. Is that all you're comfortable to say guaranteed starter?
Yes.
Yeah. So that's 13 of the 22. That leaves 9 up for grabs, man.
Yeah. But I think
I'm not going to parse through your list. I agree with it. Maybe slight disagreement here or there, but I wouldn't put less than that. I'd say if anything, I would add another open spot.
But I'm confident. I won't say gun to head because I don't like that.
That in 18 of them?
Yeah,
me too.
I'm confident
Me
I can
too.
tell
That's
you most of them.
Oh, there we go. That's
All
kind
right.
of breakdown analysis you're only going to get on the drill.
You only get that here. This is the drill on 1010XL. When we come back, one reason to like Twitter.
Okay.
When Twitter's
sure there's
not
more than
going
one.
well.
Okay. Well,
But
I'm excited to
I
hear
like
this.
when the boys go a little next level.
Okay.
When they peel back the onion. When they take a couple layers off and show me something.
Well, we'll get that peeling back when we
Remind
return.
me. Just say onion and I'll get it.
It's a Catlin Truck Accessories Tuesday on the drill.
The Drill.
From the DivorceMenOnly.com studios.
High school, college, and pro.
As good as it gets.
Your home for the most play-by-play is 1010XL.
Hi, this is Dale Murray with Murray Automotive Group in Stark and Kingsland. Save yourself from those big city dealers and their fast-talking flim-flam tactics. No matter what your automotive need is, we've got you covered. Ford, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, and nobody beats our prices, and I mean nobody. Shazam! Plus our exclusive 15-year, 150,000-mile warranty included on every qualified vehicle. And we'll trade anything from AirPods to fishing rods. Compare our prices online at ShazamAuto.com. Then come see me, Dale Murray. I'll be waiting for you. Shazam!
Yo, Jacksonville. Picking here with a game changer. Look, I've checked the field. Checkmate Coatings is my new go-to for durable, jaw-dropping floor coatings. Checkmate Coatings, man. They coat floors anywhere. Do your pool, patio, driveway, of course your garage. Oh, man. Better play, better results with Checkmate. I know Brendan. He's the owner. Great guy. Jacksonville guy. Bishop Kenny grad. Shout out, Brendan. Jacksonville crew, keeping the prices low with no massive overhead. Get the name down. Just go to checkmatecoatings.com. It's a game changer, man, especially in that garage, man. Checkmate Coatings. It's your floor's missing piece.
Guys, want a golf course fairway quality lawn? TopDressing.com just landed in Jacksonville with the golf course secret for St. Augustine grass homeowners. A patented process that aerates and turns your turf into a fairway stunner. Serious golf course technology, but in your yard. Less water, tighter cuts, total neighborhood domination. No one else scores a perfect 10 lawn. Hit TopDressing.com now. You will own the block. Top dress your yard like the pros with TopDressing.com.
Poker players, get ready for the action. The $200 no-limit hold'em Stars and Stripes poker tournament happens at Best Bet Orange Park on May 26th. With 6 starting flights and a guaranteed prize pool of $50,000, it's your chance to claim victory and win big. And there's more. Don't miss $42,000 in high hands every 30 minutes from 10 a.m. to midnight at all 3 locations. For more details on how to join the action, visit bestbetjacks.com. That's bestbetjacks.com.
A lot of companies will tell you they're the best. At Custom Tree Surgeons, they show you every time. Custom Tree Surgeons has built an all-pro team. Every tree service professional has years of experience, continually trained and certified. They know what, when, and how to handle any job. It gets done efficiently and quickly by a team of experts. So for tree trimming, removal, stump grinding, and emergency services, forget any name other than Custom Tree Surgeons. There is no job they can't do better. Go to website CustomTreeSurgeons.com. That's CustomTreeSurgeons.com, and let them show you how the job is supposed to get done.
DivorceMenOnly.com. This is Kenny Lay of Kenny Lay & Associates. Our firm specializes in representing men in family law. That's all we do. That's our only focus. We can help with all of your family law needs, such as divorce, custody, alimony, and child support. For over a decade, we have helped thousands of men with these types of issues. We even have an appellate division ready to challenge a judge's ruling. If you need a family law attorney, go to DivorceMenOnly.com. DivorceMenOnly.com. Offices, Jacksonville.
Cooking with Crisco.
These things are wonderful. You're going to love it. Have a rolling.
Catch CBS Sports senior NFL writer Pete Prisco every Friday afternoon on The Franchi Show. Brought to you by Showtime Sports Cards and Collectibles on 1010XL.
Hey, Hicken here. So much of what makes us a family takes place in our homes. That's where Zero Res comes in. I love Zero Res, and this month get Zero Resified from Jacksonville's #1 carpet and air duct cleaner with May Mayhem. A 3-room special starting at $149 plus the 4th room is free. You owe it to yourself and your family to breathe healthy, happy, and clean. Call Zero Res 28757 or go online at ZeroResJacksonville.com and say you want the Hicken special. Zero Res, spell it forwards or backwards. It's the right way to clean.
Zero Res.
The housing market is as busy as ever on the First Coast. And if you've moved in or moved on, make sure you have a team of trained electricians ready to help. American Electrical can make sure you're up to date electrically and maximize your living experience. Smart home automation services, home theater systems, outdoor and dock lighting, and backup generators. American Electrical can do it all. A team you can trust with highly trained technicians ensuring you have the best living experience. American-Electrical.com, a leader on the First Coast and powered by professionalism.
Right now, they're on their way to disrupt your life, make you uncomfortable, and rob you. Don't bother calling the police. They can't help. That's right. Summer heat and humidity are about to attack North Florida again. You know what to do. Call Mike Merritt. Mike Merritt's Heating and Air has a license to chill. When heat and humidity are attacking you, Mike Merritt provides a comfortable chill at a bargain price. Mike has been keeping North Florida comfortable for 30 years. Mike Merritt technicians are never paid commissions, meaning you'll never be pressured to buy something you don't need. And Mike Merritt knows cooling issues can arise anytime. They don't just happen during business hours. So Mike Merritt never charges overtime fees. When you need us, we're here for you. Remember, in the fight against heat and humidity, Mike Merritt has a license to chill. Visit merrittair.com. Florida license number CACO 50384. Listen all day as 1010XL gives you news, notes, and analysis of organized team activities as they get ready for the upcoming season. Our coverage of OTAs is hoisted by Heroes Lawn Care and Hurricane Grill and Wings.
Want your son or daughter to enjoy sports year-round? Then log on to i9sports.com with summer and fall registration open right now, including girls volleyball at Duval Charter Bay Meadows, plus plenty of other spots and sports on the First Coast. i9sports.com. Enter 1010 for a discount.
1010XL is presented by Farah and Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Protecting you and your family. Call 396-5555. Jacksonville. Now, brunch with the tour. Trained by
Clearwater Irrigation and Drainage too.
and Apex Roofing and Contracting, elevating industry standards. Brunch provided by Chick-fil-A on 1010XL.
Oh, we got a lot to get into with Stewie Moore today. As we come off a major, Scotty.
May give a 2-segment guy.
Used to be
I have a pop quiz for you two.
Oh boy.
Stuart, you're when I say you two, I mean you and ET.
Oh. Stuart and ET?
It's tough. No, you, Dan Hicken, and ET. That's just it's just a one answer question.
Okay.
First one to answer wins.
Okay.
I'm gonna predict that maybe ET wins because he may have already done some research. If Dan has entered his fantasy league this week, he'll win. But first one to answer, what's this week's PGA Tour style?
Oh, dang it.
Huh?
I meant to look
Can
at
I get
it.
either one of y'all? I can't either. Guilty as
can't.
charged.
How about the golf course?
The word is it? Here's my guess, and
You
I don't
named
know
the course.
Is it?
it's not
is it
Jack, is
Connecticut? Is it the? It's not the Connecticut one.
This is actually happening.
Yes.
Is Jack in 2 weeks?
Here's my point. My point is the last golf tournament I would want to be would be the one after a major. It's tough.
Yeah, yeah.
I know Harbor Town after the Masters. I can't tell you the other ones.
Is it elevated? Is this
No, it's not.
Okay.
Canadian Open?
No.
That's after the
You're
U.S.
not even
Open,
the
isn't
right
it?
country.
No, I know. I'm just throwing. I'm just spitballing.
Oh, we got one in Mexico or
People
something?
would call it by the golf course, not by the title sponsor.
Okay, hold on.
The golf course has been around forever.
Okay, hold on a second. You're bombarding me with intel. I can't think. Here, work on this. It's even funnier than you know.
Oh, my gosh.
What
Come
is
on,
it?
O's the mentalist over here. He doesn't-
Congressional.
Congressional's got senior PGA this week.
Maybe that's what I was thinking. It's
close.
I don't know.
Hold on.
Oh, is it Texas? Is there one in Texas?
Oh yeah, it's Colonial.
There you go.
Yeah.
There you go.
Is that always
Yeah.
the week after the
Charles
PGA
Schwab
now?
Challenge. I think it's kind of moved
That's
around.
a golf course.
Yeah.
It's fine.
Golf
I'm
course,
just saying
tournament,
you're
yeah.
so intent on that PGA
Is Scotty playing?
He is playing.
that Rory gonna be a part of the pre-tournament press conferences.
Rory's
Is he gonna
out.
stop doing those too?
So
or-
what's the deal, man? Why is Rory butthurt? Why the guy? Like I said all week, man. The guy.
Did you say
Bro,
butthurt on
yeah, I
radio?
did say butthurt. The guy's on top of the world, man. What is going on,
I
dude?
don't
You should
know,
be
man.
happy as could be. There's nothing that could happen to you that week that would make you so angry that you're going to skip out on media responsibilities for all 4 days. That was
All four, yeah.
You know me, I love Rory. I'm a big Rory guy. I thought that was really weak on his part for the first time. I was surprised. I mean, what has don't be that way, dude. Is it because Colin gave you the okay, so now you're going to do it too? And you guys are going to make it a rule that you have to speak. It's coming, so.
Yeah, I mean, these guys are pretty good about it. I mean, you know, it's very interesting. I talked to Jeff Darlington, name dropper, at Augusta last year, another name drop. And he was like, it's amazing how much access you get covering PGA Tour golf. Like, go try to cover Patrick Mahomes and see how much time the Chiefs give you. Now, I'm not saying Mahomes is Rory or whatever, but you know, if you're playing well at the golf, like if you're Scotty last week, you're talking to the media 5 times in 7 days.
Yeah.
I mean, that's like no other sport you're doing that. I don't think, right? I've never. You guys have covered every
Baseball
sport.
managers talk twice a day.
Okay.
Every day.
But the manager.
Here's the reality of it. But not everyone is. He did that because he's number one in the world and he's winning, and that's the price of that. That comes along with all that. That's not the point. The point. I've always been on the side of I don't care. You don't play a team sport. You're not answering to ownership. It's if you want to be that guy, you can be that guy. But I've changed my mind. Dan has always been on the other side. But I thought the golf world gave finally some more compelling evidence, and that is this: you represent the world of golf. How you dealt with your round, good or bad, is important. It grows the game. And you look like a selfish little crybaby loser that you can't take that silver spoon out of your mouth for 10 minutes and suck it up there, Buttercup, and talk for a minute. And it's bad for the game. It's bad for golf. You're a loser. Every other sport does it. If you're number 1 or 2 or 3 in your sport, you're going to talk after your rounds, you big baby.
Well, I mean, the driver thing is a good story. I mean, and again, Scotty confirmed that his was pulled. So something happened.
I would agree. I know where you're going because I don't think this is like, hey, I shot 73. I'm not. There's something else.
It's like I don't have to.
There's something that happened with a media guy or something. He's mad about something.
That's where the point gets lost. And that's what these Chambly and the guys were saying yesterday. Here's the problem. You guys aren't talking to the media.
Right.
You're talking to the fans. You're talking to the world.
Right.
And for you to stay relevant, they want to know what you were thinking, you stupid crybabies.
Yeah.
They're right. You big baby.
Well, Rory,
bleep you, Rory. Never win again, man.
Rory didn't have to worry about relevance.
God,
I just don't understand, why. What I mean,
hey,
you had a week off. You played well at Truist. There's nothing.
Never enough for these guys either.
There's nothing there that would. There's no hidden like.
Hey, Dan.
Juan Soto right now, I could see I'm not talking to you guys right now. I'm tired of all you guys talking all this crap.
How many terms does Rory miss with concussion symptoms? Did he tear an ACL somewhere I missed? Get in your Escalade, grab your $3,000 clubs, and go back to Ireland. You big baby.
London, actually. He's going
You're
to
a
London.
big baby. You big crybaby. Don't care. Go live with the Queen of England, Susie.
I love how you said get in your Escalade and go back to Ireland. That's like,
stop it.
It's a tough drive.
You'll get there eventually.
Go west.
I recommend driving.
Yeah.
Just go due west. J.A.
Jeez.
All right, well, let's talk about the good. Let's talk let's talk about Scotty Scheffler, who, man, I was doing the J Fun on Sunday night, the dinner, and I had to leave when they were on he had a 4-shot lead, and then I looked down and I put my glasses on and it says -9 and -9, and I went, uh-oh.
Yep.
And to his credit, man, he flipped the switch and let the other boys, let the live boys fall apart because they're not used to the pressure, which I've been correct about for years now. And he won. He won easily.
Yeah, I mean, that was a that was a hell of a performance coming down the stretch. Coming off the bogey on 9.
I thought Saturday at 16, 17, 18.
Yeah.
Unbelievable.
That was unbelievable.
If he has this is the only person since Tiger you could say this about.
Yeah.
If Scotty Scheffler has this B+ game, you can't beat him in 72 holes. You can beat him in a round. You can beat him through 16 holes in the third round. You can be tied at the turn in the final round. You're not beating him.
Why?
Because he's better.
Why? What is he better at?
This for everybody else is this for him.
Yeah.
Golf is a game of precision.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, this is the miss. This is the cone for everyone else.
Right.
And this is the cone for Scheffler.
Yeah.
Whether he's shooting at pins or fairways.
Yeah.
He's 1,000 times more. He doesn't have any of them.
He's not a, would you call him a bomber?
He hits it far, though.
He hits it far, but he's not
a bomber.
Yeah.
No, but he's top 20%
He's not Bryson or Rory or anyone like that.
His putting is suspect at times.
Gotten better.
At times. His iron play is
It's unbelievable. And even the driver, it's not, maybe he doesn't hit it as far.
No, I know.
I know he got the pulls on Sunday, which is incredibly rare. I'll chalk it up to having to use a new driver. The bottom line with Scheffler, the rest of the field, this is their capability of miss, including Rory, who hit it in another planet sometimes. Scheffler never misses that way. His misses are here.
Tiger was so good because he was a bomber, the best. He was the best with the irons, had the best short game I've ever seen.
Right.
He never missed an 8-foot putt when he needed it.
And the guy paired with Tiger on Sunday was terrified, generally speaking.
So you knew it was coming.
You're one up right there. I think Scheffler, the thing he's so good at is, we always called it back in the day, back in my mini tour career.
Yes.
I don't like to talk about
former pro.
Yeah. pin high theory. If you hit it pin high, like greens are not 30 yards wide, you're going to have a great look at birdie. And Scotty does that time and time again.
Okay.
And when he's dialed in, he's hitting it to 6 feet. And when he hits an average shot, he's still got a 20-foot birdie putt. I think the interesting thing about Sunday is that Rahm's collapse. Like, okay, now we're not going to see Rahm again. We'll see him at Oakmont. And we'll just like, if Rahm was on the PGA Tour, we'd be talking about this collapse the rest of the year because that was pretty epic. And then he's like crying in his wife's arms outside of scoring, going to Quail Hollow.
He's the only guy I feel like regrets his decision. He's the only one I feel that way about. None of the rest of them do. There's just a couple of outliers here. One is I would have never guessed this in a million years. It's amazing to me that it was possible for a player to go to live and become more popular, but that's exactly what happened for Bryson.
Yeah.
And that there's finally one guy that, I mean, if you don't even need the truth serum, you can just see it in Jon Rahm. What in the hell have I done playing with these wackadoodle?
Right. Yeah.
He hates it.
He hates it. The music playing. Well, by the way, did anybody hear that music on number one at PGA throwing off live vibes?
Oh, no.
Did y'all hear that?
No.
Yeah, like go to like Scheffler's final round. It must be a party going on right next to one, or maybe it's at a house. Yeah. But it had a live vibe as they were starting that final round. But yeah. So
I mean, I think he regrets the decision, and there's plenty of people that you talk to at the PGA Tour that have heard from him, and I remember
the rest of them don't. They got their money. They don't care. They don't care about golf.
A couple notes.
I think Cam. I wonder what Cam thinks about.
Yeah, well, you know what? I would say to all of these guys, Jon Rahm included, too bad, so sad.
Right.
You didn't have a problem taking them. What did you think was going to happen? Now, a year later, you want to come back?
It's more than a year. And what's interesting is we keep waiting on
For Rahm, it's only about a year.
Yeah, but we keep waiting on this merger.
Yeah. Let them twist in the wind. The Liv's out of money. They're already mad at every one of them for having to pay them anything. It's a disaster, dude.
Yeah.
I think when you listen to Rahm, I think it was last year during Waste Management, and he lives out there in Scottsdale and driving around and seeing 80,000 people on a golf course and the theater of 16. Like, he misses that.
Yeah.
He misses playing.
It's competition.
You want to play in the big arena.
Yes.
You want to play to the fans. I mean,
it's what it's all about, man. It's fantastic, and it just bugs me. I was looking. By the way, we talked about Bryson's last 6 major starts: T6, second, first, cut, T5, T2. Pretty good,
pretty solid.
I was looking at an update on the Ryder Cup teams because this is Ryder Cup year, right? Where are we playing it?
We're playing Bethpage,
right?
Yeah.
I got news for you. This might be the year that the internationals keep the cup. That team looks pretty good.
The Europeans? Yeah. No, they're pretty stacked.
Yeah, I think the Europeans going to beat the...
And that U.S. team, but number 6 is Russell Henley.
Yeah.
Number 5, my guy, Colin Morikawa.
Max Homa.
Yeah, I know. We're not...
Yeah,
they're not...
Do I take Brooks Koepka?
Right.
There's some guy... I mean, and then I look at the Europeans, and I'm like, damn.
Yeah, but I mean, they're the defending champ of the. I mean, this is not the President's Cup, the Ryder Cup. I mean, it's pretty. Now
great.
The Europeans generally struggle in the U.S.
Correct.
And I can't wait to see Bethpage and the New Yorkers.
Yeah, I know that'll be.
Yeah,
great.
I mean that'll
be so good.
That's going to be something.
When was the last time Euros won on American soil in the Ryder Cup?
Euros won.
Has it been a while? It's been a while, right?
I know they won at Medina, but that was 12. I got to get my.
Okay.
I'm Johnny.
Where was the last American Ryder Cup held? Was that wasn't Kiowa, was it?
Was that Hazeltine?
I think you're right.
No, because
the Ryder Cup
COVID year got me mixed up.
The Ryder Cup is terrific.
Tom Alter should be texting me any second now.
Yeah, Tommy will get us in there. Hold on.
Can I add a layer of the intrigue to the Rory?
Oh, Whistling Straits, of course. Sorry,
yeah.
And then
they killed him. That wasn't even.
U.S. won at Whistling Straits. U.S. won at Hazeltine. Europe won at Medina.
12. Yeah, that's what he's saying.
12.
I was right.
Yeah.
There you go.
Don't believe in yourself. Believe in yourself.
Take that, Tom Alter. No one needs your history lesson.
Let me add a layer of intrigue to something I've been sent on the text line when it comes to Rory and this whole thing and the
here we go.
Text line, huh?
Rumor.
No, it's not a rumor.
Must be true.
It's from
Phil's
Golf
lawyer?
Digest. Last year at Pebble, following his pre-tournament press conference, Rory stood with a group of reporters for some 45 minutes and spoke about the need for PGA Tour players to be more accessible. He'd recently been to a Formula One race and saw how many interviews the drivers give, both directly before and after the races. There was some clarity. He told us that golfers should hold themselves to similar standards, especially the superstars. And here is crybaby Tom, a year later already, taking his pacifier and his $8 zillion net worth and eschewing all that.
Eschewing.
I'm very curious.
Nice. Can you spell that, please?
Oh,
yeah, I can. I don't feel like it.
E-S.
and then chew.
Yeah. Can you use it in a sentence, please?
Yeah, I'm going to shoe answering this question.
Get the origin of the word, please.
Yeah.
To push, to shove.
Yes,
Came from
that's right.
someone with a speech impediment.
I am very curious if Rory would have done this at a PGA Tour event, though. And obviously, PGA being a major, so let's call it the week prior.
Where did he do this before? Was it the U.S. Open last year after losing? He got ticked.
That was Sunday night. Yeah,
there was one time before where he's got in trouble for leaving.
That was because they had the camera on him in the scoring room, and he just turned around, exit stage left, and
we got to you want to say?
Yeah,
we're way over, so let's catch up.
Well, we'll come back
pay
and
the bills.
make
Let's pay the bills.
See where we're at.
I'll do a read.
Thank you.
I'll do a read.
The Drill at the DivorceMenOnly.com studios. Hayes Carline.
Are you sure?
Interesting name.
And?
Interesting guy.
Genius, billionaire, playboy, philanthropist.
A person of interest.
What is it about the wrong kind of man?
Afternoons on 1010XL.
Are you ready to step up to luxury?
Check out the power of our exciting 2025 lineup, including the Lyric, IQ, Optique, and the stunning Visti.
With over 15 electric Cadillacs in stock and more on the way, it's the perfect time to trade in your Tesla and embrace luxury with a twist.
At Randy Marion, there are no tariffs. Visit Randy Marion Cadillac on Southside Boulevard, Jacksonville, and see why our electric lineup turns heads.
Don't miss out. Drive Cadillac. Electric or gas. We have both. Plus tax tag title $9.99 admin fee and resist all on approved credit.
As a Florida homeowner, you're no stranger to mosquito problems. And although it's tempting to use DIY methods to get rid of them, mosquitoes are relentless. That's why it's important to enlist the help of the mosquito experts at Florida Pest Control. At Florida Pest Control, we offer specialized treatment solutions that are effective against mosquito infestations and are committed to keeping our customers protected year-round. For your free quote, give us a call or visit flapest.com today. Florida Pest Control, your local mosquito control experts.
Hey Jacksonville, it's Dan Hicken with a game changer. I've tested the field, and Checkmate Coating is my new go-to for durable, jaw-dropping floor coatings. Better play, better results.
I'm Brendan from Checkmate Coatings. Our precision coatings make your floors the MVP of any space.
Slam dunk your floors at checkmatecoatings.com. Checkmate Coatings, your floor's missing piece.
Checkmate Coatings, your floor's missing piece.
Hey, it's Matt Hayes here with a challenge. A challenge might not be the best choice in words, so let's say an opportunity. Take the opportunity to lose 40 by the fourth with a Waken 180. It sounds a little different when you put a real goal to it, doesn't it? Maybe you looked at the scale this morning and it read 230 pounds. How about it reading 190 by the fourth? Maybe the scale says 300. Wouldn't the number 260 be a little nicer on your eyes and on your joints? It's attainable if you have the same results we all had with a Waken 180. I dropped 40 pounds in 9 weeks. Hacker dropped his first 40 in just 6 weeks. Dempsey, Blue, and everyone else I know, same results. And we've kept it off. The best thing about Awaken 180 weight loss, it will completely change the way you think, see, and feel about food. The results are real, attainable, and the process simple with Awaken 180. Take the opportunity and drop 40 by the fourth. It all starts with just one call to Awaken 180 weight loss. Call 844-346-1800 or online at awaken180weightloss.com.
Cooking with Crisco.
These things are wonderful. You're going to love it. Have a rollie.
Catch CBS Sports senior NFL writer Pete Prisco every Friday afternoon on The Franchi Show. Brought to you by Showtime Sports Cards and Collectibles on 1010XL.
Hey, don't buy a diamond at one of those big box corporate jewelers in the town center until you see what Beard's Diamonds can offer. Hicken here for my friends at Beard's Diamonds. The Lupos are the owners. They're Jacksonville through and through, and they'll give you a better price on a better quality diamond. And they're not beholden to Wall Street. They're beholden to the people of Jacksonville. We should be beholden to Beard's. It's the only locally owned jeweler in the town center. And Beard's has the best diamond selection in the region. No middleman prices on hand-picked diamonds, all shapes, all sizes. Top bridal designers as well, like Tacori and Viraggio. And here's something else. Unlike the others, Beard's doesn't have commission salespeople. Their experts get paid whether you buy something or not. No pressure ever. Associates are real diamond experts. They'll teach you how to buy a diamond the smart way. We're lucky to have Beard's here, a refreshing alternative. You get it all. No middleman pricing, unbeatable guarantees. Beard's Diamonds, gang. Shop Beard's, the only locally owned jeweler in the St. John's Town Center.
Enhance your home with Renewal by Anderson's superior craftsmanship and timeless design. Right now, buy 2 windows or patio doors and get the third at 60% off. Plus, 0 down, no payments, and no interest for 12 months. This offer expires May 31st. Renewal by Anderson, proud partner of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Visit bestwindowsflorida.com to schedule your free consultation.
License number CGC 1527613.
It's the perfect day. You're just driving along, listening to your favorite music. The window's down. There's a cool breeze. Life is good. But wait, hold on a second. You're not wearing a seatbelt? You'd better put that on before that... Uh-oh, too late. Cops everywhere are stepping up enforcement, so you'd better buckle up or you will get caught. Sorry to ruin your day. Click it or ticket.
Funded by the Florida Department of Transportation.
Baloo here for Smunez Vision. Why Smunez Vision? Well, I've been with Dr. Neil Smunez now since I got back to Jacksonville in 2006. 37 years of experience he has. Smunez Vision is a family organization that focuses on personal high-quality medical and surgical eye care. Dr. Catherine Smunez is fellowship trained in cornea and cataract surgery and all refractive surgery. Combined, that's 30 years plus in laser eye surgery. Visit SmunezVision.com today. Here you can see.
Man, jack of all trades, masters of none? It just feels like at every turn nowadays, every company can do all work. Not us. Hi, Stevie Beatrice here, second generation plumber right here in Jacksonville, Florida. We are your master plumbing company that only focuses on all your plumbing needs. So for your next plumbing job, don't call another Jack. Call Beatrice Plumbing, where plumbing is what we do and plumbing is what we're great at. Beatrice Plumbing, here to help.
1010XL is presented by Farah and Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Protecting you and your family. Call 396-5555. Jacksonville. Now, brunch with the tour. Trained by
Clearwater Irrigation and Drainage too.
and Apex Roofing and Contracting, elevating industry standards. Brunch provided by Chick-fil-A on 1010XL.
Does she look?
Yeah.
Stuart's nervous. I got to do this. It's going to be okay. It's going to be okay. But I don't know if our boy, Rob Bolton, who we have a lot of respect for and we trust.
I still haven't been to his column.
Is on the hooch. I don't know if he's eating gummies.
Hooch.
I don't know.
I like that.
Thank you. Thank you. You like that one, E?
I like that.
Put that in your back pocket. You can save that one for
I'm taking
Saturday
that-
night.
I'm taking that to the culture.
Yeah. Tell them you're on the hooch.
That's an old school.
That is very old school.
We're all together, man. We're all family. But your boy, Rob Bolton. And does Rob listen to this segment?
I think Rob lives in like Arizona.
Does he?
Yeah, I don't think he's local. I think he's like a freelance
Oh, okay. Well, he's
gaming guy.
Rob Bolton gives us the top 15 every week for every tournament.
He does.
And he goes 1 through 15.
Yep.
And this Chris Trapasso-like writer this week must have got it backwards.
Uh-oh. Oh, no.
Bro, look who he has 15th.
Oh, no. No, scroll down. Wait, I think that's... Do you need to... Are you sure you're on the right website?
Am I on the wrong one? Is this old?
I looked earlier and Scotty was number 1, but I was on the app.
Okay. Last year.
Oh, no.
Take it back.
That's
you come out of break.
Oh, he's coming hard.
Okay.
He came hard at us. He's quizzing us on names.
Okay, good.
Stewie, I gotta do it to you.
He must be on the hooch.
I'm on the hooch. Official apology to Rob Bolton. I wear it. And I knew there's no way. And when I saw that, we had to figure out something must be wrong.
Okay. This is where the kids would say, refresh your cachet.
Yeah.
Something like that.
Yeah.
That's the extent of my tech knowledge.
Now for kicks and giggles, let's see where Lee Hodges is this year.
And also Lee Hodges. We didn't talk about him on air, did we? Or
I
did
thought we did.
No,
that was off air.
Yeah. Lee Hodges coming in at number 2 in the power rankings.
Yeah.
Okay.
For the Kelowna. Must have been,
no
which
one
was a
ever.
year ago.
Yeah.
Well, that somebody did ever. It seems pretty
Rob
misplaced.
Bolton did a year
Doesn't
ago.
look like he's in the field this year. It's been a bad year since.
Maybe that's
peaking
why. You guys all
at
told
number
me.
2. I said I've heard him. I didn't say he was any good. I definitely heard him.
All good.
I hear the only reason I remember Lee Hodges' name is because I've always thought of like Hodges, like around town, Hodges Boulevard, Hodges. That's why it stood out.
Shout out to Rob. Rob's
Maybe
got it right.
Maybe he is in the field and I missed it too before I go.
All right. E, why don't you update us on Big week for the tour.
Are you going to try and take like double the money this time too? Or
E, are you rolling on this?
I'm rolling.
This has been said. He was a little off on this one.
Bro, I don't remember that, bro.
But I wanted to know, and I think Stuart and Jeff will both confirm the loser of this is responsible for a wheel spin. That is the deal. We talked about you spinning the wheel.
Not at the start of the year. The start of the year, you said it was the three of you.
Oh, I don't know about the
that
three
was
of
in
us.
the very
We've
first.
talked.
Let's
do one pointed problem at a time. The loser, whether or not Stewie was involved, that doesn't sound unbelievable. What he said, I have memories of saying his penalty would have to be something that we've talked about. Stewie spinning the wheel.
We have PPC Sawgrass.
We've talked about it since then, and he's rolled his eyes when we very first formulated the payoff.
I'll pull up.
I'm not sure he was.
We sat there and we said what we could do. We'll do different things on the wheel, like he'll
he
have
would
to get
give
us a foursome at the
Oh,
players.
you're right. That's different.
Foursome at the players.
He said, that'll break me.
And then you say,
"Excuse me,
I
Rory
don't have
Hickens got the
no."
tea.
And then he said, "No, I don't have $8,000."
Not
So
at the
you're right.
players, at the stadium.
Yeah, whatever. So you want to play for free, I guess. Is that what you're doing?
I mean, this is what's
And
happening.
You already did the double grab of prize money. I'll never forgive you for that. That was weak.
You did.
You did the double grab.
You did a double grab.
You don't get $4 million for winning that junky thing.
Well, he
no,
did. He
sorry.
You picked the twosome.
No, you don't get $4 million for winning Zurich. You don't get the same amount for winning
Let's
Zurich.
not bog
you do
down.
PGA.
Let's just simply
Use your
get to
brain,
this.
kid.
The loser, all four of us, spins the wheel.
Stewie's punishments are different. That was the agreement.
Yes.
You guys need
on
the
the wheel.
Yes, his punishment on the wheel is bringing.
Can someone tell me if I'm out of the basement with my $3.6 million?
That's
Bro, I still got milk in my stomach, man.
Like 48 hours.
Listen,
He's
here's what
complaining about the wheel.
The thing about the wheel is
Me and Prosser have lived the wheel for years.
Yes,
You two
y'all
stop
shut
being
up.
soft.
I still got milk in my stomach.
Stop being softy.
I'm fine with it. Whatever. I'm fine with it. Whatever.
Stewie won't lose. The tour never loses this contest.
All right, now give us a Dreamfinders update, please.
He just won, by the way. He's probably in second place.
I know.
What are we even screaming about?
I just wanted to make it clear that the loser will spin the wheel.
You're right. You are correct.
we
You're
said
not
all
always,
year.
You're not always correct. You are right here, though.
And as Jeff said, the tour, he took Scotty and Colin Morikawa, and I brought him up to second place with an astounding $12.7 million.
Ooh,
in first place,
12.7 total.
Yeah, 12.7.
I should be higher than 12.7. Maybe not.
You know what? I'm lying. He's in third place because Jeff Prosser is in second place with 13.1 after taking Bryson and Xander.
I had DeChambeau and Schauffele, so I got 2 checks at least.
Dan Hicken with the double Mugsy. He took JT and Cantley.
Hey, JT, is this on video?
But he still got 19.2 million. And your boy, I took Rory and John
Brahma.
Dummable.
Yeah,
I'm at 10.7 million.
All right, so
you should have took Marcel Robinson.
So it's 19, and then I'm at 13 something. Stewie's at 12 something, and you're at
10
something.
Yeah.
Well, good news for you, E.
Yeah.
You get to pick first.
Easy day.
Yeah.
Scotty, come on down.
Yeah, that is an easy day.
Let's go win 3 in a row.
And
Right?
and
3 in a row?
Mm-hmm.
and so Stewart gets to continue here then.
He's got the number 2 guy he can't pick because he swore off him.
Wait.
Did you say you'd never pick that guy again?
Oh, Berger. I'm going to run out of players. There's a lot of guys. Colin Morikawa, you're getting close to the list, buddy.
Yeah.
Win something. Give me Harris English. Harris English.
I like that pick.
Yeah, good putter.
Yeah.
Good mindset.
Second at the PGA.
Yeah.
This brings in
Jeff
Prosser.
gonna listen. It doesn't have a good track record here. I don't care. I'm lifting the lid off the pot.
Okay. Wow.
And Tommy Fleetwood's gonna get his first win.
I was just thinking.
He's just finally under the
Fleetwood's
radar.
in the top 5 of power rankings every time and never wins.
Yeah,
Rob.
there's not a lot in the field here. Like again, he had an MC Hammer, I think, last year at Colonial. That concerns me. But the guy at some point is going to stink less than the rest in winning time and win an event. Who are we kidding? Just give E his money. And let's move on to next week because Scheffler's going to win the doggone golf tournament. He'll probably win it by 5-6 shots. Do we disagree? How much? How about this? How much is Scotty Scheffler going to win Colonial by? Is he not losing? He's winning the tournament. No one can beat. None of these guys can beat him. He's playing good.
Runner up there, like
and yeah. But who won? Like somebody
Davis
better
Riley
than
beat him in a playoff, and he lost to Sam Burns in a playoff.
Okay, yeah, those were
he
both.
Plays well here. He plays
yeah,
well
he's going to win the tournament.
Probably sleeps in his bed.
How much does he win by? 3? What's the over under? Could you do that in Vegas? Not just who wins, but like. Let's give a spread on Scheffler's victory.
The Colonial's kind of a different.
Can you play Scheffler minus 2.5 and get better odds?
I mean, you got Kevin Na and Berger and Kokrak and Burns and Griot and Davis Riley. Colonial's just kind of
brings a lot of guys.
Scotty's game, but you don't bomb it. You hit a lot of 2
Well,
irons,
to your point, I mean, Annika Sorenstam in her prime, didn't make the cut, but didn't get killed there. There's a couple 3 overs.
A lot of dog legs. You're hitting to the corner.
I'll raise your Tommy Fleetwood.
Okay.
With a Jordan Spieth.
Oh.
Okay.
And then I will take cheeseburger. As in Danny Burger. As in burger and fries.
Oh.
Yeah. And then I'll give it back to...
I'm going to go with another guy that if you're just going to ask him to maneuver around the golf course, he won the Texas Open, and, and he's played well.
My guy.
He's played well at Harbour Town through the years. I'm with Brian Harmon.
Son of a, he's not even in the Bolton anymore.
I don't look at Bolton, buddy.
I know.
Don't never use Bolton to like dodge me because I'm not going by Bolton.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Ugh. I tell you what, I'm not exactly sure how this guy's 11th in the world, but I think he is. Let's go Mav McNeely.
Okay.
So weird. I
think he's the 3rd favorite at the tournament.
Is he? Okay.
At least by world rankings, the 3rd highest world ranked player. The only reason I know that is because I'm not a McNeely, stan. It's because our fantasy list by world ranking the highest. And for example, this is how big a favorite he is. Because you get the same, like our fantasy budget is the same ratio as the world golf ranking points. So in other words, if Scotty and Rory are both in the field, Scotty's only going to be a couple of points more.
Right, yeah.
But
sense.
right now, Scotty Scheffler would cost you got a 30-point budget, 16.87. Up next to Hideki Matsuyama, 4.97.
Oh, wow, okay.
Literally 3-4 times better than the next guy in the world rankings. So.
All right, who's up?
You are.
All right.
No, it's on me.
It's double. Did you double pick?
Yeah, he went Spieth and Berger.
No, Spieth and Berger.
And it's funny.
It's me. Then it's me. Then
you
picked.
Harmon.
You picked.
Oh, that's right. God, I'm stupid.
Whoa,
you see, you wonder why I didn't get the 25? You understand me? Do you see?
So, when you see Grandpa start slowing down mentally, it's pretty difficult on the kids.
What is that, man? What's going on? I think I got hit in the head.
I'm going to go with the guy that Jeff just mentioned and brought up. I'm going to go with Hideki Matsuyama.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. All right. Okay.
That leaves, are we done?
No, that's
it.
You guys. How about we go to break and you guys go drink some coffee or
How about
something?
y'all stay on the hooch?
E.T. went first
I'm on the hooch.
E.T. went first and last.
Okay.
Yeah.
Stewie went second and 4th.
pick?
Yeah.
Leave it there.
Yeah, I don't remember
No one
either.
heard.
Harris
You think it's bad? Hey, you think it's bad now?
Anyone else?
I mean, I can't.
Matt
hey,
McNeely.
Oh, Matt McNeely.
You think it's bad now where I can't remember that I just picked 2 minutes ago? You should see me on Sunday trying to rack my brain who everyone has. Who has? It's a mess. My brain's mashed potatoes by Monday.
Those are the Dream Finders picks. This is Brunch with the Tour. Thank you to Stuart Moore. We're back with more next right here on The Drill. 9 o'clock nasty.
What an absolutely gorgeous day. Warm sun, beautiful women, and the air is just right for
1010XL.
Here's Linda Beaver.
Mayday, mayday, mayday.
Come in, Linda. Over.
We've got a sea of new vehicles and they're priced so low they're rocking the boat. Come check out our biggest selection of inventory with prices that don't break the bank and our wow-ya experience that will ensure smooth sailing for your next car purchase. Plus, take advantage of our peace of mind warranties, transparent pricing to provide you with a peace of mind. You better beat the surge and head to the all-new Beaver Toyota or Chevrolet for the car buying experience you deserve. The Drill.
From the DivorceMenOnly.com studios.
Get this thing unwrapped here.
Praz, what in the world are you doing working on your Duval?
That's right, man. I really identify with Duval.
You live in St. John's County, knucklehead.
I mean the Duval sub, the Dailies Dash Duval. Turkey, ham, melted cheddar, and habanero jack cheeses. Lettuce, tomato, crispy and fresh, like me. I'm sure there's a Dailies Dash sub that sums you up.
The boss.
Because, of course,
oven roasted beef, Munster cheese, roasted mushrooms, caramelized onions. It's the boss of all subs. Only available
for me.
That's just not true.
What do you mean? I walked in the other day, screamed, "You know it," and said, "A boss for a boss."
Well, no matter who you are, there is a Daily Stash sandwich or sub for you.
Go find yours. They may even make you a boss.
I'm sure they will, because it is Daily Stash.
Where more is better.
And you got that right.
Lauren Brooks here for Terminix. Did you know that mosquito bites could lead to heartworm for your dog or cat? When mosquitoes show up, pet parents want them gone. Terminix takes mosquitoes down fast, just like they did at my house for our pup. Terminix knows that pets are part of the family. They do what it takes to help protect them. When mosquitoes show up, so does Terminix. Don't live with a mosquito problem, Terminix it. Visit Terminix.com today to schedule a free inspection online. That's Terminix.com.
Make the most of every lawn with Kubota commercial landscaping equipment. From the productivity-boosting Z700 mower to the reliable SVL track loader, it's a lineup built to get the job done right. Because when your reputation is on the line, you need equipment that will never let you down. Visit Coastal Equipment in Jacksonville or McClenny.
Power for the great outdoors. Coastal Equipment.
Coastal Equipment on New Kings Road and in McClenny.
Home of the Jacksonville Jaguars. WJXL AM Jacksonville Beach. WJXL FM Jacksonville Beach.
Plumbing problems? AC not blowing? Septic tank doing whatever septic tanks do? Don't call 3 different companies and play contractor roulette. Just call Duck Duck Rooter. We handle plumbing, septic, and air conditioning all under one roof. That's one call, one company, and one bill that won't give you a heart attack. For fast, reliable, and slightly ducky service, call 904-862-6769 or waddle over to duckduckrooter.com. When you're stuck, call the Duck.
Are your kids ready to play this summer? Come check out the Y. Summer is a time for kids to explore new things and expand the limits of their imagination. At the Y, summer camps every day is a new adventure. Kids can learn about STEM, arts and humanities, athletic sports, outdoor games, and more. Registration is now open, but space is limited and spots are filling up quickly. Learn more and find your adventure at fcymca.org. Search Summer Day Camp.
Summer's here, and you can now get almost anything you need for your sunny days delivered with Uber Eats. What do we mean by almost? Well, you can't get a well-groomed lawn delivered, but you can get a chicken parmesan delivered. A cabana? That's a no. But a banana? That's a yes. A nice tan? Sorry, nope. But a box fan? Happily, yes. A day of sunshine? No. A box of fine wines? Yes. Uber Eats can definitely get you that. Get almost anything delivered with Uber Eats. Order now. Alcohol in select markets. Product availability may vary by region. See app for details.
This is Mark Nato. My sons and I have seen the doctors and PAs at Southeast Ortho for everything from lumbar spine stress to elbow tendonitis. Southeast has always been there, been truthful, and always been on point. Everything they say happens. We can't thank them enough for what they've done and the great care that they have taken of our sons.
Relieve pain and get back to life. Southeast Orthopedic Specialists.
Are your monthly bills keeping you up at night, wondering how you got so behind? Hey, I'm Roger Moore, CEO of Loan Pronto. I get it. Life is expensive now. Insurance, groceries, cars. And then there's the credit card debt with those obscene interest rates. It's time to regain your financial freedom. And that's what we offer at Loan Pronto, using the power of the equity in your home. We have multiple ways to get you the cash you need, and most clients close in 2 weeks or less, and many don't even require an appraisal. And listen, rates have been plummeting recently. We just locked a homeowner in with an APR in the low fives, saving her over $1,000 per month, and put $10,000 in her pocket. Life-changing money. Whether you're drowning in debt, have a nosebleed rate you got last year, need home improvements, or simply need cash in your pocket, we can help you accomplish this goal in record time. Call us today and get started with no hard credit pull, just a conversation. LoanPronto.com, 904-999-1508. LoanPronto.com. That's LoanPronto.com.
Equal housing lender, NMLS 1661781, subject to lender approval, NMLSconsumeraccess.org.
This is Molly McDonald with your 1010XL Southeast Orthopedic Specialist local sports update brought to you by Awaken 180. The Jacksonville Jaguars kicked off their 2025 OTAs yesterday under new head coach Liam Cohen. Early indications suggest the defense is ahead of the offense in the team's development. On the defensive side, they excelled by forcing 4 interceptions and recovering a fumble for a touchdown. Head coach Liam Cohen spoke on the defense being ahead of the offense.
The defense is typically always ahead. There's a lot. I'm not diminishing what they have to learn defensively. There's a lot of calls, a lot of different fundamentals, communication that has to occur. I think naturally you would say offensively there's a lot more that ends up maybe slowing you down pre-snap and post-snap. But yeah, I would hope that the defense would be a little bit further ahead, to be honest with you. I think typically that's the case as you go all the way through training camp and as you go into the season.
Liam Cohen at OTAs. It's 79 degrees at 9:04. Time and temp brought to you by Bueller Air and Plumbing. Stay cooler with Bueller.
1010XL is presented by Farah and Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Protecting you and your family. Call 396-5555. Jacksonville.
It's Mr. Nasty time. Oh, Mr. Nasty time. Mr. Nasty time.
It's time. Now, it's time for the 9 o'clock nasty on the drill. We're wasting time. Here are Jeff Prosser, Dan Hicken, and E.T.
Any of you parents out there just wake up one day and say, what have my babies become? Never happened. I hope one day when Gritty's 18, you don't wake up one morning and maybe see some post that he put on social media.
I'm very cognizant of that.
And you just say, man, what have my babies become? That's what I feel like when I hear it. Now, the 9 o'clock nasty.
It's Mr. Nasty.
That's what my baby's become. This is what she's grown up to be. Born so many years ago, proud papa of then Sports Final Radio. And
You think Holmes thinks that?
They've grown up to
or does Holmes say that's just Dan and E? That's not Jeff.
As to what?
Do you think Holmes sits there and goes, what does my son become?
Oh, for sure. Yeah. That's nothing to do with the 9 o'clock nasty.
Just shakes his head.
I think Holmes loves and respects me.
Okay,
that's enough for me. He should. He's my father. I would hope that he would. If he doesn't, he's done a good job pretending, which is also a parent's second best, plan.
Mm-hmm.
Either love and respect or pretend to love and respect. There's no other option with your kids. That's the message they must get. One way or t'other.
Yeah.
All right. You referenced a little bit earlier the two Trevor missed throws yesterday. Did you see the throws? I read about them. I didn't actually watch them.
I don't think anybody was allowed to shoot.
Oh, I got you. So you just let a couple sail a little bit.
I think one was an overthrow.
I'm glad to see him able to throw. We kind of wondered that, didn't we? Did we know exactly he would be doing everything like he did yesterday?
I need to jump in for just a second.
Oh, wow. What do we got?
Well, because we teased it about an hour ago.
That's what we do.
And
what happened?
The Onion. You were supposed to.
Oh, I was supposed to remind you of the Onion, and I didn't. Look what I did. I mean, you just did the same with the guy who forgot 8 seconds after he made his pick that it wasn't his pick. Are you concerned? Is that concerning? Should I go see someone?
It wouldn't hurt.
Okay.
So anyway,
how do we slow it down?
We got a family feud going on Twitter.
Oh, okay, yeah. Here we go. Twitter. This is where we were promised this is something good about Twitter.
Right, and I like this. So
it's supposed to lift your Twitter spirit.
I don't like the feud necessarily.
Okay,
it's a little culture clashy. You know what I'm talking about, right? Ryan Clark again.
Oh, who is he going out of?
RG3.
Oh yeah.
RG's not happy with Ryan Clark. I don't. You got to really dive into it. It's very convoluted. In a nutshell, okay. In a nutshell, Ryan Clark took umbrage with RG3 coming out and saying that what's our girl's name?
Angel Reese.
Angel Reese hates Caitlin Clark.
And it turned into RG3 posted that Angel Reese hates Caitlin Clark.
Well, he just went on a whole rant about the foul.
Okay.
RG3, he is going kind of hard.
Okay. And there's it's not a big deal either way. But, okay, so he goes that, and then Ryan Clark comes on, and it devolves. And I think devolve is a good word. And I say this with all respect because Freddie T's on this one as well.
Okay.
But Freddie T's kind of like, it's a back and forth, but Freddie T's not forthing too much. He's just kind of nodding and watching. But Ryan Clark.
They're on the air together.
Yeah. It devolves into, RG3 would never know of a black woman's struggles. And again, I'm paraphrasing here a little bit.
Basically, he wouldn't understand the black woman's plight.
Because he's married to a white woman. Right? Mm-hmm. Did I get that pretty much correct?
That is correct. Yeah.
Okay. And then RG3 came back with, you crossed the line.
I think
Yeah, he says you
Yeah.
cross the line. We don't involve wives and kids. You should know that. That's wrong. Blah 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 blah. And he wrote a long diatribe, which frankly I didn't.
Ain't
want to
nobody reading all that.
Right. And it's mixed opinion, on both sides and both. So, but
what color?
Here's
my question, ET. And they asked me if this is a fair question as a response.
Mm-hmm.
If you're RG3, would it not have been a more effective? Well, can you tell me what color my mama is? Is that not an answer?
Yeah.
Can that not explain the plight of black woman if I grew up with one?
You know what? That's a fair response.
That's the better response.
But he
that would have
didn't
been
respond
quicker.
that.
That would have
That's
been
what I'm
better.
saying.
Yeah.
That would have been the better to the point response.
Yep.
But what I like about the feud,
okay,
and all that stuff, I don't care. First off,
whatever.
First off,
people think
I could
different.
care less
Yes.
about Caitlin Clark and Angel Reese in terms of they're trying to, and the WNBA should love this, by the way.
Oh, yeah.
it's getting talked about.
I didn't even know they had a home opening.
It was like a hard foul. It wasn't that big a deal.
It really wasn't that hard. Yeah.
Huh?
It really wasn't
Okay.
that hard to foul. She just swiped across her hands
Yeah.
and made sure she didn't shoot.
But my gosh. Anyway, with all that said, what I like about it is then somebody, and this is what I like about Twitter, somebody went and found a Steelers-Washington football game.
Okay.
RG3 handed off to a guy sweeping. This guy stopped. RG ran a vertical, threw it. RG3 was covered, went up to catch it, and then Ryan Clark came in and gave a big hit. And so that's what I like. I like putting it back into
I
sports.
thought there was a feel-good moment here. We didn't get there.
Oh, no.
No, he just added to that. Was just a creative way to say what just happened.
Yeah, they hate each other. There's
okay.
no question about it.
Yeah, all right.
Yeah, they don't like each other.
That's too bad.
They're not. They're neither of them backing down.
Yeah. Well, when you do hate each other, and you're saying pre-this, like they already, or they hate each other now because of this 2 days ago?
They hate each other because of it's basically media.
Ago.
No,
Yeah.
it's ever just while they're in the media. It wasn't
This
before
isn't
that.
just from this, or
No, it's just from this.
Well,
Just because a
just
lot
from
of
this,
times they
okay.
don't like RG3 stances because they feel he's constantly attacking black women. That's what
okay.
it is.
All right. Well,
Oh,
then
okay.
maybe you should say it that way.
RG3 is constantly attacking
Yes,
black women?
correct.
Okay.
But and now that's opinion or fact.
I mean, like,
What would you say? You follow him. I don't know.
Yeah, I would say he definitely.
Okay.
But he just has a strong stance, and
Okay.
it's always against black women.
Okay. Anyway, and you know how Ryan.
What are black women doing wrong? Like, where do you? Where's the?
But you know
state?
how Ryan Clark gets? Ryan Clark gets like so pensive when he does it.
Yeah, he definitely gets pensive.
It's a little much for me. But anyway, regardless, I'm changing subjects because I don't really want to talk
I mean,
about it.
Angel Reese and Caitlin Clark don't like each other. So what?
Yeah.
Who cares?
Who cares?
It's good.
It's good for the game.
I mean,
For the
the
game.
whole the Pistons and hated everyone they played and them.
Yeah.
Bird and Magic hated each other for a long time.
Right.
That's all fine and dandy. I don't need the big. That's it. That's sports. So what? Don't pretend like they don't, and they will. They'll just speak in cliches.
they'll pretend like they don't.
Yeah,
they don't like each
right.
other.
No, they don't like each other.
This is kind of a cool thing, and it's happening in Gainesville. Harold Stubbs IV is Gator freshman Drake Stubbs' brother.
Okay.
And Harold is transferring to Florida.
Okay. Where is he playing? I assume
Florida
he
State.
played. Did he play at Mandarin with his brother?
No, they were at Oakleaf together when Drake was a freshman. Drake eventually went to Mandarin.
That's good because I figured I got that one wrong too.
Very excited to be with my brother
No,
and play
he went to
together
Oakleaf.
again. That's the dream. If you can play with your brother, why not play with your brother? I'm real excited to go to Florida. They were teammates in 2021 at Oakleaf. Harold was all-county senior. Drake was a freshman. Harold walked on with FSU. Drake would finish his high school career at Mandarin. Anyway, Harold Stubbs is like, he's going to go be a
Was Harold a good player?
No, he's okay.
Was he
He's just
he wasn't a
he's
big
guy.
recruiter or
No,
something?
he's a guy. He
This
walked
reminds
on
me-
at FSU. He made it.
Oh,
It's great
walk on.
stuff.
Okay,
Yeah.
all right.
But he's going to play with his brother, which is interesting because Florida now has brothers on the football team. They have brothers on the baseball team. Hayden Yost has a brother who plays for the Gator baseball team. And, of course, they have brothers on the basketball team, the Brown brothers.
And one of those is an incoming transfer.
Yeah, from Ohio. So, anyway, just interesting in that respect, and just thought that was worth mentioning.
I have one little ESPN anecdote. Has anything ever come and gone with less identity or ownership than Sports Center Los Angeles?
Is it over?
There's never been a thing different
They
about
say
it.
goodbye?
Except this, they would bring in like actors and entertainers sometimes just from the outreaches, by the way, not the ultra popular, and waste 20 minutes in the summer interviewing them. But, yeah, SportsCenter Los Angeles is closing shop. And I think I saw that all those employees out there. But to watch Linda Cohn and Stan Verrett, God bless them, go off the air this morning like the Today Show was going off
Wait, they're closing L.A.?
They're closing L.A. They're moving it to Bristol.
She's got to go back?
She'll probably retire. She does something for the
She
Kraken.
ain't retiring, man.
She does something for the Kraken, too. She's worked for them for a while. A lot of those people have gotten jobs out there. They brought Neil Everett back on from wherever he went. He went to Portland, I think, to be the Blazers guy. But, no, it was just how – I mean, just looking back on all of the, quote, moments, and nobody has ever seen them because now, look, maybe it registers more in L.A.
Yeah.
But it has always seemed like they sent the B team out west to do the graveyard shift.
Well, what's his name? Stan was out there. Now, has he got to go to Bristol?
Yeah, he's the constant. It started Stuart Scott and Everett, and Stuart Scott went back to Bristol, and then it was Everett and Verrett forever.
Yeah.
And then Cohn, they moved out there, and she kind of rotated through, but it was really – and Everett and Verrett always felt like a B team that got pushed there, and they let them do their thing. And but yeah, SportsCenter LA closing shop today.
Well, thank you for letting us know. I did not know that.
Yeah,
I've got a 9 o'clock nasty.
Oh boy,
you with me, my man?
That's
Mr. Nasty time.
Thanks.
Mr. Nasty.
That's what they call me. That's what they call me.
Nasty time.
He's nasty.
Thank you. Mr. Nasty is here to tell you.
It's a Cal and Chucky
Dan
Sessions
Nasty.
Tuesday. I might have to get this vetted.
Dan Nasty.
Are we doing this when we come back, or doing it right now?
We'll do it when we come back.
We can do it now. I don't even know where we are on the clock. We're always heavy because we have more content than we have airtime.
We'll be back, and I'll do the nasty.
Yeah, more content than airtime. That's what you get with the drill.
But let's not forget it. Write it down on your piece of paper,
by the way,
Jeff.
ET, you're gone Friday, right?
Yes.
Thank you. I wrote down onion. I do remember doing this. We got Matty Every in studio with us on Friday.
Shout out.
ET, so we'll talk about some of these golf topics we've been talking about, including maybe the obligation to speak to the media. So Matt Every in with us coming up on Friday. So already looking forward to that as well. We'll be back with more. It's a Cal and Chuck Accessories Tuesday on The Drill.
The Drill.
From the DivorceMenOnly.com studios.
You never know what's going to happen.
If we played them 10 times, they might win 9. But not this game.
And that's the beauty of sports.
Not tonight.
1010XL.
Screw them.
Jacksonville Sports Radio.
When you need a mechanic you can trust, call Sam, Harry, or Joe at AA Automotive on Richard Street. From oil changes to complex engine repairs, AA Automotive promises expert service and honest pricing from a local family biz. AA Automotive on Richard Street.
Need fresh and flavorful lunch? Chicken Salad Chick has scratch-made, Southern-style chicken salad in every bite. It's quick and delicious, so why wait? Come taste the best chicken salad today at Town Center, Durbin Park, or Butler Point at Chicken Salad Chick.
Hacker here, and let's talk sincerity. You know, there's a big difference between someone tossing you a casual, hey, how you doing, and genuinely asking, no, really, how are you doing? At Awaken 180, I felt that sincerity every single week while dropping 122 pounds, and I still feel it every month in free maintenance for life. Sure, seeing that number plunge on the scale was incredible, but what truly pushed me across the goal line? My amazing Awaken 180 coaches. They coached me up like I was prepping for draft day, always in my corner, sincerely invested in my success, and check this out. I'm going on a cruise in a couple of weeks, complete with formal night. Now, normally, cameras and I have a strained relationship. I hated taking pictures, but thanks to Awaken 180, the camera and I have made peace. No more ducking photos. Want results you can actually keep? Do what we all did and call 844-346-1800 or book online at awaken180weightloss.com.
Hey, Hicken here for my friends at Zero Res. Man, I love the cleaning freaks. They come out to the house, man, and they're awesome. Make your house look better, smell better, feel better. And I'll tell you what, they can handle any surface you throw at them. You want to throw them carpets? They laugh at tile and grout. They scowl at hardwood, laminate, stone, upholstery, rugs. And they'll do the air ducts too, man. You don't believe me? Check out more than 8,000 customer reviews. 4.9 Google rating. 4.9. 5.0 is perfect. We're calling it Mayhem. Mayhem. Get it? We'll give you 3 rooms, $149 plus a 4th room free. That's 4 rooms for $149. And we'll take 20% off your air duct cleaning as well. Here's what you do. Call Zero Res right now, 287-5727. Or go online. It's easy. ZeroResJacksonville.com. Tell them you want the 1010XL Hicken special. Zero Res. Spell it forward. Zero Res. Spell it backwards.
A judge swings
the gavel and I pound the hammer. I'm not judging, just hammering. Hammer Time with Hayes Carlyon, weekdays on The Frangie Show.
Hammer Time with Hayes, driven by Southside Kia on 1010XL.
Gun charges, drug charges. I'm attorney Malcolm Anthony, and I specialize in handling these types of felony cases. Stay out of trouble. But if you don't, call me at 285-4LAW. That's 285-4LAW.
Join us at Miller Electric May 29th from 4 to 7 p.m. We're on the lookout for talented people, from entry level to experienced electricians and foremen, security system installation and service technicians, fire alarm system service technicians, and both senior and junior VDV technicians. This is your chance to get hired on the spot. Meet the managers, indulge in delicious food, and snag some awesome giveaways. Don't miss out on this electrifying chance to power up your career. Miller Electric, May 29th, 4 to 7 p.m., 6805 South Point Parkway.
Jacksonville's building a playoff team in team.
All right, we're going to play to win.
Follow 1010XL's coverage of organized team activities. Backed by Heroes Lawn Care and Hurricane Grill and Wings. Tune up the off-season with AA Automotive and 1010XL.
Hey, don't buy a diamond at one of those big box corporate jewelers in the town center until you see what Beard's Diamonds can offer. Hicken here. Beard's Diamonds will give you a better price on a better quality diamond. Beards, they're not beholden to Wall Street. They are beholden to the people of Jacksonville. Why? Because they're the only locally owned jeweler in the town center. Yes, Beards has the best diamond selection in the region. No middleman prices on hand-picked diamonds, all shapes, all sizes. They also have the top bridal designers like Tacori and Viraggio. And here's something else. Unlike the others, Beards doesn't have commissioned salespeople. Their experts get paid whether you buy something or not. So no pressure, ever. Their associates are diamond experts. They'll teach you how to buy a diamond the smart way. We're really lucky to have Beards here as a refreshing alternative. You get it all. No compromises, highest quality, personal service, no middleman pricing, and unbeatable guarantees. Beards Diamonds, the only locally owned jeweler. They're at the St. John's Town Center.
Bueller.
Stay cooler with Bueller.
Jason, I don't see how a new air conditioner is going to work out for me.
Well, you like air conditioning, right?
Oh, yeah, totally. But a new air conditioner could be expensive.
Well, not if you...
I mean, to save up the money, I probably have to give up my extra hot skim latte every morning. Now I fall asleep during a staff meeting, get volunteered for the summer picnic committee, and end up sitting in the dunk tank all afternoon getting water up my nose.
Okay, look at it this way. Put on these sunglasses. Whoa. Bueller Air and Plumbing puts in a new AC. We hook you up with affordable financing, and you stay cool and comfortable for just $149 a month. Cool?
Cool. I see it now.
Life can be hard on your budget. If you suffer through the heat because of a broken AC you could totally afford to replace, you could visit.
Stay cooler with Bueller.
Visit BuellerAir.com.
Hicken here with lots more on George Moore Chevrolet. Hey, Justin Moore, what are you doing in our commercial?
Dan, this Moore just wanted to remind folks of vehicles less than $20,000 on our lot. Or you can always go more with our Silverado EV.
I have my boy Blue, that beautiful Gator Blue Silverado. Love, love, love it. And that service department, second to none. Let's just say it means more to Gabe and the boys who take great care of us.
Not to mention, we do more for the community. We love Jacksonville. Been around these parts since 1986.
George Moore Chevrolet. Need I say more?
Get this. Joey and me were supposed to go to this concert next week, right? But then something terrible happened. Joey was driving without a seatbelt. But he didn't wreck. No, he got pulled over. Now Joey has to pay for a seatbelt ticket instead of a concert ticket, and I have to go by myself. How lame is that? So Joey, if you're out there, you're an idiot. Wear your seatbelt or you'll get a ticket.
All across the country, cops are cracking down. Click it or ticket, day and night.
Funded by the Florida Department of Transportation.
Interested in a unique date night? Gibby here. I took my wife Nikki to Wick a Candle Bar. She made her own custom candle right there in the store. Shop local at Wick a Candle Bar. Locations in San Marco and Jacks Beach.
1010XL is presented by Farah and Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Protecting you and your family. Call 396-5555. Jacksonville.
Back on the Cattler Truck Accessories Tuesday when I saw BPY yesterday, Big Pat Young, ET, he told me He liked my vibe on the Braves earlier in the year, right?
Oh, yeah?
I told you, E.T., just tell me what they did. I'm not going to watch them. So I interpret that as BPY being a part of Braves Nation, enjoying Braves fandom. I say that because Spencer Strider returns from the injured list tonight, so he'll start for Atlanta. I mean, if A.J. Smith-Shawver is going to pitch like he's been pitching, or at least some facsimile of it, Strider, Sale, Smith-Shawver, and Schwellenbach gives you a pretty good four there.
I just got a disturbing drive-by from
stop my
Max.
Braves thing. I had a Shazam Spotlight I was going to give here as well real quick. Brought to you by ShazamAuto.com, the Murray Ford Superstores. And I gave Dan this stat earlier, so he's not going to be Shazammed by it. He's just going to have to hear it again for a second time. But I've got in front of me Major League Baseball's slugging percentage leaders. Now, we talk about OPS. That's your on-base percentage, plus this slugging percentage is part of the equation. And that's this year's leaders. This is since April 3rd, so basically since the season began. And in fourth place is Freddie Freeman, slugging percentage 664. Shohei Ohtani, third place, 667. Aaron Judge, second place, 710. And the leader in Major League Baseball in slugging percentage, just ahead of Judge, Ohtani, and Freeman, Drake Baldwin, Braves rookie catcher.
MVP.
Ooh, I'm excited.
Some votes.
I think that's enough to get you excited. There you go. All right. Now on to
I got this drive-by from young Max because
the Phillies fan. They're in first, I see.
Yeah, they're in first. So I'm like, good. Let another horse lead the way for a while. It's fine with me. It's
it's a long season. Tell Max we'll catch him at some point.
The Dodgers have lost 4 in a row. They got swept by the Angels, and then they lost again last night. So
you aware of what Ohtani's doing?
I know he's got 17.
Yeah, he's just red hot, bro. It's every game 3 for 5 with a homer. What's his average up to?
Stand by.
Every time I turn on it, like he's homered twice in a game and flying out to the wall. I think, dude, it's just a robot, bro.
Shohei's only hitting 312.
Is he the biggest Japanese man that God's ever put on the earth, or we haven't determined that? I mean, just talking about like stature-wise, maybe not fat-wise.
Was it Matsui a big dude? I don't remember.
How tall is Ohtani? Because he looks 6'6" to me. He looks like Freeman size.
I always was impressed with the
shoulders.
He's
just a big old
dude,
man.
Yeah. Freddie's hitting 368.
Yeah, Freddie's a pretty good player. We had him at one point.
Shohei's got 17 and 31 ribs only.
Ooh, that's a little out of kilter.
He struck out 51 times in 100.
Our guys don't have a ton of homers. Like I the Braves' offense kind of got hot this weekend, and I was looking at the guy. Ozuna hit 2. He's only got 8. I thought he had more than that. Riley hit 1. He's only got 7. What?
Bombshell newsy, 9 o'clock nasty.
Oh, boy.
Dan Nasty brings this to you.
Dan Nasty? Is that new?
Yeah.
Dan Nasty.
Have you heard that, E.T.?
Dan
Nasty?
Dan Nasty.
That's what they call me in 9 o'clock hour.
All right.
Yeah, I'm just saying. I don't know.
He went from Dreamfinder Sandy to Dan Nasty.
Dan Nasty. He's like an alter ego.
Yeah. We got, Sophie Cunningham.
Oh, yeah.
Do I?
Yeah.
Yeah, I do.
She played for the Phoenix Mercury. She's now in Indiana. She went back to Indiana.
Oh, yeah.
I learned about it this morning.
Yeah, Sophie.
Yeah.
Sophie's alleged to have an affair with the married Sons of Mercury CEO, Josh Bartelstein, who I think used to be an agent. I'm not positive.
That's why she got traded.
That's in a lawsuit. Gene Traylor, the Suns' director of safety, security, and risk management.
I'm curious how it's a lawsuit.
Well, Gene Traylor, the Suns' director of safety, security, and risk management, filed a lawsuit in May alleging racial discrimination, security issues within the franchises, in which he claims he told Bartelstein that Cornelius Craig, the franchise's VP of security and risk management, had been telling people that Bartelstein allegedly was having an affair with Cunningham. Plaintiff also shared with Bartelstein that Craig had been spreading damaging info that could jeopardize the organization. When Bartelstein asked plaintiff to reveal what Craig said, plaintiff explained that Craig had been telling others Josh Bartelstein is bleeping Sophie Cunningham.
Was he?
Cunningham played for the Mercury from 19 to 24 after the franchise drafted her. The franchise signed Cunningham to an extension through 25 last September, then traded her mysteriously to the Fever this February.
She's a pretty good player, isn't she?
Yeah.
I think, yeah.
She did not play in the Fever's season opening win over the Sky. She's dealing with an injury. Phoenix has become my home away from home. I'm thrilled to be in the Valley and continue to get to play in front of the best fans in the world. Cunningham at the time said in a press release. So, and she's a bit of a long-legged looker, is I guess how I would describe her.
Long-legged looker.
Yeah.
Okay.
She's a looker.
All right.
You want to see the...
Yeah, I've seen her before. I know who you're talking about.
Sophie.
She's enjoying life.
Well, they can glam them up for sure.
Bartelstein has been married to his wife for 2 years.
This is what it looks like to me. Mm-hmm. This is somebody who works for the Mercury. Hates Bartelstein.
Mm-hmm.
Season thinks he's a thinks he's a hypocrite, thinks he's this and that, sees the opportunity, finds out for sure, and he goes public to screw him over. That's which again, whatever. That would be my, if I was Columbo arriving on the scene, that's what I would deduce.
Okay. Well,
And by the way, those things are wrong. You certainly, as an owner of a team, can't be sleeping with one of the players. So turning that info in doesn't mean it's all, coming from out your feelings.
Waiting for the salacious details, but there was it was a surprising trade. She's 28 years old.
That's what I mean. Yeah. I remember it being a surprise when they made it. Look, Caitlin Clark's team is like one of the favorites to win the league this year.
They're one of the best teams this year, yeah.
I saw did I see she has already set the record for triple doubles in the WNBA, or she's third?
I'm not sure. I know if you would have put $25 down, it would have won you $3,500 or something for the triple double part.
Oh, really? Yeah.
Yeah.
She's been everything is advertised. And by the way, Reese is really good in one area. She is a hell of a rebounder.
Yeah, she can rebound that ball.
She can rebound. Now, what she does when she grabs that rebound can get kind of ugly.
I love our boy. I love our boy Matt Avery. I can't read what he texts me, but he's listening right now. He had some feedback.
Maddie's
Sophie, by the way, became one of the sort of quote faces of the WNBA.
Of course, yeah, she's a looker.
In August of 24, she made her biggest splash when she arrived for a game in a watercolor-esque off-the-shoulder dress with a thigh-high slit.
Yeah. They
2 abdomen cutouts showing off her bikini tan lines.
Okay, you go, girl.
Made tremendous waves. Yeah.
I love the WNBA whenever they arrive to the games. So I like the looks. I pay attention to the looks.
I love when we're like 14 in our treehouse. Did you see Susie today? Those Guess jeans.
Some things fitting right, man.
Wow. You do with it what you will, but it's salacious and details are coming.
Yeah, I think it is. I think that goes beyond salacious. I think there should probably be a line drawn that ownership can't sleep with the players. It's probably inherently wrong.
Ought to be a rule.
Yeah, probably be a rule that the boss can't sleep with the employees.
Can't do that.
Yeah, just a thought.
That'd be a no-no.
Right. Especially when it's like your CEO, right? That's not like it's the secretary. Not that would be okay, but right? I mean, this is like the face of your franchise. Probably shouldn't sleep with her.
Yeah.
And she with him, by the way, as a married man, maybe you have other options, Sophie. Just a thought. And then the winner is this other little dude who just discovers everything and, unleashes it all.
Yeah.
We're to the time of the year where we get these, under 25 lists.
I love them.
Sometimes they're opinions. Sometimes they're voted on by the players. In this case, Pro Football Focus ranks the 25 under 25 by their career grades to this point.
Okay.
You want to start at the top or the bottom? Let's just go to, there's one Jaguar on the list. I'm sure you can guess who he is.
Travis Hunter.
By the way, this is your age on opening day. So there are some people who are 25 now.
Travis Hunter.
Travis Hunter has not played a game yet, so he doesn't have a grade. He would be ineligible.
Why is he not on the list?
Because he doesn't have a grade. He hasn't played a game, but he hasn't played a game. He doesn't have a grade. You have to play at least 1 year to get a grade.
Brian Thomas Jr.
Brian Thomas Jr. is number 20. The 20th best player under 25. He is separated by just an eyelash from a guy who had a remarkably similar year last year out of Georgia, which was Ladd McConkey. The two skill sets are different, but they had amazingly similar years from production and analytic standpoints, from their grades to their stats to on down the line. The number one player under the age of 25 in one of these sexy, game-breaking skill players, it's Penei Sewell of the Lions.
Real good.
A 3-year grade of 93. I mean,
he's a baller, man.
Yeah. But number 2, Puka. Jimmy
wow.
Gladstone. Can you go get us one of those?
Jimmy, get us one of them.
Right.
A 92.5 3-year grade. Number 3, another guy I can remember the Jags considering. I don't know what we did in this particular draft, but Kyle Hamilton, the safety from the Ravens.
This time next year, Travis Hunter will be number 1.
Yes, sir. I like it. Jaden Daniels, number 4.
He should be. In fact, Jaden Daniels should be number 1.
Yeah.
I don't trust the Commanders as much as y'all. This just kind of came up like, so Jaden Daniels is much more trustworthy than C.J. Stroud was?
Yes.
He is. Okay. Because of the running ability?
Yes.
All right. Then we'll move on. Trent McDuffie of the Chiefs. They found one there. They've got him at 5th. This is by grade.
Yeah.
Jared Verse, 6, another Gladstone find.
Yeah.
Player.
Will Anderson of the Texans is 7. Brian Branch of the Lions is 8. Bijan Robinson of the Falcons is 9.
Yeah.
Jahmyr Gibbs is 10. Drake London is 11. C.J. Stroud, 12. Derek Stingley of Houston is 13. These are good players. Brock Bowers of 14. Malik Neighbors, 15. 3 of those first-year receivers have cracked this list, and they're all really close. Bowers, McConkey, not Bowers, Neighbors, McConkey, and Brian Thomas Jr.
Neighbors is ahead of Brian Thomas Jr.?
Both are barely ahead of Brian Thomas Jr.
McConkey's ahead of Brian Thomas Jr.?
He's one spot ahead.
That ain't right.
Is
that right?
Had the same year.
He did?
Here is the difference. The grade was 84.7 to 82.3. He led McConkey led all rookies in yards per route run.
What catches, yards, and touchdowns, please?
Yeah. Those are also similar. We looked at this last year, but I'm going to look at it right now.
Yeah, but I'm struggling with that one. And he's a good player. Don't
he was there. It was a
he
weird.
also had Justin Herbert thrown to him all year.
It was a weird comparison all year.
82, 11, 49, and 7.
Right.
What did our guy have? He had 12.
Okay, hold on. Our guy had
86,
87, 12, 82, and 10.
Yeah, can I say BS?
Yeah.
You can stick that where the sun don't shine right there. How dare you put Ladd McConkey ahead of our guy?
Wasn't a strong opinion, but yeah.
I'm jumping in right here.
Well, if that's the case, then you can't put Malik Neighbors ahead of him either, can you?
Yeah, well, Malik Neighbors had more receptions, I think, in less games.
Yeah, we also only had 7 touchdowns, and he had less yards. So how can he be?
Well,
6
I think
spots
Brian
ahead of him?
Thomas Jr. was the best.
I do too.
Yeah,
I agree. I agree. Yeah, I'm not dumb.
What number was Malik?
15.
15.
Right, what are you talking about on the top 25?
On your list.
15.
What was our guy?
20.
And what was McConkey? 19.
19. Yeah, but they're all really, really close. And again, by the way, this is away from opinion. This is what their graders have put him at. So however they reach that, this is my grade.
Malik Neighbors had 109 catches.
Yeah.
But he had the most targets, remember?
But he also had less yards and less touchdowns on all those extra catches. So, I mean, that balances it a little bit.
Balance. We need balance. We need to make the turn for home.
Fair and balanced.
Next,
right
somebody
here on
claimed
that already. Never mind.
Nasty Dan was the meanest man I ever knew.
The Drill at the DivorceMenOnly.com studios. Wherever you go, we go.
Those are the rules. I didn't make them up.
Download the 1010XL and XL 92.5 FM apps for free on Apple and Android devices to listen anywhere in the world.
Maybe the key to the whole plan. You get it?
Got it.
Good.
Hayes Carline here. If you're shopping for a new ride, you've got to check out Atlantic Infinity. Not only do you get a luxury vehicle, you also get the Atlantic Infinity Promise Free with every new car. That's almost $2,500 in added value just for buying smarter. And you don't have to sweat it out on the lot. Shop in their indoor climate-controlled showrooms. It's cool, comfortable, hassle-free. They're on Atlantic near St. John's Bluff, or browse anytime at AtlanticInfinity.com.
For the greenest, luscious lawn on the block, choose the local legends, Roundtree Sod. Don't just settle for ordinary. Let Roundtree Sod deliver you a picture-perfect lawn. To get a free estimate, call 7414-SOD. 7414-SOD.
Man, jack of all trades, masters of none? It just feels like at every turn nowadays, every company can do all work. Not us. Hi, Stevie Beatrice here, second-generation plumber right here in Jacksonville, Florida. We are your master plumbing company that only focuses on all your plumbing needs. So for your next plumbing job, don't call another Jack. Call Beatrice Plumbing, where plumbing is what we do and plumbing is what we're great at. Beatrice Plumbing, here to help.
Yo, this is Tony from Tony D's. Are you looking for a great slice of pizza? Well, we have about 12 varieties. Most places won't have slices of pizza after lunch. At Tony D's, you can get a slice all day. It's always fresh at Tony D's Pizza. Bay Meadows and 295.
I'm Clayton Bromberg, the president of Underwoods. From now until May 28th, we're holding our big diamond sale, and now's the best time to buy a quality diamond of a carat or more. Here are a few reasons. First, there's severe upward pressure on rough diamonds, with 4 price increases already this year. Most of this has yet to hit the polished market, so they're diamonds for sale at the old prices. Next, our diamond cutters asked us to house their inventories of existing big diamonds so we could sell them here prior to them being offered to the jewelry trade in Las Vegas. This allows us the ability to sell from their vast stock at brokerage prices you have to see to believe. All of these diamonds are graded for cut, color, and clarity with independent laboratory grading reports. Now, along with this vast collection of big diamonds, we put all of our own meticulously selected loose diamonds and engagement-style rings on sale at prices from 3% to 25% off. We also take trade-ins. But remember, this sale ends May 28th at Underwood San Marco, Avondale, and the shops of Ponte Vedra.
This Date in Sports History is brought to you by Southeast Orthopedic Specialists.
On May 20th, 1991, Michael Jordan of the Chicago Bulls was named the NBA's MVP for the second time in his career. That same year, Jordan led the Bulls to their first NBA championship.
Hello, this is Father Nicholas Lowe, and I want to talk to you about not being afraid of the crosses of life. Life can be difficult. Maybe today you're carrying a cross of worry or stress. Let me encourage you to remember that when Christ got on the big cross at Golgotha, he destroyed all the little crosses that we face in our life. He set us free from fear, worry, and anxiety. Our job is not to be carried by the cross, but to be carried by our faith.
For more inspiration, log on to stjohnthedivine.com.
Maxed out on credit cards, struggling with high interest debt? You could pay it all off in days with Loan Pronto's Rapid Equity Loan. Hey, it's Prosser here. Get cash out now without touching your low-rate first mortgage. No appraisals, no waiting, no BS. The Rapid Equity Loan Program at Loan Pronto is amazing. One Loan Pronto client just got $300,000 approved in under 24 hours. They paid off debt, renovated their kitchen, and cut their monthly expenses by $1,800. That's a huge turnaround. Instant approvals, low rates, no hard credit pull up front. That's Loan Pronto. Listen, your home equity is yours. Use it. Get cash to consolidate your debt down to one easy, low monthly payment. Call Loan Pronto now for a free instant appraisal for your home and see how much cash you can get today. Loan Pronto is an A+ rated by the Better Business Bureau and have nearly 2,500 five-star Google reviews. Call now and start the conversation. Go to loanpronto.com or call 999-1508. That's loanpronto.com.
Brian and Angela Wall here with Window World. You've heard us talk about it. Window World, the #1 window replacement company in the USA, selling over 1 million windows each year for the past 8 years.
That's a lot of satisfied customers, and why J.D. Powers has awarded Window World Best in Customer Satisfaction 3 out of 4 years.
Window World stands behind their slogan, simply the best for less. With Window World, you get top quality windows at a price that leaves more of your money in your bank account, and you get the absolute best guarantee there is in the window replacement industry. When compared to our competition, there is none. See for yourself. Call the competition. Get quotes from them. But before you buy, get Window World's free estimate and compare the quality of the windows and the price.
You'll see.
And when your new Window World windows are installed and they're saving you money on your energy bills, if anything goes wrong with those windows, Window World and I will be there to make it right. That's my guarantee.
Call Window World today. Start saving money on your new windows and your energy bills, and take vacation with your savings. Window World, online at windowworldneflorida.com.
Window World, simply the best for less. Thank you for your business.
Window World also offers energy-efficient doors and siding.
1010XL is presented by Farah and Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Protecting you and your family. Call 396-5555. Jacksonville. Now, the cool down from the cool guys at Donovan Air Electric and Plumbing. Fast, reliable, and honest service since '87.
Cool down about this when we get to the Olympics in 2028, the Summer Olympics in LA. We're going to see NFL players in the Olympics.
Flag football?
Yeah, they're going to pass that. They're going to pass that easily, and them boys are going to play because they want to go win a gold medal, and it's cool. It's something different. They like to compete. Those guys will go play. And by the way, you know who the first guy I would take on that team would be?
Patrick Mahomes?
Nope.
It'll be like, Jamar Chase.
Nope.
No.
Travis Hunter.
Oh, both ways.
Huh?
Yeah,
how
you
good
play both ways.
How good of a flag football player would he be?
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Yeah, in 2028, he'll be playing in the Summer Olympics and winning a gold medal for the United States. With a big smile on his face, he'll be...
And Jaden Daniels at quarterback.
Yeah.
You need somebody like that.
Yeah. You got to get the runner guy. If he's as good as they say he is, I mean, Travis, I mean, that would be...
Or Lamar.
He would be a great...
oh, yeah.
And, it's going to tick off the, that one... Have you ever seen that one little dude who plays quarterback?
Yeah. He talked cash. Bro, you can't handle these NFL guys, bro. Simmer down, buddy.
You ain't doing it, bro.
Just because you won a few air-it-out tournaments.
I know you think you're the king of flag football. They don't know the nuances. Guess what?
Bro, stop
Give them a month. They'll be fine. Jaden Daniels. In fact, here's what I would do. I'd take Jaden Daniels and Lamar Jackson.
Of course, right.
I'd put them on the field at the same time. I'd hand off to one.
Now
he can either run or throw. Yeah, I'd hand off to the other. I'd throw to both. I mean, those two together. Give me those two and give me 4 other slappies and I wouldn't go.
Yeah.
You know? But if you start taking, and you think of the best athletes in the NFL, the guys who are, you'd start taking the J. I don't need no tight end. I might like I'll take a tall receiver.
Yeah.
Okay, give me one tall. Give me if this Tet McMillan kid's as good as they say, or give me
Justin
one.
Jefferson.
Yeah. Oh God.
Give me Cheetah.
Yeah. Oh God. Cheetah, you just run verticals. Yes. There's no one who can stay with you.
No.
Give him one inside move and go. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, game over. This would be like, you know what it'll be like? It'll be like Dream Team basketball the first time through.
Yeah, the 92 Dream Team.
Yeah, it'll be like 78-0.
Yeah.
Thanks for coming. Yeah. I got Hunter, Cheetah, JJ, Lamar, and Jaden Daniels.
I changed my mind
Game
on
over.
that. Are y'all gonna be mad at me?
What? I am mad. I don't know.
on putting that team together.
You have the right to reserve to change your mind.
Yeah, I put the flag football guys in.
Nah.
They'll win on their own. They play flag football all the time. It's like your lifelong dream. It goes to the Olympics. I don't need to send the very best in that. Obviously.
But they don't need to be talking like they're the very best.
How about this? Will you give them the opportunity to scrimmage for the right to go?
Sure.
Yeah.
That'd be fun. Would that be fun in of itself? That would help build it. Let the best flag, let the NFL.
And when my guys beat them 50-0, will they shut up?
Yeah.
I'm not saying they won't.
Yeah,
I'm not saying they won't. I think this is a mistake on their part. Mm-hmm. They didn't play it right. You don't go against the guys. Don't act like you're a better football player than a pro football player, right? Because you're 5'5". That's idiotic.
Right.
But I don't think they'll beat them 50-0 because I don't think the NFL players are really prepared. I think flag football's got a lot of gimmick tree, and motion, and it's flag football's different. So if an NFL team, if the best athletes is going to dominate the best flag football team in America, they're going to have to prepare a little bit. If the best flag football team in America, they just won the national flag. If they went out to the field tomorrow and you brought in 7 NFL guys just cold, who would win the game?
NFL guys.
I don't think so.
The NFL guys, they do 7-on-7 all the time in practice.
I'm talking about you. Are you hearing what I'm saying?
Okay.
The team that won the national championship. Have you watched the championship in flag football?
I've seen it before.
They don't run down and outs.
Correct.
They got all kinds of stuff going on that the NFL player is not accustomed to seeing.
Yeah, but they also are better. I just tell them,
I don't know.
cover that guy.
I'm not a great. I don't play a lot of flag football, so I don't know. It's just that would be my thought. Nobody is saying that a flag guy is better than an NFL guy. Mm-hmm. That is not what I'm saying. That's not at all in any measure. This isn't basketball where you take 5 intramural champs, you put them on the basketball court, and you run them into the ground. It's a different game.
Mm-hmm. It is a different game. Yeah,
that's all.
I got the Ben Hogan Award winner. That's Matt Every won a Ben Hogan Award, right?
Yeah, the Heisman for college golf.
That's the Heisman for college golf, right?
Yeah, it is. Yes, sir.
2025 award winner has been announced.
Okay.
Would you like to guess who it is? You should know this.
Who's the big college golfer? It's I don't know the name.
Ben Hogan. By the way, Ben Hogan Award winners are impressive group.
Well, we
right?
had
John Rahm won it.
No,
right?
the guy flared up here, and he was like in a tournament earlier this year, but I can't remember who it is.
No, I'm just saying that the Ludwig,
you will know who the Ben Hogan golfer of the year is.
Ludwig Aubert is a 2-time Ben Hogan Award winner.
Yes, because it's
DJ Trahan, Ricky Barnes, Hunter Mahan.
Yes, all guys you know of. They'll do good in U.S. amateurs. That usually goes along with it.
I'm just looking at some of these. There's Matt Every.
So this year's already
Chris
been announced.
Kirk won it. Ricky Fowler won it.
They're big name golfers.
Nick Taylor won it.
Well, here's the deal.
Patty Camplay won it.
Most of the great pro golfers came from college.
John Rahm, Maverick McNeely, Victor Hovland, Sahith Theegala. What college did Sahith Theegala go to, please?
Utah.
No, sir.
Fresno State.
Pepperdine.
Getting in the right
Southwest,
area.
ain't it?
Yeah.
Pepperdine's in Malibu.
They had that nice baseball field.
By the way,
yes,
can I circle back to the flag? Because the one thing I wanted to say before I got distracted, you can go win with your players all you want, but I know one that ain't going to be on the field playing for you at all, and that's Travis Hunter. No way, sir. No how. I'm not putting my guy on the flag football field.
Yeah, that's why I don't think
my
that
NFL
asset,
I'm going to let play flag football. Anyone ever heard of Robert Edwards?
I'm just telling you,
Yeah, no way.
Travis Hunter will be on that team.
Yeah,
and
no.
win a gold
No,
medal.
he's not. I'm not
and
telling
will
you he
represent
can't.
the United States, have a big smile on his
I got a
face. when
contract
he
here.
He would
says
want to.
nah.
He would definitely want to.
Yeah. The winner is Luke Clanton from Florida State. Congratulations to Luke Clanton.
Yeah, that makes sense. He's been very good. He has contended on PGA Tour. It was more last summer than this summer.
Yes.
Did Clanton win the USAM?
I don't think so, but he may have. I don't know. I can't answer that question, but I can tell you this. Get us out of here, E.
Now, the 2-minute drill. Serviced by Cool Cats Heating and Cooling. Locally owned and operated. We're your neighbors. CoolCatsJacks.com.
Coolest cats in town.
Yeah.
Hello, Michael.
Hello.
What's going on?
What's up? Little OTA practice.
Yeah.
It was hot. Couldn't really see anything other than the defense going the other way with the ball for about an hour and a half. That's what it looked like.
I cannot see.
Honestly, they were, on the far field, so it's one of those. Who's that? Who's got it?
How'd he get it? Who dropped this
Somebody
one?
on
Where'd that
defense
one
going
sail
with
to?
the ball again. But so we got that. We're gonna do Tuesday top 5 on the 5 players on the Jags that had the most to gain or lose.
Okay.
This off season.
I like that.
And then we'll, talk about the importance of running out every batted ball, Jeff. I just think you got to hustle out of the box so you don't turn a double into a long single.
I got a guy that does that. Cunha will do that every now and then. So
do you?
I can
we all
feel
got
for
a
that.
guy who does that
Yeah,
every
we've-
now and
yeah, we've
then.
had those guys.
But most of us don't pay him $765 million.
That'll happen.
I think you offered him quite a bit too.
Yes, we did. We got away with that one, I think.
Well, we'll see. What's your record?
4.5 games ahead of everyone in our division, first place.
You're in that tough division. I know you got to.
We are.
Yeah.
You're right about that.
Powerful teams over there.
You're absolutely correct. All right.
Rays playing in Steinbrenner Field. That's
going to be great.
hell
I'm
of a
going to sit
team.
back here. As the most recent champion, I'll just say goodbye. That'll do it for today's drill. It's been a Catlin Truck Accessories Tuesday Jaguars today.
Yes, sir.
The drill.